Welcome everybody to another edition of the C3 Friday Free for All, the show for Panther fans by Panther fans. I'm your host, Cody Lashley, coming at you back with another edition of the Friday Free for All. If you would like to be a part of the action and join in the discussion, the link is posted in the chat room. I've pinned the link to the top of the chat room. It is also at the top of the in the info underneath the video on YouTube and Facebook. Hey man, right now you see it's just me and the legend himself, Panther Pickle. So we got a bunch of room if you want to jump on. There's never been a better time than right now. My boy Panther Pickle, how are you, man?
I'm doing great. And you know what? If somewhere, some way, somebody said there's something else you want to watch on YouTube, there's something else. What the hell? You don't need to go nowhere else. All you need to know is right here. Nobody knows nothing about the Carolina Panthers more than we do. Okay?
That's right,
no
baby.
other podcast, no other creator. And if you think I'm talking about you, too bad. I ain't hard to find.
Hey man, you know I appreciate you, Pickle. Pickle is a die-hard C3 fan. And we also got my man Anthony Picarello from C3 Panthers Central Podcast. Anthony, what's up, brother?
What's going on, boys? What's going on? I'm currently doing some homework, but I gotta pop in and show love to my fucking squad, man. How y'all doing? It's Friday.
Wonderful.
Hey man, who needs homework? Homework's for productive citizens, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And no, Conseco, I did not cut my hair. I just have it back in a ponytail like a real hipster, you know. Apologies. Sometimes I'm feeling kind of hipstery and I gotta do my thing, you know. But I appreciate you. And next up, let me welcome my man, Mossy Man 789. How you doing, brother?
Blessed. Keep pounding on the West Coast here in Southern California, Manhattan Beach. But I'm from Gastonia. I ride with the Panthers till I die. So I'm excited and pumped about this season, about you fellas and sisters, man. Keep pounding.
Keep pounding, man. Well, listen, I'm so happy y'all could join me today. Like I said, if y'all would like to join in on the action, hit that link, join via StreamYard, and hit that like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell every single time the C3 Panthers podcast goes live. Gentlemen, I appreciate you joining me today, and we're going to talk a little bit about everything. We're going to talk about the naming rights to the stadium coming up soon. We're going to talk about a brand new training facility that's getting ready to come to Charlotte. They're talking about spending $600 million in Charlotte money from taxpayers. That's a whole nother discussion, man. But first up, we are going to jump in to the news that I feel like has been most talked about recently, you know, and that is both the general manager, Scott Fitterer, and head coach Frank Reich, both coming out and saying that Andy Dalton is the starter for right now. Fitterer says first overall pick Bryce Young will replace Dalton when he's ready. There's no timeline when that will happen. So, gentlemen, my question to you is this just, you know, kind of coach talk? You know, are they just saying this while knowing they have every intention for Bryce Young to start the season? Or did you feel like there's a concerted effort to not rush Bryce Young on the football field?
I personally would rather not rush him. I think he's going to be fine going. I think he'll start week 1 of the regular season. I really do believe that. But there's absolutely no use in pushing him if you don't need pushed. Let him go at his own pace. Knowing Bryce Young like we kind of think we do, he's going to be ready anyway. But they kind of, I believe by them coming out and saying Andy Dalton will start doesn't maybe reduces or it's their way of trying to reduce pressure from Bryce. Because if they come out and say, "Oh no, Bryce Young is definitely our starter week 1," and something happens and he's not ready, then it makes him look bad. this way, if they say Andy Dalton's going to week 1 and Bryce isn't ready, then it's not necessarily you're benching Bryce before he gets started type deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
go ahead.
Real quick, I do believe Ron Rivera, Marty Herney said the same thing about Cam Newton when Cam Newton came out, and we know how that turned out. So
yeah, and man, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Tribe of Judah too. My man Marquise, it's his birthday today, man. 22 years of age.
Oh,
hey,
wow.
Man, that's a good number, brother. We appreciate 22. You being a part of the C3 Panther fandom. And, hey, man, happy birthday to you, brother. And here's to many more.
Happy birthday, man. 22. God bless your heart. It's been a long time since I was 22.
Hey, man, that's
way back in the day when I was 22, there's no lie. They did not have home computers. If they did, only the rich had them. And they did not have satellite radio.
We've come a long way.
They didn't even have cell phones, for the love of God. I need to shut up. Let's go on with the show.
So, Anthony, I know you feel a certain type of way about this. I know you're doing homework. But, hey, man, put off those deadlines for a second and tell me who the starter for the Carolina Panthers day 1 is going to end up being.
The starter is going to be Sam Darnold after a trade. No, I'm joking.
What the hell?
I'm joking.
Get him out of here, man.
Curveball.
I'm joking. Listen, I don't think it's professional to go out and say like months from the actual season that Bryce Young is going to be the starter, because you really need to see how he progresses throughout, the off season. But if we're being realistic, I think he'll be the starter, and that I strongly believe that. I'd probably say like 95%. I think that's one of the props of drafting him, right? Like Mac Jones was ready to when he came out of Alabama, and I can tell you what, Bryce Young is a way better prospect than Mac Jones was. So, think with this coaching staff, I think Andy's going to mentor him. The only way I could see him not starting is if he had trouble learning the playbook to a certain degree. So,
yeah. Which, by the way, that's why you drafted Bryce, because he doesn't have a problem learning playbooks. He knows all the defenses. Like, you're drafting him number 1 because he is so far ahead of everyone else. And by the way, before we go further, a big shout out to Old School Panther fan for the 10 gifted memberships, man. That's big time, brother. I appreciate you. And because of that, welcome Patty Grimes, Danny Trejo, Carson One, Right Bets, Panthers Kingdom Podcast, 89 J Stubbs, Hollywood McCree, David Haynes, Slim Pickens, and Jess Clowney on those brand new memberships, baby. They look good on you. If you would like to join, hit that join button for $1.99 a month and help us produce this content that y'all love to enjoy, man. We're going to be putting out some more film rooms on each of our draft picks. Those are going to go up first to all the members, and we appreciate y'all, man. Let me go to my man Mossy. Let me spin it to you this way. Everyone feels Bryce should be ready to come in and compete and be the day 1 starter for the Carolina Panthers. But is there any credence to the fact of not rushing Bryce Young to the field and maybe letting Andy Dalton have a 1 or 2 game leeway with the offense to make sure that Bryce is prepared? What are you thinking?
Well, in that situation, the classic narrative is the old school guy like, Andy Dalton, who's been there and done that. They're going to automatically pretty much put him as a day 1 starter as of now. And I think based on just making sure Bryce is totally prepared after like 3 or 4 games, maybe. But I just think it's the standard old narrative to put the older quarterback who has had experience. Even Bryce Young is a stud, and he's going to, perform, I think, very well. They're just doing it out of safety precautions and making sure he's doubly prepared after like 4 or 5 games to kick some butt and make Saints and the Falcons cry, oh, baby, oh, baby.
Now, would you feel more comfortable with Dalton, or are you also in agreement that, they're like, okay, someone made the point on Twitter last year, they said the same thing about Ikem Ekwonu, and they started him with the second teams. Now, we also had a terrible coach and a terrible staff implemented by that coach back then. So my question is though, do you feel that this is the same type of ordeal where they're just, for the media and for the public, they're doing the politically correct thing, saying that they intend to start Dalton. However, they know in the back of their mind that they're starting Bryce Young.
I think, like, again, politically and just the classic narrative, I think they're just doing that. I think they already have Bryce Young as a starter, but again, they want him to be totally paired as possible, maybe 2 or 3, 4 games in, and so where he could do some damage. They just don't want to rush it too soon, but they don't want to be too eager because other teams could read it and use it against them. There's teams, scouting other teams and how to use the advantage and disadvantage against other teams. So I just think they're just playing it safe against other teams, so they don't want to spoil the basket, spoil the surprise too soon.
Yeah. And no, I see that. And to me, it sounds a lot like the coach speak of saying what's right and for competition's sake. But yeah, I feel like they want Bryce to be the day one starter. Hey, let me welcome some more people in here and let me get their opinions on this. I'm going to introduce people in the order that they just jumped in the room. So my man C3 Evan, Sports Talk. Evan, what's up, bro?
What's up, guys? It's been a good day. It's going to continue being a good day. And yeah, I'm ready to talk some Panthers.
Yeah, man. Let me get your opinion. Do you think Bryce is the day one starter, or are you believing both Scott Fitterer and Frank Reich that they intend to roll with Andy Dalton as the starter until Bryce is ready?
I'm personally going to say I hope he starts, but also I think he probably will. I definitely think this could end up being a thing, like you said, with Ikem Ekwonu, except for Bryce, where they make it seem like he might not be the starter, but I'm hoping he is, and I think he probably will be, because I get you want to give him some time and stuff, but I feel like you don't draft, unless this was Anthony Richardson, you don't draft somebody number 1 overall to sit them.
Yeah, I have somebody put out a pass that Anthony Richardson threw at practice today, and it was way off the mark. That was kind of already going viral. But yeah, I mean, I hear you. It does kind of sound like the thing to say. And next up, let me welcome my man Daniel to the C3 Friday Free for All. Daniel, what's up, brother?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. What are you thinking? Who's going to be a day one starter? We're talking Andy Dalton, or is it going to be Bryce Young?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, obviously the right thing to say is Andy Dalton. I mean, he's the veteran, I mean, that's like a seniority type deal. That's what's going to happen, obviously. I mean, it also depends on how, this offseason goes, I mean, let's not forget, Andy Dalton is not really no bum. I mean, Andy Dalton he's a pretty good quarterback, so.
And he had nice numbers last year. He had almost 3,000 passing yards, 9 touchdowns, had a pretty high QBR. You could do a lot worse than Andy Dalton.
Yeah, so my thing is like, it's the right thing to say, to do, because, he's a veteran. He deserves that respect, and it's just like, depending on what goes on in the offseason, Bryce may need a little growing up, or a little, not growing up mentally wise, because the guy seems like he speaks older than me, but
some time to prepare, time to be prepared for what's ahead of him. Yeah,
exactly.
It's an NFL game, man. It's a lot different than the college football game that he's coming from. I understand that.
So I'd be okay. I'd be okay, if they sit him like 2 games and Dalton starts, and I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. No, I hear that. Next up, let me welcome this man. You know him from the 704 Charlotte Bound show. Everyone calls him the bad guy, but I think he's a pretty good dude. Twan Don, what's up?
What's going on, Cody? What's going on, family, man?
What's on, bro?
Yeah, I'm no longer the bad guy, man. I don't even call myself that no more.
Good, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm glad to be here. It's Friday. What's up to my man Pickle? And I expect to take a good bit of sarcasm tonight on the show, man, from my recent top 10 list. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, go ahead and bring it on, fuckers. I'm ready.
Yeah, man. You had me too low, Twan. What's up? I'm about to mute
Hey,
you just
look.
for that, bro. I'm about to mute you. Oh shit! And you muted. I was too low on the list, bro. No, I'm just playing with you, bro.
Pat should have been number 1, Twan. What the fuck?
But look, man, check this out, bro. First of all, that's a hard fucking thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
That shit
I'm
was
just
hard.
fucking around. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that shit was hard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
I would invite Cody to do that shit. I guarantee if
Nah,
Cody said that, he would like, I can't do this.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I took a
Hey,
big fucking
Yeah,
risk doing that
if I'm
shit.
if I'm making a list, I'm putting Panther Pickle number 1. I don't care what nobody says, bro.
Yeah, Pickles won.
Yeah, Pickle's number 1. This is the OG.
Yeah, man.
And
That shit came to me the night before, man. You know?
it was a good idea, man. You know, people like that type of stuff. And next up, I gotta introduce this next man. You know him from the Black Cat Panther Podcast. My man, Pop. What's up, dude?
What up, everybody?
Yeah,
How y'all
man.
doing?
Yeah,
Wonderful,
doing good, man.
wonderful.
Doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So let me let me get y'all in on this. We'll go to Twan, then we'll go to Pop.
Thank you, Rare. Hey, first of all, shout out to Rare
Yep.
Gamer 99. I like what he said. Yeah, go check that
Rare's
interview
the
out with
coolest,
Pat.
bro. Rare's the coolest. Rare's always giving shout outs.
Yeah.
So my question to y'all, Fitterer and Frank Reich say Andy Dalton is a day 1 starter. A lot of Panther fans are upset about this because
Why?
they feel like we drafted Bryce Young to be a day 1 starter, just like
that's
Joe
not how it
Burrow
works.
was, just like Trevor Lawrence was. So, do you believe them? Are they just saying this to be, politically correct and Dalton's going to be the starter? Are they genuinely trying to protect him? What do you make of this?
You want to go first?
No, Twan, go ahead. You got it.
All right. So, look, man, I would really like to see them shake it up. I think the obvious choice and obvious thing to do and what's smart, and that's why coaches are coaches or good coaches are good coaches, is you make the right decision. And the right decision is to start Dalton. The guy, like you said, his numbers weren't too bad last year. Comes in with NFL experience. The same people that are saying Bryce should start are going to say that we're going to have a 12-5 record next year. You know what I'm saying? And that's not how that usually works. I mean, me personally, I would like to see them shake it up, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? In my world, Corral will start and go out there and win the job and go out there and win the job, or let Bryce Young take it from him. I think it's right to give him that chance and go, look, here's your on-field interview to go take this job.
Twan, could you imagine how salty as hell people would be if we moved up to number 1, drafted Bryce Young, and now we're starting Matt Corral day 1? I'd be the only happy one.
Hold on.
I'd be the
So
only
this
one
is-
happy about that shit.
The franchise is looking stupid because of that.
But see, the thing is if Corral starts, I ask those same fans, if he starts off 4-0, what are they going to say then?
No,
But-
nothing.
But
Well,
you know what?
They
It
will
would be
still
so-
complain, Cody.
It would be so much fun
Yeah.
on YouTube. Every podcaster would go live. We would be
Oh yeah.
Twitter
That
and
would be
live
dope.
all over the place. People would be losing their shit.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I can imagine G Baby losing his mind right here in
Well,
front.
no, this is the thing. Pickle just said it. Yeah, G Baby will lose his mind. But look, what Pickle just said, content creators would absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it would
Yep.
be so much.
Yep.
Again, like I said, so many salty, angry, upset people.
Right.
Yeah, but hey man,
But
if we run it off
in
the let's go
reality,
from that. Go ahead.
in reality, if something odd like that happened, it would just be help the Panthers out because we would actually probably trade Matt Corral for a first round pick.
Nah,
Or
man,
we would
don't go for it,
now
bro.
let me rephrase that. Not we would trade him for a pick. Not let me remove
Yeah,
that
not a
first
first.
round part. That was a jump of the gun. But
Hey,
Hey,
Cody,
man.
did you get a cut?
No, man, I got my hair in a ponytail, bro. I'm all hipster.
Oh, I
man.
thought Cody got a. I thought he got a Caesar or some shit.
Nah, bro, I would never cut that wavy brown gravy, baby. You
yeah,
know,
his
that's
mama gonna
why-
wait
that's
till
why-
he's asleep and go in
that's-
there and cut it for him.
Nah, hell, nah. I'd have somebody. I'd pay for a hitman, pickle.
Yeah, because you can't do it.
No, hey man, I would never let somebody cut this beautiful brown lock. Hey, real quick before we go any further, man, shout out to Just Don't Care for the 10 gifted podcast memberships. Just Don't Care. You're the homie, bro. I don't care what nobody says. You're the man, brother. I appreciate you. Just Don't Care. Always coming through in a big way, man.
It
I
sounds like he
appreciate you,
cares.
brother. Oh man, that man definitely. Yeah, right. He has the perfect name. Says just don't care, but you know he does. Hey, let me go to my man Pop. Pop, did you believe Frank Reich and Scott Fitterer that they intend to start Andy Dalton over Bryce Young, or is this just lip service? Is this what coaches and GMs are supposed to say?
They've been saying it from the very beginning. Like whoever we
Right.
draft, we're not going to rush anybody out there. It didn't matter if we got C.J. Stroud or me that wanted Anthony Richardson. It didn't matter. And I know a lot of the fans were like, "No, if you go to number 1 overall, he needs to start." I get that because I want to hold him to a high standard because of what we gave up to get him. I do feel like he should be a day 1 starter because they were already saying he's already ready. But hey, if you want to baby him, cool. I get it. But I agree with Twan. Since Matt Corral is feeling some type of way, this would be the opportunity for him to go out there and show why he is a backup or a starter. That way you know exactly what you're going to do with him because you're not going to go away with Dalton because I think Dalton signed for 2 years. So you got your 2-year veterans backup QB. It would be nice to keep Matt Corral back there, but I just don't think that's where his cards are falling. I think he's going to find a way to get off this team. And the best way to do it is to put him out there and see what you got.
Newsflash real quick. Yeah, like, do you think that this front office is going to let Matt Corral take the starting job when they just gave up their future assets to draft a quarterback?
So let me ask you this.
It's going to be fixed like the Baker thing last year. Sadly, it is.
Let me ask you this. You don't know what you got until you throw them out there, right? So even though no matter what we do, we're not going to the Super Bowl this year, right? I mean, I'm sorry to be very blunt, but it is. We're not set up to beat the Eagles or Cincinnati.
And you've been saying that too. I'll give you credit.
So
I mean, we can't. He's right. We just can't.
Whatever quarterback you throw out there, we're about to get a Super Bowl this year. You're sadly mistaken.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't matter who you throw out there, as long as they're winning. But they have to show that they can win.
Yeah. Man, you know how hyped I would be. Anthony knows, Pickle knows, everybody knows I'd be hyped. I feel like I've been one of Matt Corral's biggest defenders throughout the entire process.
Matt Corral's biggest cocksucker.
Shut the fuck up. White talking espresso making his dumb ass known. But no, I mean, listen, I've been pulling for the kid. And I've been, wanting to see what he could do. I think he was done dirty last year, put behind the 4th string, and they were getting, that's what ended up getting him hurt last year. But
hey, Cody, it's his moment though.
I'd probably be the only one happy about it though. But like,
nah,
they're gonna
Cody,
start
it's his moment. It's his moment.
But shout out to Matt Corral, who in the OTAs, literally the week of the draft or the week before the draft in the OTAs, came on strong. He was stronger. He had some weight on him, and he really looked impressive to the coaches. Shout out for not just throwing the towel in and giving up.
That's what I'm talking about, Pickle. I'm saying it's his moment.
Yeah,
it's his fucking moment.
Some Panther fans have already given up on
Once in a lifetime.
They just have. But if you're him, you just come out swinging. I mean, that you should expect that from the kid. Come out swinging. Worst you're going to do is fail anyway. Best
Let me
you're
add
going
something
to
real
do
quick to what Pickle was
is,
saying.
you know, be a
Well,
quality backup or somebody else to start it.
Yeah, what Pickle was saying is absolutely correct, man. Look, check this out. If you want to know who the dogs are on the team, man, you got to back a dog into the corner. That's how you going to know how ferocious he is back him into the corner. See, Matt Corral could take all this stuff that's happening and turn it into something great for himself. Or if he doesn't and he backs down in that corner and doesn't bark, then he is who a lot of people think that he is or whatever. It's up to him.
Right.
I'm taking this moment right now to prove to y'all I'm the best option or whatever. He just got to stay the fuck off Twitter with these little
and you know, I you know what, I think he knew that he messed up
and shit.
he knew that he messed up.
It sounded
after he
desperate.
posted it because then look, I reposted it to my Twitter. And bro, my Twitter went wild with the likes and retweets just on that post alone. So I feel like it started to get a bunch of traction. He was like, "Oh man, this isn't a good look for me right now."
Nah.
Then he went and retroactively deleted it, and
you know, Matt Corral got lucky though. He really did. I say it luck. Maybe it's just chance. But for us to draft a guy with the second pick. From a wide receiver that he used to throw to in college.
Yeah.
That's just me. That's just wild, you know. And shout out to Jonathan Mingo, who actually defended him a little bit once some of the beat reporters tried to talk down about it or that situation, and he kind of stuck up for Matt Corral. So I thought that was cool.
Shit, look out for that connection, bro. That connection is real.
I don't dislike the kid, you know, but if that Twitter post is any indication of how he's gonna come out swinging,
that sounded bitchy.
Yeah, I got a question for you, Cody.
That's bad for him.
Remember, he regretted about competition in college.
Yeah. He said something about competition in college. I don't even remember exactly what. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not even buying too much into the social media narrative. Oh, this means this means that. Like, you have such a limited amount of time to prove yourself in the NFL, and the team just drafted a quarterback number 1. Like, of course, dude's probably in his emotions right now, man. And you know, it's like I'm not saying I'm not absolving him from it coming off a little bit kind of crybaby like, but at the same time, it's like to me, it's not an indication of what kind of competitor he is. Like, if I'm him. Put your nose down, grind, go to work, and when your number is called, be prepared to make it a conversation.
Which number is that?
Going to be undeniable. That would be number 2. That would be number 2. That would be number 2. Yeah, go ahead, Pop.
Yeah.
So my question is, and I think this is a wild question, but it's something
what number is that?
You got to think about it. Who is really gonna want to trot out there with 4 stringers this year? Especially with Matt Corral, his experience that he had last year.
Only time I know is San Francisco.
Well, I don't think anybody wants to, but I know who's going to be the 4th string this year in the Panthers.
Well, camp. we know we got Jacob Eason on the team, but I mean, are they gonna trot him out there? Because I'm sure Matt Corral's like, hell no, I'm not going out there. I ain't got no line.
Oh, I don't know.
Eason is not even going to be a quarterback when the season starts.
I would imagine this coaching staff. I would imagine this coaching staff is actually going to do things more of a NFL way, not so much of a college way. Matt, the guy that we had coaching the last few years was just an incompetent jackass baboon who shouldn't have been in NFL level. At all, period.
Even that being said, though,
to be honest, he doesn't even deserve to be in the college level. But that's
I can't wait. I can't wait to Deion Sanders.
But even that though, pickle. Every team starts off with their 3rd and 4th stringers. Like they all do that. So who's gonna try it out there? Because I don't see Matt Corral saying, you know what, I'm gonna go relive the past.
Yeah. And by the way, like if you're the coaching staff and you know that you're running an RPO. You know that Matt Corral has a big arm and is mobile. Like, why would you not want to see what this dude is at least capable of? And Anthony, I'm not even talking about like usurping Bryce. I'm just saying, like, knowing that you have a young, dynamic quarterback that's on a rookie deal.
Can we be real?
Why would you not want to see that? Go ahead, Kev.
Can we be real? We already spent so much time on Matt Corral. Ain't no point.
No, we haven't.
I was just
we
gonna
haven't spent
say,
any
look,
time
He
on Matt
ain't
Corral.
What
gonna
time
be
was
nothing,
spent?
bro. He's not gonna do anything on this team.
I mean,
Kevin,
hey,
you drunk
I want
ass
to shout out.
motherfucker.
I
Here
want to
they
shout
are.
out. I want to shout out Harpoon Bakery in the chat, who says, "Why did Jacob Eason get brought on board with the Panthers? He don't get it." If I remember correctly, he was on the practice squad and just became an automatic sign over.
Last year, yeah.
Well, this is what I wanted to
Yeah,
get into
exactly.
real quick.
Yeah.
Like, the real battle is going to be for the third quarterback spot between Easton and
you're
Matt
not lying,
Corral.
Anthony.
Like,
You're
that's
not
what I
lying.
think. So, like, that's the thing you have to keep your eyes on.
Right,
Like, if we're
right.
realistically being
Right.
honest,
What I
Yeah, because
actually hope.
Dalton and Jones, they're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
So-
What I hope, and I'd like to see it happen, and it's no disrespect on any quarterback at all, any of them. I would like for at the end of preseason, at the end of training camp and preseason, I would like the question to be: would Matt Corral's played so good? Does he bump Andy Dalton out of the number 2 spot? That's what I would like to happen.
That's
That
what
would be
I'm
dope.
hoping
That's
for.
what I would like to happen.
It's not
That's
gonna
what
happen.
I'm hoping for.
You
But-
know,
but-
Yeah,
hold
but
on,
we
hold
don't
on,
we
hold
don't we
on.
don't know that,
But you
man.
don't
And by the
know.
way,
I
Andy
have a very
Dalton's
clear.
he's also 33 years old,
Right.
Kevin.
Hey, listen.
90% sure that
Listen.
Andy Dalton beats him out.
Listen,
With-
the only way Andy Dalton's gonna stay at number 2 is just because of his experience. But if you're going off
Exactly.
his tape and you want to check down Charlie, then go with Andy Dalton because he doesn't
Yeah.
pitch the ball down the field.
Yeah.
That was one of his
I think
problems.
yeah,
y'all-
and
That
as
was
far
one of his
as
problems in
He won't
New
turn the
Orleans.
ball over.
right,
He
right.
does turn the
And-
ball over
yeah.
because he's scared to throw downfield. So he's gonna
Yeah.
do check
he
down
only
Charlie
had 9 picks last year. He wasn't awful.
Yeah.
because he's chucked down Charlie. Duh.
Yeah.
Are you not
I
hearing
mean,
what I'm
that-
saying?
And that's
I
what
mean,
they
if he had
Like,
3,000 yards,
I'd
if
rather
he had
have,
That's what
3,000
they
yards
do.
last year, then he couldn't have been that checked down.
I'd rather have a
Oh,
quarterback
all right.
turn
It
the
depends
ball
on-
over
it
and be
depends
All
on-
efficient.
right.
Hold on,
who-
hold on. Let me just say this real quick. Tom Brady, the greatest player of all time, was the check down master.
Bull, yeah.
No one gave a shit because
Nah,
he
he
won
ain't the
football
GOAT.
games. So like I just don't get it. Like if you're gonna shame on Andy Dalton, 'cause
He's not as accurate as Tom Brady, so I'm not about to compare.
I'm
Brady
not.
to
Listen,
him.
I'm not. I'm
You
using,
just did.
I'm using.
And Brady ain't the GOAT.
I'm using Brady's play style as an example.
So, all right, so there's a difference when you're scheming, when you're game planning, you're scheming to shut down to bring the defense up, and then you hit them down big, like how they did us when we played them in the Buccaneers game. They was checking it down, right? Chuck, and then they hit you over the top of the head. There's a difference with what Brady does compared to what Dalton does. Dalton is scared to throw the ball downfield.
Y'all got to realize
Also,
that.
I've
like,
seen
do
him
y'all
throw
like,
like a-
are we not
Go
gonna
look at the tape.
like? Do y'all not remember? Like, I feel like Tom Brady. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he has the biggest arm, but man, he would throw some bombs to Randy Moss, bro.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
that's what he had.
homeboy, yeah,
Also-
homeboy could
But
push the ball down.
it was all about scheme though, because what they did
Right.
back then is they would cause people. If I remember correctly, Wes Welker was involved in those. Wes Welker was your short guy. He was your short yardage guy, your check down guy, you run game, and when by the time you put a safety or both safeties in the box to stop that, all of a sudden Randy Moss breaks one and Brady throws deep, and it's history. And
Did y'all
it was-
did y'all not see
What?
what happened to C.J. Henderson last year? Tell me y'all didn't see that. They chucked down Charlie us until they got it. They hit us in the head 3 times in a row.
exactly.
That's the whole
seen-
game plan.
I
But
saw
see,
Dalton last
but
year throw a 60-yard pass to Chris Olave versus the Rams. Like he's
Yeah.
not just a check down.
And also, we signed him to a 2-year deal.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
he
saying.
will
You
be
have him
here.
for 2 years. You
Yeah.
have him signed
Yeah.
for 2 years. I don't know if
Yeah.
he's gonna be here 2 years,
But
but I
what-
think Matt Corral could push him out of that third spot just because of the system that we're running. I don't see Dalton in the
for
RPO.
everybody, and nobody's going to be prepared for this except for Cody because he mentioned it before we could go on the air. But did y'all see that report by a 49er beat reporter that said Sam Darnold has the most talented arm in their building right now?
Are we seriously not gonna talk about Sam Darnold for real?
I just mentioned it, dude.
Come on, Pickle. Let that motherfucker
I'll
go.
pass.
All right.
I'll pass.
It's just a statement.
Nah, we don't even want to talk about that bum no more. He ain't doing for us.
Hey, no. Let me say something.
Put some respect on
Let me
Sam
say
Darnold.
something, bro.
He's a
Let me say
49er. I'll
something.
pass.
Let me say something, bro. And this is the only thing I'm gonna say, man. I'm
Oh
okay.
my God.
Let me
Yo,
just say something, man. Let me
What you gonna
rap.
do when
Let me
Sam
rap.
Darnold takes the 49ers?
It sounded like Cody was prepared.
Hey,
It
bro,
sounded like
listen.
Cody was
He was.
prepared
I
for this.
Look,
inspired.
all I'm saying is y'all might not be prepared for this Sam Darnold 49er glow up season, bro.
Yeah.
That Sam Darnold has like the best
It
offensive
will
weapon.
not
this to
happen.
I'm just saying. All
I want
right.
this to happen.
I'm
Oh,
just saying, if
I'm
my
running.
man Sam,
I just want to.
Sam balls out for the
Yeah.
49ers this year,
Yeah.
you know where you heard it first. Me and
Yeah.
Pickle told y'all. Sam
Hey,
balls out.
Twan.
I just want to
We
see
have no fear.
I just want to see the media fumble over their self over it.
Hey,
I
look, you
really
gonna
do
hear
wanna
from
see
us
that.
when he don't ball out.
I want to see some
Hey,
full
that's fine.
team.
That's how it is.
Yeah, I want to see some full team give up another first rounder for Sam Darnold.
That dude
That's
is
what
gonna
I
be
wanna see.
trash. How many
he might
times they
be
gotta
the-
show you?
I just
He
want
might
to
be
see
the
that.
long-term 49ers.
There's no reason he
quarterback.
should mess that up with all the superstars he has around him.
Right.
For
That's
one.
what I'm
DC
right.
still will
And
because
number
he ain't got
two-
that dog in him.
And
The
number
bottom
and
line
number,
is the
and number
49ers.
two, I
The
don't
40
care what Sam Darnold does
Yeah,
because
man.
he's
Why
not
are
a
we
Panther.
talking
He's
about
not on my
Sam
team.
Darnold?
He's a 49er. I
I
don't
mean-
care. I don't want the 49ers to get a Super Bowl. I
When
want
do we play the
Carolina Panthers
49ers?
to get a
When do
Super
we
Bowl.
play them?
We don't play
You
them.
want-
Hey, we
49ers.
might be playing them in the
Shit.
playoffs, man. You never know.
Man, I hope
You
Brian
never
Burns
know.
strangles his ass, man.
All right, so everybody that goes to the 49er
if that
playoff games,
happens.
we all wearing ghost masks when we get to the
Shit.
stadium.
Hey, look, if he plays good, our defense should go after him for the simple fact that he didn't do that shit for us.
Shout out Scott
Go get
Finner.
him.
I heard Scott Finner was like on Radio Row this week. Yo, he was on every radio and TV and podcast show he could get his chubby little mouth on. I heard him somewhere, and God help me, I don't know where I heard it. Because he could have been Pro Football Talk, he could have been on a radio station, could have been NFL, wherever it was. I don't know where it was on the NFL radio. He was talking about the draft picks, and he absolutely said he believes Jamie Robinson will be the starting free safety next year.
He will.
I heard him say that, and I'm thinking, dude, pull back that rein a little bit.
He
I
will.
understand that he probably will be, but you don't need to smack Woods down like that already.
Fuck Woods. You know how I feel.
Yeah, I know how you feel. I'm just saying, I thought it was pretty cool.
Fuck
But people,
Woods.
they look at these draft picks and they don't project that when they pick these players, they have long-term plans. Even
Where the
if
hell is White Chocolate Espresso at?
even
I'm right
if
there.
Man, fuck
even
Woods.
if folks don't know it,
Let me ask y'all this.
fucking
I
Woods, that'd be
feel-
rough, bro.
You want a dog out there or not?
Wait, hold on. As a matter of fact, I think Evan
I
had
wanna
something
get
you wanted to
that.
say. Go ahead, Evan. Did you have something you wanted to
Oh,
jump
my
in
bad,
with?
sir.
No, I didn't.
Okay. I didn't know
Hey, can
if
we
you-
talk about? Hey,
I have
when do
something.
we talk?
Hold on.
When do we officially talk about Eddie Robinson?
No, we'll do
I'm
that.
here
Go ahead,
for
go
it.
ahead. We'll do that in a minute. Go ahead, Anthony.
I just say I want to get into this because
This right here?
bro. Oh my god, Pickle knows I've been saying this in our chat, but like, dude, no one gives a shit about the Panthers until we prove ourselves. Like,
Yeah,
they
so
had
let me set this up. Let me set this up for you, Anthony. Everybody's been kind of putting out, saying that the Panthers free agent signings at wide receiver are basically trash because around the NFL put out this article where Bryce Young helped cover up for a lack of complementary pieces in Carolina, and then he would go on to grade every NFC South team. Are people sleeping on DJ Chark and Adam Thielen and Terrace Marshall Jr.? Like, we've all kind of said,
Hayden Hurst.
yeah. I mean, we probably
they
don't
do.
have.
They have to prove themselves. I
But
mean,
we probably don't have that
That's
true
true.
number one wide receiver. But do you feel like the mainstream media is underestimating the type of talent that we do have? I'm gonna let
Cody,
Anthony
I say no.
Hold on,
I
let
say
me-
no
let me
because
let
they have to
Anthony
prove
go
themselves.
first because Anthony was jumping in on this and
Okay,
I
okay,
interrupted.
go ahead.
Go ahead,
My
Anthony.
bad. My bad.
No, you good, bro. Honestly, like, I don't get this. How do you go down in the power rankings when the one missing hole that we've had is a young franchise quarterback. Now, I know Bryce hasn't proven anything, but if anything, we should be at a better position that we've been in for the past 5 seasons. And the weapons as a whole are way better than last year. Last year, yes, you had DJ Moore, but where was the tight end production? Who was a good wide receiver too behind DJ Moore? I mean, seriously, like, I think it comes down to our win-loss records, and the league just doesn't watch the Panthers. I've gotten into conversations with people saying that Carolina has a terrible offensive line. I'm like, go watch the film. People were calling the Texans a better landing spot for a young quarterback instead of us. Like, it's just ridiculous, man.
Yo, DJ
And I feel
Johnson
I feel like nobody was saying that before the draft. Before the draft, it was us that had the best of everything, and now they want to take shots at us.
It depends who you're like talking about in the media. I mean, Dan Orlovsky was praising us.
Yeah, Dan Orlovsky.
Dan's cool.
Well, a lot of that in reality, to be bluntly honest, is
he wanted Tom
reporting.
Brady to come here.
It's just laziness, and I'm going to call some people out, and it don't really mean a lot, but I'm going to anyway. I'm going to call some people out. Some of our own former players don't stand up for the Panthers. Nobody don't know nothing about the Panthers because they don't look. They're just flat out lazy to look. I was sitting at work the other day, and somebody had mentioned the draft, and another guy, and I wasn't part of the conversation, but I normally speak up, but I didn't. I just wanted to hear the response. And he said, well, what about that Alabama kid, Young? Where'd he go? He went to Carolina. Oh, that poor guy. They ain't got nothing up there. And I didn't say anything because I'm thinking, well, you dumbass. Will you fucking look? You know what? Yep. But the media don't pay attention. They don't even know. They don't even know who. All they do, they go to ESPN and they look at a depth chart on ESPN and or another site, and they'll say, "Oh, well, I don't know these guys. They must suck." That's exactly what they do.
Yeah. Let me. I want to chime in on this.
Reporting.
Yeah.
And by everybody, including our own former players who don't stand up to the plate.
I want to chime in too because Pickle hitting some points, bro.
Yeah, then I'll go Pop and then Kev.
Cody, it was me, Mossy.
Oh, my bad, Mossy. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, out here in LA, man, when you talk to the fans right here, 49ers and the media here, they think we're sucking on a mother's tit. That we're low lame and like it's always hate, and it's been like that since '95, and it's just
This is they know about the East Coast.
Yeah, well, I'm from Gastonia, North Carolina.
Yeah, I said, what do they know about it?
And I know they hate us when we're on top of the world, man.
Yeah, these people around here and everywhere in the media, they look at us like there's nothing here. This team's stupid, but like Anthony said earlier, this is the year to prove it. I think we're gonna. I don't cuss much, but we're gonna kick some ass, and you know what? When we prove to the media, they're gonna shut up and give us respect because Carolina is here to stay, and we're gonna kick some ass.
Yeah. And by the way, for those who were listening, the same article that I mentioned, they gave the Panthers a C+. They gave the Atlanta Falcons a B, which is dumb as hell to me.
But I like that type of shit. But I like it. I like when a motherfucker underestimates me.
They gave the New Orleans Saints a C+, and they gave the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, bro, a C. So
I wish they had given us an F.
So
yeah, go ahead, Pop, and then we'll go Kev.
I don't know why any of us are surprised, to be honest with you, because we're always been slept on. Yep. Have we not? We've always been slept on. We've always been underneath the radar, and not only that, I mean, we just got to put up and shut up. You know what I mean? Until you go out here and prove it, because it's been a while since we have been competitive. When we've been competing for championships, and no, we're not quite ready yet. But at the end of the day, they're gonna say that until somebody goes out here. They're not gonna believe in Bryce Young because he's the smallest quarterback ever. They're not gonna believe in his coaching staff, which is the first year ever put together. They have to see it. They have to see it to believe.
Prove them
so
wrong.
that's the only thing.
And by the way, am I not wrong in saying that the best Carolina Panthers are a slept-on Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Like whenever they're doubting us, that's when the Panthers are at their best, man. Like it never fails.
And
I don't know about that.
History
I'm telling you, man.
history has proven that even if we go in and have a winning season and even make the playoffs next year, it ain't gonna be no different. It ain't gonna be no different. What we have to do is come in strong and stay strong. We got to start going into people's houses and punching them in the fucking nose.
That's easier said than done.
Down, it is. But when they go down, and you know what? This is a different concept. But you know, we too damn nice. You know that?
Yep.
We really too damn nice.
Say it again.
You mean the fans or the team?
All of them.
All of everybody. We're too damn nice.
We're too damn nice. I mean, when you're a fan base, and I know a lot. This is an entirely deep subject, and it goes a long way. But when you have a fan base that allows other fans to come into your house, and take what they want, you are a pussy fan base.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if it hurts, but you are a pussy fan base.
You know what it takes?
You know what else?
Go ahead, Kev.
Oh, you know what else though? Even if we start winning the first few games, like we go like say 6-0 or 5-0 or whatever 4-1, they're gonna make excuses on us how we won because their starter wasn't here. There's too many fouls. You know they're gonna give that to the Panthers.
You're right.
Man. It's the narrative.
You're
man.
right.
Hey, can I say something now, Cody? Look, man, this is what you want. This is what these players should want. I want them to read all the bad, despicable shit they can read about themselves.
Bulletin board material.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you don't react or you don't respond to that shit, then they're right.
Yep.
They're right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Pickle said it earlier too, man. I wanted to go back to what Pickle said. Like, it's a lot of players out there that don't, like, you know, that join in with a whole lot of negativity or whatever. But as far as these writers and shit that you like that write bad about the Panthers and shit, let me tell you one of the things that we found out that they're doing, man. They ain't going to other shit to listen. They're going to podcasters and they're listening to us.
Yeah.
Look, man, podcasters are some of the most, man, some of these people, these big time names or whatever that do podcasts now, are flat out stealing material from people that they feel like are inferior to them.
Yeah, man, and also like you're starting to see the official media teams start to do things that are kind of similar to what podcasters are doing.
Because that shit is, if you can't beat them, join them. And the thing is, they know they're going to get more eyes on their shit, and people are going to watch their shit more undeservingly. Because that's just how it rolls. That's money versus whatever your budget is.
I was watching a video the other day and at work, and sometimes the video ends and I'm busy doing something else and it just continues to a different video. You know how that YouTube stuff goes. Well, a video popped up and they were talking about the Panther. They were talking about the NFC South, and they totally disrespected the Panthers. And half of the folks on this Fox Sports video thing had no idea who you could tell by listening to her. They had no idea. They were reading who was on the team as they were going by it. So they had absolutely no idea. And I'm like, well, I actually made a very nasty comment in the chat.
Hey, it's all
a little chat over that, it's the fucking truth.
Yeah,
you know, and if we want respect, we're not going to be handed respect.
Right.
The organization and the players and even the fan bases, we need to go out and take respect.
Pickle, we were almost undefeated, and they called us almost the worst undefeated team ever.
Yeah, y'all remember that? I remember that vividly. Before we played the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, the Cowboys were like 3-8. And they picked the Cowboys to beat us, yo. The disrespect is real, but this is also why I said, hey, man, keep sleeping on us.
No, but we're like Pickle said, we're partially to blame for some of that shit.
But that's okay, but listen, there's two different ways to look at that, though. So, one, this is all bulletin board material. Exactly. If you're a player for the Panthers, and you're seeing everyone say, oh, we ain't shit. All All right, now I got something to prove. Now you have a fire lit under your ass to go out there and ball out this season for the Carolina Panthers.
I'm telling you right now,
Hold on,
DJ Johnson is going to be a
last
beast.
thing, when
Yeah.
it comes to the fans in the stadium, bro, sometimes like when you have a coach like Matt Rule and you're trying to send a signal to the ownership, sometimes that's what you got to do. Is you got to protest by not, spending money on the product that isn't worthy
Oh,
of
they were
the
doing that
fan
before
base.
Matt Rule, though.
Now you're right, Pickle. There is no damn excuse for Panther fans not to show up in abundance and rep their squad.
Right.
But that said, winning cures everything, and we're gonna have to win first and foremost before all that starts to come our way.
And one tiny little thing I want to say: the best thing I've heard in the last since I've been a Panther fan, since they started, the best thing I ever heard a Panther player say was Cam Newton. He got up there. The media was hyping at him because we were celebrating and taking photos, and taking photos before the game was over. And his response to me should echo every single Panther fans for our history. If you don't like it, do something about it.
Mhm.
Cam Newton said that if you don't like us celebrating, come stop us.
Yeah.
That should be an echo. And, I shout out to YB Jordan, and I posted it in the opinion chat. I agree. There was a point when I was given tickets, and I didn't go because I didn't want to waste my gas money driving 2 hours to see my team get their ass whipped. I'm right there with everybody else. And when I said earlier, I'm looking at my own self. I'm looking at my own self like everybody else. So,
Panther fans is on some bullshit.
Yep.
I've been saying that for years, though. Look, the only thing I'm gonna say is real quick is this.
Yep.
And I'm telling y'all, look, this is a real thing in life. It's not just the Panthers fan.
Right.
When a motherfucker tells you what you can't do,
oh, that's the motivation.
then that's where you're gonna find out in life who the dogs are. And I'm not saying you have to be a dog. Everybody ain't got that dog mentality. When somebody tells you what you can't do, competitive people rise to the occasion. And they're like, and they ain't got to say nothing back to you. They ain't going to say shit. Trust me. They ain't going to talk about it. They're just going to do it.
Right now, it seems like the competition and the energy is already up amongst the Carolina Panthers. I saw this. This was YGM and Chuba Hubbard.
Is that Frank standing there? I think that is, but I've seen these videos and it looks like him.
It is. It's Frank Wright standing here.
I mean, so hey, man, the competition's already going, man.
But
These dudes are
that's
pumped up.
YGM. He looks a lot more.
That's 84.
Physical.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's not Chuba.
Yeah, that's not Chuba. Chuba,
that's
too big to be Chuba.
I didn't say Chuba. I said that.
No, I did. They were
97.
correcting
Okay,
me.
97 is YGM.
Who's
Look how
84?
good he's moving.
Steven Sullivan.
Yeah,
Steven
It ain't no
Sullivan.
telling what people wearing. It ain't no telling what numbers people are wearing in practice, though, bro.
Hey man, let me welcome some people to the show. We got Michael Weston in the building. Michael, what's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Yo, I love the fact that nobody respects us right now because
I just said that.
I fucked with that so heavy.
I love it.
Because the amount of talent that we have introduced ourselves to this year compared to the last years when we didn't deserve respect except for somewhat last year. And the fact that I see a leap compared from last year where we ended to right now where we stand. Let them talk.
Yeah.
Payback is a motherfucker. Let them talk.
I'm right there with you, man.
And one thing fans can do on social media that has worked in the past, because if you've watched enough social media or radio, you can tell it irritates them when fans do this, is start calling these reporters out on social media for their negativity or their lies.
No need to do that, Pickle. No need to do that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because you know why? It makes the fan feel better.
But I just told you.
When I call them out.
Well,
when you're a dog, it don't matter. When you're a dog, it don't matter.
Listen, I mean, I kind of agree with both of you. Let me get some more people in here. Welcome to my guy Corey to the Friday Free for All. Corey, how you feeling, bro?
Man?
Feeling good, man.
What's up, Corey?
got off a couple hours ago. Been enjoying the holiday for a little bit, but thought I'd hop on and talk to my boys. For a little bit. What's up with you?
Appreciate you, man. And then,
hey man, anybody know you look like
Hey,
you know what I'm about to say, right? You know what I'm about to say.
And
I get
You look like what's Diana Ross's youngest son,
Evan Ross. I get Evan
Evan
Ross.
Ross.
I stay in Charlotte, so I get Steph Curry a little bit too, but that's just because I'm light skinned. But it's
No, but you look just like Evan Ross. Hey,
Yeah,
Google
man,
Evan
yeah,
Ross.
yeah,
That's it.
ATL,
then,
man. You see
yeah.
it?
And then,
Oh, that
hey,
was
let me,
Canton, ATL, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
hey, also let me welcome my man Wes Justin. Wes, what's up, dude?
What up? Oh shit.
What up, fellas? My bad.
You know damn well you did that on purpose. Too.
I swear to God, I didn't.
Is that Kid Rock?
No, you're good.
You guys
Yeah, it's Kid Rock, bro. We appreciate you.
Damn, he do look like Kid Rock.
Yeah, so hey, look, I'm gonna ask this question to Corey, Justin, and Michael, and I want to get their opinion because we hadn't talked to them yet about this. Frank Reich, Scott Fitterer, they're both saying Andy Dalton is going to be the day one starter for the Carolina Panthers. Do you believe this, or is it just like, are they just talking just to sound good, and they have every intention of starting Bryce as the day one starter for the Panthers?
That's a smoke screen, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. I'll go ahead and say it like this. It's much ado about nothing. If Bryce isn't the day one starter for the Panthers, I feel like we should be a little bit more concerned. But because honestly, like I said, it's coach talk. It's much ado about nothing. It's what you say when you have a veteran quarterback and a rookie quarterback. I honestly, if you talk to Bryce, I feel like Bryce would probably say the same thing. He's the kind of guy to know, like, you don't get anything in this league just handed to you. No matter what you do in college, no matter what you do coming out, number one pick, whatever, you got to earn it. So he's gonna come in training camp. He's gonna, be who he thought he is and play in the preseason and be the day one starter. That's how I feel it's gonna go.
All right, cool. I feel that, man. Let me go to Justin. Justin, how you feeling, dude?
I think it's a smoke screen, bro. I think they're just trying to hype it up. I feel like Bryce will be ready by week one. And he seems to be a really smart player, bro. He seems to like pick up on everything really quick. I feel like they're just saying that to hype shit up.
Yeah, I hear that. I mean, like I said, to me, the reason why you drafted Bryce number one, and the reason why you didn't care about him being 5'10", 190 something pounds, then it's because whatever. It's because you know that he's going to be ahead of the curve. Everyone's comparing him to Luke Kuechly, man. So like with his level of preparation and his understanding of defenses. So yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit disappointed if he doesn't start. Like I've been saying this recently, I believe it's fair to compare Bryce Young to other number one overall picks. I'm talking about Kyler Murray. I'm talking about Joe Burrow. I'm talking about Trevor Lawrence. Both of those dudes were day one, or all three of those dudes were day one starters. Even Cam Newton was a day one starter. So it's like when you're selected number one overall, there's this assumption that you're supposed to be the dude right off the bat. But I don't know, man. I want to take the coaches at face value, but I just don't feel like that's genuine. I feel like they intend to start Bryce, and I also like that they're going to make him earn it. Like that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make him go out there and be undeniable on the football.
They should.
And I do agree to that, because we know how if you remember way back for the last two past coaches we've had, some folks were given jobs that they shouldn't have been given to them, while others never had an opportunity to fight for a job. So, and to echo the great Steve Smith, everybody during every training camp should fight for their job.
And I don't think Wright is like lying. I don't think he's bullshitting us or doing anything. I think he does truly believe that, it's Bryce's job to win, but he has to go win it at the same time. Like I think he's just that kind of old school coach. I don't think he's lying or bullshitting or whatever. He's got to go out there and prove it, which he will, which I think the coaching staff fully believes he will, but he's just not going to do it just because we drafted him.
Let me tell you guys something though. If Bryce Young doesn't start day one, and this is something a lot of people aren't going to talk about, if Bryce Young doesn't start day one, and a lot of people may disagree with this, then that coaching staff, especially Reich and Fred, are going to feel like they fucked up by picking him.
Do y'all remember when Andy Dalton was going for Chicago and everybody was just for that whole half of that year, they were calling just
exactly.
It just doesn't really happen anymore.
Well, see,
go ahead, Pop. Hold on, Tom. Let Pop get off. Go ahead, Pop.
Oh no, that wasn't me. I was gonna cut in, but not then. Somebody else was talking. I've been.
My bad. Who was that? Who was that was speaking up?
Me.
That was
All right, Michael. Go ahead, Michael.
Yeah. See, what caught me off guard was what you wanted to do, and it's the perfect statement because you're sending a shot to your first round draft pick. Like, you know what we gave up for you? Like, we traded a lot. We sacrificed a lot to make
That's
sure
the point
you're
I'm saying.
So you got to take this job. We're not giving you shit. But
Right.
the problem is, at the media, it's a bad smoke screen because you're like, look what they gave up for that motherfucker.
Right.
He started day one. So
Well,
it's the truth.
Yeah.
I understand that.
And you putting pressure on Bryce Young to make them look good.
Let me tell you what I first thought, and I told Cody this when we started the show. Here's the way I see it. If they come out right and say, well, he's the guy we traded for, he's the guy we traded up for, he's our starter, period. And you've already anointed him the starter. And something happens and week one gets here and he's, for whatever reason, he's not ready. And you have to start Andy Dalton because he's the vet. Then you've already benched him before he got started.
Yeah.
Because you said he was already the starter. So in a lot of ways, anointing Andy Dalton the starter
is the better thing
right
to do.
before training camp is the correct move for everybody involved.
That's a good point because you're saving yourself. If Bryce Young, that's a great point, Pickle. Because then if Bryce comes in and exceeds your expectations, well, perfect. That's what you wanted him to do. Now he's undeniable. You have to play Bryce Young because he left no questions to be answered. Whereas if it's the other way around, you say, oh, Bryce is starting, and you feel like it's a little bit ahead of him, or that the speed of the NFL is just, is having some tough time acclimating to it. And then you go to Andy Dalton. Yeah, but then you have a story that's bigger than it needed to be. So,
but that's my question is the latter, though.
Better start day one.
But my question is the latter, though. Are they going to throw Bryce Young out there to make themselves look good? Because if he don't start, if he doesn't start, then it's going to look like they fucked up. Nobody would be saying anything if CJ Stroud started on day one.
I don't think that's
how much did we trade
you're incorrect.
For him?
I mean, in a lot of for other.
And you traded up for him, and he ain't going to start.
Exactly. For the head coach of the Colts, you could say that.
No, but did you hear what I just said, though?
Frank Wright has been down that road before.
So you know what?
All these coaches have been down that road before.
Frank Wright got something to prove, too. He just got fired. There's a lot of people that got shit to prove, bro.
But just because, I mean, that ain't going to make them look bad. That's just to say this is normal, the NFL.
Frank Reich is coming off a firing. He got something to prove too.
Wait, let me get some more people in. Go ahead, Kev.
I was saying Anthony Richardson is about to start. They just cut fucking Big Dick Knowles.
There's no way. Anthony Richardson is not starting week one.
He is.
I think they are. I think they really are.
It's not happening.
He will.
So you'd rather start Gardner Minshew over Anthony Richardson?
I mean, look. All I'm saying is Anthony Richardson, if he starts week one, people are going to call him a bust. He's not going to be ready. Not saying he can't get better, but if he starts week one, he's not.
But I don't care, though. He plays for the Colts.
Did y'all see this?
Gardner Minshew will start for the Colts.
Hey, hold on. Did y'all see this? This is Anthony Richardson. And I don't know where that ball was going, but people are roasting him for this.
Listen, him and Jonathan Taylor, all I could do is run a re-option.
I told y'all he was not accurate.
I said the same shit.
I called all kinds of shit when I did that play-by-play on him, And people,
That ball
and then when I
bounces off
said it,
somebody, y'all.
it don't matter if he have a powerful arm if he can't connect. That's the
It
same shit
doesn't
they said about
bounce off
Sam
somebody's
Darnold.
head.
Well, look, I'm trying to track the ball.
What
This
number
is
is
Watch
it?
Rich-
What,
the ball,
5?
y'all. Watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Look, this is the ball. It goes
That's
Right.
what I'm saying. Him and whoever
It
he's
goes-
throwing with, they ain't throwing to the same area at all.
There's
Yeah,
some
they're not-
hands
This
out.
is- this
There's
is
some
just
arms out
one-
right there.
This is just one play. And now that I'm looking at it, it looks like the ball did hit the hands because it went to this
It
dude.
did.
No. He's over.
No,
Hey guys,
Oh,
chill
it
out.
goes
Chill out.
down and then
Back up
back
me
up.
through that.
No,
He is
chill
going
out.
to start week
He's
1.
over.
I guarantee
It's
you.
somebody you can't see that he's throwing to. The dude is his arms is reaching in. Is just handing 17 the ball to throw it back to him.
Yeah,
no,
no,
he's the
no,
one
no,
that's
no,
catching the
you're
ball.
right.
Talk about
No,
in the
you're
middle
right. No.
of May.
Listen, no, if you watch the ball,
Yeah.
number 16 right here.
Yeah,
His ball goes up in the air, and
right.
then Richardson's ball goes to this dude right here with his arms out.
Right.
So
he
yeah,
pa-
this wasn't even that bad, man.
It
They
wasn't a
had
bad
tricked
throw.
my ass.
Man, they say anything to down this man.
This
When
is
he
just
get
what
ready to start
Discord
busting
sounds like in the
everybody's
middle of
ass,
May. We ain't
I
got.
ain't gonna
Hey,
say
look, this is
shit.
just what it sounds like in May when you talk football. We ain't got shit to talk about. We got to May.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're right. Like,
He put it right on his
That's
hands,
true.
man.
Yo, Cody, I'm telling
Man,
you right
let's
now,
go back to that Bryce Young subject.
DJ Johnson is going to be our best second tight end.
DJ Johnson.
He played tight end in college. Fuck it.
Yeah.
So
Who
it's
is
not
DJ
going to be a
who is DJ
defensive end. It's
Jobs?
No,
going to be a.
I think he's. I think I
No,
truly
Now
believe
y'all
DJ
reaching.
Johnson
But who is
is
DJ
going
Jobs?
to be.
That was a joke.
DJ Johnson is my breakout
Number
player.
3 pick.
He's
I'm
my
telling you, he's
breakout
going to start
player,
week
y'all.
1. He's going to be. He
No,
gonna be
no,
on that
he
No,
field.
he's not, man. Cut the
No,
shit.
no,
He's going to be
I
on that
gotta
field week
decide.
1. Yes, he is. He's
No,
going to be on
no,
that
Oh
field.
Shit,
yes,
I don't know. I
yes,
think
yes,
he might be
will.
out there.
He's gonna be
I
out
think he
there,
might be out there.
but he ain't
Shout
starting
out
tight
to
end.
Fitterer.
Fitterer
Scott
was already
Fitterer said he
saying
was.
that Fitterer said
He said he
they
was.
intend. But if I'm gonna be honest with you,
He's
it's
not
like,
playing tight end.
why is Fitterer saying that when the coaches are gonna be the ones to make that
Because
decision when
even
they're
they
on the
know.
football
They
field?
they even know why GM sucks.
Well, I think the coaches are feeding Federer what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
So
but
I don't-
also there's a difference between the types of competitions that Frank Reich wants and what Matt Rule wanted. I believe there will be legitimate competitions under Frank Reich and Ejiro Rivero. And I don't know why you wouldn't want to see DJ Johnson or Marquise Haynes or YGM compete for that spot on the other side of Brian Burns.
Because they're waiting
Cause
for
YGM is ass.
I
they're waiting for
know,
Clowney to
but
come
I mean,
in.
he's
You
still
can
on
you
that
can let
team.
you can let YGM you can let him compete, but look, from what we've seen so far,
He could hold the towels.
no other guys ain't got nothing to worry about.
Everybody needs a tackling dummy.
Yeah, so
So just
hey, sometimes you just gotta admit you fucked up with a pick. You fucked up with YGM.
Scott Fitterer telling everybody that he believes he's going to be out on the field, and that's what Fitterer said. He said, "I believe he'll be out on the field competing," and yeah, I'm sure Scott Fitterer believes that. That doesn't mean Scott Fitterer has. That don't mean that Scott Fitterer says it's going to happen.
Man, we got to stop reading into shit too much.
Hold on. I'll give y'all a clue, and y'all can do this on your own. But we did this on the Black Cat podcast. We went through and looked at the roster, right? Just about 90% of everybody that Matt Rule had in here is not a starter. All of them are third string. So that tells you right there. They are not convinced with the guys that Matt Rule and staff brought in here.
I think they're gonna slowly get rid of all of them, except a few.
Third string, bro.
You can look at all 90 guys on this roster. I like to go to our lads depth chart because I think it's it actually breaks things down. And one thing I like, it actually gives you the nickelbacks. Okay, the nickelbacks, and it breaks down into starters, and it's got the rookies on it and where they think. And if you look at that right now, some of it, and to do it just on your free time or whenever, look at it and dwindle it down to 53 players yourself. You do the cutting, dwindle down, and you gotta make a you know what I'm saying though? Make allowances for things you need to. And
Pickle, let me ask you a question, Pickle.
And
please let me get to this.
All right.
because I'm about to raise some shit. But see, the thing is, I told you I like holding people accountable, man.
All right.
That offensive line that we have right now,
right?
Who put that line together? Let's be honest.
Fitterer.
Fitterer.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong to say Scott Fitterer?
All right, but look,
I mean,
but
like,
Cody, you trying to be slick.
I would like to say, I would like to say James Campen. I would like to say James Campen.
No.
I understand where you're getting to.
Yeah, you know where I'm going. That's why I said. That's why I told people don't cut me off. You know where I'm going with this. The thing is,
Juan wants to say Matt Rule. Therefore, Matt Rule.
Yeah.
All the Matt Rules guys are going to be gone.
Because it's going to be on what head coaches on whose clock did that team come together. Yeah. You can't give Fritz the credit, even if he is responsible.
As who was the head coach? Listen. As much as I hear Matt Rule bullshit for that Brady Christensen,
I'm not even fucking done with my question.
Matt Rule guy. He's gonna be on his team for a good minute.
I'm not done with my question. Listen. So look, everybody's gonna answer different with that O-line, but you know what it is. You know, we're gonna say different, but you know what it is. All right, most of the great players that we have on defense, who drafted those guys?
Matt Rule.
They were first round picks, honestly.
But who drafted them?
Matt Rule.
I mean, are you just trying to get us to say Matt Rule though? Like Fitterer, like that was but there's an entire team of scouts.
You see how you guys are jumping to conclusions? I haven't even asked the question yet.
So the thing is, you just asked 2 questions.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all are so nervous.
All right. So what's the question?
So here we go. Maybe Matt Rule was a decent drafter, but he was a shitty coach. He didn't know what to do with it when he got it. But most of the guys on our team, and we bought the jerseys and shit, was on his clock. We just, because he's so terrible, we don't want to give him credit.
The thing about Matt Rule is,
but he did go get those guys, man.
He did. No, you're right. Matt Rule's biggest problem was he was way in over his head when it came to running the infrastructure of a football team. They gave this man,
and he went and got Campen too, didn't he? He got the coach.
He got Jeremy.
Wait, time out. Let Corey go. Go ahead, Corey.
No, I mean that's really all it was. Matt Rule, his biggest thing was they gave this man way too much power, and he was in over his head when it comes to really just running the infrastructure of the football team.
Correct.
When
absolutely.
Talking about, it's a head coach job to set the tone during practice, to set the team culture, all this different kind of stuff. But you could just look at, like, Matt Rule is an unserious individual, right? We be watching these practice clips and we're just like, what the fuck are they doing out here, man? So, like, when it comes to Matt Rule, he had his favorites, he had his guys, and he had way too much power under him. But to your point, bro, the draft picks under him, we can't really say too much. It's just the fact that a lot of times the people that he drafted, he didn't want to, like Terrace Marshall.
We can't.
Yeah.
Because really after the fourth round,
but hold on, this is gonna be on the team for a minute. This is the point.
After the fourth round, most of the people, what we did like was after the fourth round, he picked most of you guys that he.
But it doesn't matter.
Y'all missing my point.
No, but Twan, listen, it doesn't. Listen, Twan, what I'm saying, if you're Frank Reich and you're coming in here, you're not just going to outright cut the guys that were brought in by
Matt Rule. Be stupid to do that.
Right, because listen, you're going to have guys that are worthy of being on the team, that are talented enough to
Derek
do it.
Brown, Jeremy Shannon, Brady.
Brady Christensen. Like, there's a lot of people. Go ahead, Pop.
Look, y'all gonna keep talking about Matt Rule. I'm gonna start talking about Sam Darnold. I don't give a fuck.
No.
Sam
I'm just saying, listen.
The best quarterback ever left from the.
Hey, listen. I'll end it with this statement.
That trade shouldn't have been up to Matt Rule. He shouldn't have had the cachet to be able to trade multiple picks.
I'll end it with this statement. Maybe Matt Rule, and I don't even like saying his name. I can't stand him. Trust me, I really can't. But maybe that guy was better off being somebody's, not ours, but somebody's GM instead of a head coach.
That's nice. He'll have a GM job.
He can draft. He can draft players.
So
He can drive. He just can't coach.
And Matt Rule
Exactly.
can't do a damn
The Panthers never had a
thing.
problem with doing
Nah,
that.
Matt Rule can't do nothing. I'll hear nothing outside of it. He
Shit.
can't be a fucking GM. He can't be a
Some of the
fucking
best
coach.
players on our
Sam
team.
That
Darnold
man,
would start
yo,
going
that
to a
man,
barber
that man.
shop.
Very true.
I would not. I would. I would not.
A blind squirrel can catch a nut every
So
once in a
Sam-
I
while.
would
okay,
not
but see,
trust that
Sam
man.
but see,
Darnold
y'all
started
saying
going
that
to
shit. But who's on our
barber shop
team?
and sharing
Who's
that
on
beef.
our team from the Rivera era? Shaq Thompson.
Exactly.
And who
JJ
else?
Jansen. JJ Jansen.
Yeah, who's
Hey,
the better?
okay, get rid. Fuck that kicker shit.
Hey,
Who's
but
the
But
better
who's on our
quarterback?
team left from that
JJ
Rivera
Jansen.
era?
Come on now.
Dante Jackson.
Exactly.
Matt Rule.
So Sam
or
Darnold is
Bobby
now
Hurley as
sponsored
GM.
by Supercuts because
Oh,
And I
wait, wait,
never,
wait,
ever,
wait,
ever
wait,
thought I would be
wait
saying
a
some
minute.
shit that sound
Wait a
like I'm
minute.
defending Matt
How the
Rule.
hell, how the hell did you turn this entire conversation from talking about players to kiss Matt Rule ass to
I'm
a hate
not
Ron
never.
Rivera chat?
How many
How
times
the
do I
hell
gotta
did you
keep
do
telling you
that?
I hate
Yeah,
Matt
you
Rule?
did. You turned this entire. Let me tell
Sam
you,
Darnold's about to get
we
his first
fired
Super
Matt Rule.
Bowl
We
with the
fired Matt
49ers.
Rule
Oh,
less than a
shit.
year ago.
But
It
look,
is
the
I
point
just
is,
want to hear ball with the ball
simple
with a bang, the bang.
natural. It
Because
is
Bickle, you
simple
already heard
natural.
Cody and them earlier. You already heard
It is
Cody and them earlier. If
All right,
Sam
so
Darnold
look,
goes out to San Francisco and ball, they gonna say he got him too.
But
But
look, let me
look,
say
look,
this.
Derek
though.
Brown,
If he
Derek
does.
Brown was going to be a top 10 pick regardless. If we didn't pick J.C. Horn, Dallas was going to pick him. You feel me? Like
Obvious picks.
these, like Pick was said, man, a broken clock honestly is right twice a day. I'm kind of
Dallas would have picked
it
J.C.
don't take
Horn.
no Nostradamus to hit
I
on
mean,
Derek Brown and J.C.
let's-
Oh
Horn.
yeah,
let's be
Rivera
Yeah,
Rivera
that's
got
a good.
burned.
Yeah, that's a good.
Rivera
point.
got
I
burned.
didn't want to go down this way, but since Twan headed the boat that way, let's
Go
just
down
go
that
down
old
here.
town
I
road.
Okay?
didn't do that.
Yes,
People was discrediting
you
his
did.
drafting
Yes, you did.
ability.
Matt Rule was the dumbass who brought Sam Darnold here and told a franchise quarterback who's currently playing for the Bears, "Nah, brother, we got this guy
All
over here."
true. All true, Pickle.
He's the motherfucker that told
They-
Cam Newton, "You're too crippled, you're too old, and we don't like your fucking
All
hair.
true.
Go down the road."
On a one-year
Now,
deal.
Yeah.
now, for those mistakes right there, he gets no respect. I
But
don't
it don't
give
have
a
nothing to do
damn
with who he
if
brought
the
here.
guy sends $1 million
So-
to every son of a bitch in America. I will spend that $1
Hey,
million.
did I
Look, look, look,
preface my
everybody stop,
statements by
everybody
saying
stop
I hate
talking.
Matt Rule though?
Nah, everybody stop. Look, I'm gonna move the direction forward. I don't want to talk about Matt Rule no more. So we're
You
not
might
gonna
have to
do
give him his respect a little
No,
bit.
this is what I'm gonna
Slightly.
do.
Matt Rule ain't
No,
got
this is
respect.
what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna
Slightly.
do. I'm gonna ask
A little
y'all
bit.
this, right? I mean, this is okay. It's Panther related, not necessarily football related, but this is something that's been going around. I wanted to get everybody's opinion about Bank of America Stadium. Their naming rights to the stadium is going to be
Bojangles
up
Stadium.
after 2024. So this has caused a wave of people wondering who is going to be the next organization or whatever to buy the naming rights for the Carolina
Waffle House.
Panthers.
It probably
And I
should
want-
have something to do with Bojangles.
I wanted to get some of y'all's opinions, and I wanted to shout out my man on Twitter, CA and Dre, because he put together these right here, some mock-ups of some potential Panther Stadium sponsors. So we would have Duke Energy Stadium, and I kind of
Nah.
like that a little bit. That kind of rolls off the tongue.
Pass, because that's Duke is
Now,
associated
look,
with
I'm
Durham.
gonna be honest with you. I feel like
Oh.
Lowe's is the favorite to
Hey,
me.
can I use my Lowe's card there?
Pass.
And let me,
Can I
you
use
might,
my
you
Lowe's
might
card
not,
there?
maybe you
Damn,
might
can y'all
not.
let Cody get it off?
Y'all might not like the way that it sounds, but in Charlotte, the new Lowe's headquarters is now in Charlotte, and their big building is like a block away from the stadium. Like they're a big time player in Charlotte now.
Mhm.
That would be my odds-on favorite if I had
Crackle
to pick
Barrel
one.
Stadium.
We got Pepsi
That's a
Stadium,
down.
and then we got Cavs. We got Cavs' favorite, the
Oh,
Bojangles
shit.
Stadium.
Protect the bow.
I like the Bojangles, but
So
you know
what
what, Cody?
say y'all, man? Go ahead, man.
Cody, and one company they're forgetting about that's big in Charlotte is Atrium. You cannot forget
Yeah,
about
Atrium
Atrium.
Health Stadium.
Hey,
You
Cody,
talking about the insurance company?
Hey,
I
Cody,
mean,
you know
it's
what
a
company that
hospital.
really
They're,
needs
they're,
some
they're
another,
hospital. They're with hospital
A-
insurance.
Atrium is an insurance company first.
I
Can I say
understand that.
something?
I also
I-
what
I
you're
think-
saying. They
I
also deal with
think-
the hospitals as well.
I
Right.
think it would be better if it said C3 Stadium.
Yeah, boy,
That's
but who's
ass
gonna
kissing
pay?
right there.
But who's
That's
gonna
ass
pay for
kissing right
that?
there.
Yes, you're
Nah,
damn
it
right.
would be
That's
the
the one
best
that you
one.
get ass kissed
That's
too.
It
total
would be
ass
the best
kissing right
one.
there.
It would be
Yeah.
the best, but
Yeah,
we
Cody,
ain't got no money for that, bro.
let's be real. It's going to be
But
called Cracker Barrel Stadium.
I don't. I
Cracker Barrel
personally,
Stadium.
I think
Cracker
all
Barrel
these stadium names and sponsorship, I think it's all competition. I think it's all stupid, and I
Shit, call it shit Pickle Stadium
I
then.
think it's all stupid.
Hey, you
I
know,
mean,
Call it Mount Olive Pickle
I
Stadium.
think it ought to be called the Carolina Panthers Stadium, or maybe something cool like
Jungle.
the Den or something like that.
hey,
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what?
Bengals.
You know what
You know,
company is
something cool.
desperate for
Damn.
good?
Conseco two
publicity
times
right
said they
now?
almost killed him.
Go ahead,
You know
Kev.
what company is good for? He needs like a good sponsorship
Hell
right
yeah,
now.
Jordan, come down.
But
What?
like,
C3.
But like,
Bud-
yeah,
Bud Light.
Bud Light
Bud
Stadium. I
Light.
like that. Oh
They
no, we can't
suffering
do
right
Bud
now,
Light.
bro.
No, we can't do that.
We
That
can't
no,
do the Bud Light
that's a
Stadium.
negative publicity stunt right
I
there,
think
bro.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
the bigger issue
They need
is
it, bro.
they
Bud
just
Light's
draft
not made
pick
here
go
though.
with that.
Oh,
They
that's right.
just
It's not
draft
later.
pick weigh in on that.
It's got to be
So
something that's synonymous with North Carolina.
Hey, yo,
Waffle House.
my man Jordan's gonna front the first 25 milli to
Hey,
get
I'm in.
C3 Stadium, bro. I
I
appreciate you
want the
doing. I'll
C3
throw in.
Stadium. I'm right with you, Big Jordan. Let's
I'll
go
throw
on to
in,
that.
bro.
It's
Hey,
it's
bro,
it's
I got
C3
5
Stadium.
on it.
I got 5 on. Yeah, man. But I don't know. I mean, I want to go on record that if they do change the stadium, it's not necessarily the one I would pick. But
Hey,
I
Cody,
think
got one.
Lowe's, they're gonna shell out all the money.
Hey, Cody, I got a good one. Spotify Stadium, because David Tepper brought music back to Charlotte.
Oh, that's bars, bro.
They ought to call
Spotify
it.
Stadium.
They ought to call it. You know what? If I was David Tepper, I'd call it Tepper Stadium, just to be the big dick in the world. I just call it
Oh,
Tepper.
man, that'd be
I
corny
would.
as hell.
I'd say I'm sponsoring it. It's my
I just
building.
want to know
It's
what he
going to
did
have
with
my
the
name
Jerry
on
That's
it.
like,
Richardson
so we're
statues.
gonna call the stadium Tepper World like Jerry.
They probably
There
had
you
them
go.
melted
That's
down.
even better, dude. I like that Tepper
We're
Tepper
World.
gonna
ain't
we
won
call it
shit yet. That he's naming shit after himself.
we're
I
gonna
just
call
want to
it
know what
It
those
don't
Jerry
we call
matter.
it
Richardson
Church's
statues are.
He owns
Church's
it. He
Chicken
calls it whatever the
Yeah.
hell he
Stadium.
wants.
Tell Tepper to get a
Those,
couple of rings before he names shit after himself.
Church. So I heard Church's Chicken Stadium. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Man,
Church's
Bojangles
Chicken.
might be the thing that's most
The chicken.
synonymous
Man,
with the
you already
Panthers.
have the. There's already
If
the.
we name it, Bojangles, you
I'm
damn
saying
well
Waffle
know
House.
that I know that the
Shit.
chicken needs to replace Sir Purr as the team mascot.
Hell
No,
no.
man.
Yeah,
Dude,
so you don't call it the chicken
No.
coop now.
I've been down
You
with
know,
Sir
I
Purr
don't
for
even
like
listen.
20 some
change it
years.
from the
I'll take
Panthers to the
I'll take
chicken.
chicken
I don't
coop.
even. No,
I'll
listen.
take
I don't
chicken
even
coop.
think. Does Bojangles even have enough money to be able to name the stadium?
They
Like,
can't even afford to keep no restaurants
that?
open.
I don't
Are
Oh,
think
they
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 got
that
money, bro.
big,
they're
man?
not
Like I
that
don't
big
even.
though. Not like
Yeah, they're
Lowe's.
not that big, bro.
Man,
Like that's.
Bojangles is up and down the East Coast.
Yeah, but they're not
They're
that
not
big.
touching the
Well,
West
though,
Coast.
man.
They're not
That's
touching
a
the
fact.
Midwest. I drive trucks, bro.
Yeah.
I see
We're
you
probably
I
going
don't
in
to
the
know.
streets.
I don't know if
honestly.
they
Ain't no
got liquor
Bojangles when
cash
you
Yo,
like that.
honestly, we're probably
Midwest.
going to get some Steelers lame shit. What was the Steelers'
Shit.
new stadium
Heinz
called?
Call it the
Field.
call it the
No,
house that
I
Cam
know.
built.
it's called something else.
The
Hey,
house that
hey,
Cam built.
Yeah,
And
they
Newton ought to sponsor it.
The cookout.
It's like a
Pittsburgh
crypto
does
thing.
have
They
a
should call it the Tobacco Stadium.
Oh.
woo, the
That
tobacco.
don't sound bad. I mean, North Carolina is associated with
How
tobacco.
much? How
To
much?
me,
How
I
much
think
are
it's
the
Waffle House.
How much are the taxpayers of North Carolina going to
Ain't
pay
why they
to build
calling
that
no
new
fucking
stadium?
stadium no Waffle House Stadium.
Oh, we're
Waffle
about
House
to talk about
Stadium.
that.
Home
hey,
of the 5-star
We're about to
breakfast.
talk about that. Let me
I
let me.
I
So,
got
hey,
a
what's the
pretty good
speedway?
nickname
What's the
for
speedway
it.
name there in Charlotte? What's that speedway
Wait,
name
hold on,
there?
time out, Tuan.
All right,
Go ahead,
hang on.
Evan. Hold on,
Well, yeah,
go ahead, Evan.
I just thought of a pretty good nickname for it. The jungle's already taken by the Bengals, sadly. That would be a pretty good one, but Death Valley for the
Nah,
NFL.
hell no.
Death
Like
Valley
our
for the
Tigers,
NFL.
baby.
They don't draft Clemson players, so they don't even
Yeah.
Well, no. It's just. I mean,
You know what?
we
You know
don't
what?
draft
The
LSU
Panthers
players
have
much
probably
either, but
the Panthers have probably won more than the Clemson
Are we the
has.
Panthers
So
den or some shit?
They can
Yeah.
just remove that entirely.
The Panthers, Dan. I mean, listen, but with
Actually,
all
Are we
the
unofficial
with all of the
Panthers?
mo- listen, with all
Yeah.
of the money that goes around, it's
Yeah.
not gonna be like a named stadium like Panthers Panthers Stadium or Panthers Den or whatever.
No.
It's gonna be It's gonna be some big time corporation.
My cousin said, "Call us the litter
That's gonna
box."
throw a bunch of money at the stadium to name it their thing.
My cousin said, "Nate, call us the litter box."
Jay cousin to shut the hell up.
Until we start winning, call it the litter box.
Take a shake stadium.
Everybody keep dropping this shit off in our stadium.
Hey, Cody, Cody,
Yeah,
you know
go
what I
ahead,
am
Pop.
surprised? I'm
What's
surprised. I'm surprised Amazon ain't got nothing to do with this.
Well, they try to
'Cause
buy
Amazon is everywhere in North Carolina, bro. It's everywhere else too.
But you're gonna have to deal with them two billionaires swinging dicks between Bezos and Chuck.
They were trying to bring the new warehouse. But they were
Warehouse here,
trying
yeah.
to bring the new Amazon warehouse to Charlotte.
Yeah, I know.
It ended up going to New York, but
Guys, what is North Carolina associated with? The biggest thing that North Carolina is associated with.
Let's get some Ciroc. Diddy.
It's either tobacco or
Waffle House.
You
But
can't
you
call
gotta
it
have
Tar
a-
Heel
you
Stadium.
can't necessarily go strictly with North Carolina, because if you do, you're disrespecting South Carolina.
Well, then that's Waffle House again.
Well, then South Carolina. I mean, both of them. What are they both synonymous with?
hey, let me ask you this: the Charlotte City Council, they're discussing a $1.2 billion framework for renovation on Bank of America Stadium and a new practice facility.
Yeah, we don't trust any construction until after what just happened.
It's rumored that it'll be around $600
Yeah.
of
Hey, Cody,
public
actually-
bonds and money.
We don't trust shit about construction.
I support that. You know
Cody.
why? Because I don't live in Charlotte, and I don't live in North Carolina. I don't live in South Carolina, and it ain't coming out of my damn paycheck.
Yo, Cody.
Go ahead.
But I am paying for the Titans. So
Atlanta's stadium is called Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Apparently, Mercedes-Benz arch rival is BMW. So I think we should go with BMW Stadium.
Oh, and you know they do have a bunch of BMW dealerships here in Charlotte, bro.
Yeah, it's the arch rival of
Dude,
Mercedes-Benz for Atlanta.
That'd be a fancy ass stadium too. That'd be dope.
I mean, if they're gonna
But,
put
hey, look,
$600 million
in the
in
stadium or something, you got to
renovations,
play like that.
it better be fancy.
Yeah.
Hey, look, if they want to get that money, all they got to do is legalize marijuana in North Carolina. And
And we're, hey, yeah, bro.
That for years, bro.
That would be
Say that,
ballsy to
bro.
call that shit weed
Say
stadium.
that.
hey, shout out to Sean Butler
Talking
in the
about going
chat,
green.
who says BMW is building a new factory in North Carolina after all.
They're building something
Hey,
in
I'm
South
not mad
Carolina,
at it,
too.
Kev. I'm not mad at it.
Hey guys,
I'm
I
not
live.
mad at it.
I'm in Raleigh near Research Triangle Park, where all major operations that go on in North Carolina. It's a whole campus. That whole, if you know anything about art, it's like a fucking city to itself. It's all major places. I mean, even Ericsson Stadium came out of that shit when we had Ericsson Stadium.
Yeah.
The home base for Ericsson is here at RTP, or when it was a company. So
Yeah.
it's great, man. I mean,
Hey,
shit. Right.
Michael Rimmer said First in Flight, maybe an airline company.
Boeing? Boeing?
Dude,
It's in South
Boeing,
Carolina. It's in Charleston.
Oh yeah,
Boeing
maybe
sound. Yeah.
Boeing Stadium. I don't know. I mean, you could do worse.
Well,
But,
who was Douglas Airport named after?
But my question is, if they build a training facility here in Charlotte, where are they going to put that thing?
Rock Hill.
I
You
mean,
must
not
not.
now.
You must not know the word gentrification. Then
Dude, they're talking about Charlotte.
Cities
They
I
that
don't know.
easily.
they can build it at the old Hornet Stadium where that was at if they wanted to. There's plenty of land out there. It's big enough to host whatever you want. And it's not too far from South Carolina or North Carolina. I mean, it's right
It's not
there.
going to be anywhere near South
The
Carolina. I'll tell you
roadway's
that much.
already there too, ain't it, Mike?
Wait,
The
who?
roadway's already there too. So you know what
That
I'm
was
trying to
was
say.
popping that said that, but yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah,
there's-
yeah.
They
Yeah,
should
the
probably
roadway's
build
already
this shit in
there.
Concord, man. Don't Concord got a lot of open land?
I mean, Riley?
nobody's going to Raleigh. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
nobody.
I'm talking
Nah,
about
that's
like
too long of a
practice
trip.
facility.
I mean,
I'm talking
as
about
far
like
as
a
practice
practice
facility,
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
practice
Put it
they
on the
could,
lake.
they,
Put it right there on the lake. That'd be
honestly, I would
cool.
want,
I'll tell
I
you
would want
this
this
though.
practice facility to be in South Carolina. To be honest
I
with
tell
you.
you this though. Y'all can argue me with all you want. They should move the
We
fucking team
will.
to Raleigh though, while you bullshit.
Nah.
Fuck Raleigh.
Miss me with that, bro.
Shit, whatever.
Hey, no. I don't care
Whatever.
what. I don't care what y'all say. That Charlotte skyline, right behind the Panthers.
Fuck all that,
every
man.
single
That Raleigh
Sunday.
skyline.
It's beautiful,
Nah,
bro.
But
Cody,
how
you
you
just
run?
live by
Yo,
the stadium.
yeah,
Fuck all that.
Yeah, and it's fucking awesome.
I know Raleigh is it, bro.
Yo, Twan, and I just muted you, bro. You run a show called the 704 Charlotte Bound Podcast, bro. Put some respect on
Respect on your-
Charlotte, dog.
Put respect
Come
on your
on, man.
podcast.
Nah, that was a
Come
low
on,
blow,
man.
man. That was a low blow.
Hey,
You know why? You
come
know
on,
why I
man.
named it that? That's some bullshit.
Come on, man.
Nah, you could have just named it
Come on,
704.
man.
You
Nah,
said Charlotte
y'all know why I
Bound.
named it that. Y'all know why I named it that. Cut that bullshit out.
Hey,
Bro.
Twan, it may be bullshit, but it's
That was a low ass blow,
Hey,
though.
man. Come on, bro. Hey, 704.
Hey, Cody got
dog.
me, man. That was low.
Put some respect on the 704.
You know Cody goes low.
Bro, I'm not disrespecting Charlotte. I just got more love for Raleigh, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
look,
saying-
man, I live
They're
in-
both great
I
cities.
live in Charlotte, so I'm biased.
Yeah.
I'm biased for the
You're-
city.
you live
of
right
Charlotte.
next to the stadium,
Would you
Cody.
stop being a
Yeah.
Panthers fan if they moved here? Hell no.
Cody
I mean,
lives
no,
right
but-
next to the stadium, so that's,
Yeah,
he's
he knows.
very
Panthers are so associated with the Carolina Hurricanes that's winning right now. Shout out to the Canes.
Yes, they
You know what
are.
I'm saying?
When you
Well,
think
shout
about
out to
stadiums,
the
Charlotte,
Canes.
when you think about
Charlotte,
stadiums, you
Right.
think about
They all
Charlotte
come here.
Hornets, Panther
Right.
Stadium. You don't think of Raleigh and Charlotte
No,
Hornets. You
you
don't think
don't.
of Raleigh and Panthers. It just doesn't
Man,
mix.
whatever, bro.
All the
Y'all doing that shit is because the team was built there.
Listen,
Panthers is
all the
synonymous.
money, all the big money comes here.
They-
All the big banking
Yeah,
comes to
they-
Charlotte.
See,
Not
there you go.
Raleigh.
And see, he don't know what he's
Raleigh
fucking talking
doesn't have
about.
enough money. Raleigh doesn't have enough money to
To
support
support
the
it.
stadium.
Yeah.
Bro,
They
I
just
just
don't.
told y'all don't know what y'all talking about. You better
Well,
look up
Which one-
RTP.
which
Yo,
one
You better
was
look up
it?
Research Triangle
Yo,
Park
Twan,
and find out
Twan,
where the
Twan.
money is.
If you want
Well,
something, you're
where
gonna
they
have a
spending the
baseball
money at?
team. Bro.
Raleigh does not have more money than Raleigh Durham. I mean, Charlotte does not have more money than Raleigh Durham, bro. They
Charlotte
don't.
is a banking city, dude.
Well,
You're
I mean,
right.
they're only.
Y'all better get out your house and travel.
So hold on,
Well,
hold
they're
on.
not
So
gonna.
when they go,
They're
when
not gonna
people
build a new
fly,
stadium. They're not gonna build a new stadium.
Yeah.
You better get out your house and travel. It ain't just
Hey,
about
Nobody-
Charlotte.
nobody's
Twan,
flying to Raleigh. They're flying to Charlotte International.
Yeah,
Twan.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Twan,
We got one of the biggest airports on the East Coast. It's bigger than Douglas. RDU, bro. What are you talking about?
Hey, Twan.
Yeah.
C. Diddy wants to know, do you live in Raleigh? And AJ
Yes.
Brooks asked, have you been to Raleigh?
I've lived in Durham after college for about 14 years. I've been living in Raleigh almost 14 years. And I mean, everybody knows this area is like Dallas Fort Worth. It's Raleigh Durham, you know? And so I love it here, bro. I mean, this is where I chose to live. I could have went back home to New York and a lot of other places. I could have chose Charlotte, but Raleigh Durham got it all.
Listen, man. So, like Kevin said, I am
Y'all still
in
behind.
Charlotte. I am
Cody's from
in- I
Charlote.
am
What you
in
think he
the
gonna
city.
say?
Hold
lives
up,
right
man.
by the
I am-
stadium.
Listen,
Twan.
Charlotte. I want.
Popping bullets from Charlotte. What you think?
I've been living here almost 10 years now, bro.
He's like 5 minutes away.
10 years.
So you ain't been to Raleigh Durham. You can't talk that shit until you come here.
I've been to, dude. The Panthers are synonymous with Charlotte. Whenever you
Yeah,
see
because it
Panthers
started
playing at home,
there.
yeah, and it doesn't need to be anywhere else, man. All the people
Yeah.
visit Charlotte as
Blah,
the
blah, blah.
Passover city, man.
They're just
It's
gonna
like
get a
the midway
retractable roof.
point
That's all they
between
gonna
between here and the
Look,
South.
man.
And dude, like look right now, Charlotte is the fastest growing city in the Southeast, like of all the Southeast. So yeah,
Better
I'm
recheck your
happy that is here. And I'm
Better
gonna be real,
recheck your
I
stats.
like the fact that the training facility is here. Now
Yeah.
in the next few years,
Yo.
I'm not gonna have to go, all the way down to Rock Hill every time I want to go in
Hey,
and take
Cody.
the Panthers training camp.
Can we talk about something real? Like they're talking. In reality, they're probably just going to
The
get.
shout out to
retractable
Statesville.
roof. They're probably trying to get a retractable roof, like
Man, we in the fucking
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
look,
what
we
I
in the
want.
South.
Yeah.
And,
We in the
and
South.
actually, we might just
Yeah.
get back our real grass because of that. Instead of
I would
the
like to
turf.
get back to real
Love
I
that.
understand though where he wants to do concerts and other things, and a
And
turf.
Super Bowl. We can get a Super Bowl down here.
turf-
because of
Hey,
that.
shout out to
turf-
AJ
turf
Brooks. He
would-
said
would
not to
fit that
mention
kind of thing better.
Tech.
I really think it'd be wise to look into one of them sliding fields like some stadiums do.
He can get a
Oh,
Super Bowl. That's what he
like
wants.
the Cardinals do.
He
I'm
wants a
gonna say
Super
this.
Bowl
I'm gonna say this, and I'm done. Listen, with
Man, no, you're
all the
not.
with all the fucking colleges here at Raleigh Durham, man, it's about 18, 20 of these motherfuckers.
Yep.
With all the colleges here, with RTP here, with all the almost 90% of healthcare jobs is here. Bro, I'm telling you, Carolina, the Panthers would fit right in here, bro. It's so much going on.
No, because that's what.
Going to no damn Raleigh, bro.
No, because y'all with all y'all have, that's enough for just y'all to support.
Don't say
those
all we
teams.
have. Don't say
I said
that
with
shit.
all you have. I said
Yeah.
with all. I didn't say what you don't have.
Raleigh got the
With all-
49ers, the
Come on,
fucking
if
the
y'all
Charlotte
want- if y'all
49ers.
want-
with all you
Come on, if
have.
y'all want more sports, you're gonna have a baseball team, and you're gonna like it.
You got a Major League Baseball team. I believe Raleigh would be.
Hey, shout out to my man
That'd be
AJ
perfect.
Brooks.
That'd
Shout
be
out to
perfect.
AJ Brooks. He know.
But ain't nobody trying to get shut up in no state fair. But anyway, at the
Yeah.
end of the day,
Why is
at
the
end of the
state
day-
fair in Raleigh and not Charlotte?
At the end of the day,
Right.
Raleigh is growing,
Right.
but it's not on the pace of Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm
Man,
sorry.
that's
just the-
bullshit. And I know that's popping talking.
It really isn't.
I know that's popping talking because he's from Charlotte.
I'm about to scream. How far is Raleigh from Charlotte?
3 hours.
About 2 hours. About two 2:15.
Twan, Monday morning.
It's not
It takes
3
me
hours.
Twan, why Monday morning? Why don't you get in your car, your vehicle, and ride your ass down there and convince David Tepper to move to Raleigh? Because that's the only.
If I had that kind of power, I would. If I had that kind of power, I would.
I mean, that's not. Y'all, this
It takes me 4 hours from.
Yeah, if you
Charleston
listen,
to get
if
there.
you have love for Raleigh, that's fine. But Charlotte is going to be where it is, and the reason
That's
why we're even,
bullshit.
the reason why we're even talking
They're not going to
about
move
it
it,
is
Twan.
because
They're not gonna move it.
$1.2 billion, the city of Charlotte is already
That's-
talking about.
It's
Chump
also
change for
cheaper-
Raleigh Durham, bro.
putting,
It's also
Chump change.
cheaper just to put a roof on there. You know,
and that's another thing.
Your
Do y'all-
state
do y'all
already, your
think-
state already pays for all your medical stuff and your this, that, and other. You want to come out with that too? Come on, man.
it's
Come on,
Do
with
y'all
what?
think?
cheaper
Do y'all think
to renovate.
that $600 million is going to go towards a retractable roof? Because let me tell you, man, that seems a lot easier said than done to me.
We in the South.
Building a big ass electric retractable roof.
Ain't nothing.
How long would that even take
I ain't
to
worried about
build?
Ain't
5
worried
I'm
years.
gonna do that.
I
I
have
ain't worried
read.
about nothing.
It ain't no
remember David
retractable
Tepper.
roofs in the
I
South.
remember David Tepper stating after the COVID situation, he stated that he used to like the thought of a dome roof, but now he doesn't think it's a good idea. I don't
He
think
wants
you're
a
ever
Super
going to get a
Bowl.
retractable.
Come to Charlotte.
I don't think you're going to get a retractable roof. I think that they're going to spend a lot of that money on the
Shout out to
stadium
Greatness Johnson.
and
919,
as far as
motherfucker.
bleachers and more rooms for the rich folk. They really give a rat's ass to poor folks except or not.
Hey, the reason why I'm laughing is because Cody still got me. I can't say, I can't say nothing dirty about the 704 because it's in my name.
Yeah, I mean, bro, straight up, you already did, bro. You was already crazy about Charlotte.
No, I said Charlotte.
Underground West says South Carolina fans would rather travel to Charlotte than all the way to Raleigh.
I'm sure I don't give a fuck about their gas money.
Yo, it takes 4 hours to get to Charlotte from Charleston.
Shit, I got to drive all the way to Charlotte. So it's only 2 hours and 15 minutes. Anybody saying 3 and 4 hours, then that means y'all like traveling anyway.
Do it again, Twan. They ain't going to Raleigh, bro. Ain't no way in hell.
Y'all just don't want them to.
Yeah,
Why
nobody
don't
wants to do it. You're the
they
only
move
one.
to South Carolina?
They tried pickle that.
That's a
didn't go
puny
through.
ass budget compared to what Raleigh can do for them here, bro.
Man, all they gotta do
Nothing.
is go over to the old Charlotte Hornets Stadium and build that shit there.
What Charlotte got? What Charlotte got besides the Speedway and Charlotte
listen,
Hornets?
no, listen. After that debacle in South Carolina and Rock Hill, dude.
Oh, yeah, fuck that.
David Tepper is never.
He never going back to South Carolina.
South Carolina, man. Like
Well,
not.
he
not
gonna-
anymore.
You're gonna have to knock down major buildings trying to build that stadium there. They're gonna
First of all,
they're gonna have to
when
move
I
some
heard
lot of
Rock-
shit.
But who would work for him?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kev.
First of all, when I heard that Rock Hill was getting that thing, I was like, where the fuck did Rock Hill get that money from?
Yeah, right.
Like, what the fuck? How did he get all that money to do that shit?
And
Yeah,
then we
that was-
found out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then all the fucking all the rules and all the foul play came out.
Yeah, man.
South
that's what I'm
Carolina
saying.
suing
David
Tepper.
David
I
Tepper
knew
doesn't
that
want
shit was
nothing to do with South Carolina no more.
I knew that shit. I was like,
It
Rock
wasn't
Hill?
South Carolina's fault. Shout out to South Carolina. It was Tepper's fault.
No, they didn't come over there end of the money.
Bullshit. It was
Yeah.
it was Rock Hill's fault.
They didn't
No.
come with their
When
money.
you
Put it
make
on
a
Tepper.
promise, when you make a promise and you don't deliver, that's up to your fault. That
I'm
ain't
putting it
somebody
on-
else's fault.
I still
Yeah,
want to
they-
put it on Tepper. Sorry.
That's a cop out. That's Twan's cop out right there.
At this point in
It's
time, I
always
don't want to
everybody
put
else's
nothing
fault.
on David Tepper. David Tepper.
Hey, read
ain't
what
doing
Lloyd
nothing.
said. Read what Lloyd Rayner said. Charlotte is over fucking rated. Raleigh
That's
Durham is
one
where it's
person.
at.
Nah, y'all,
Where's
one
the
person.
I didn't even know I had that shit up there, man. Thank you
where
for
is
having
the
me
current
change it.
stadium at? Where's the current stadium currently at? In
Charlotte,
what
North
city is it
Carolina.
currently? Exactly. Where is it going to be in the next 20 years?
Charlotte, North
We don't know
Carolina.
that.
North Carolina.
Shit, it could be in Germany for all we know.
The only person on God's earth who's screaming for it to go is, well, no offense, AJ Brooks, is Twan. And
Yeah.
let's be real, ain't
That's
nobody
not a
pay
lot.
attention to
You ain't
Twan.
even reading the comments then, buddy.
Hey, look at my
And look-
man.
and look-
Look at my man, Michael Rimmer.
It don't matter.
Look at my
Ain't
man,
no-
Michael Rimmer. Charlotte better than Raleigh. Twan, if you want some more
Yeah.
sports in Raleigh, you better start campaigning for a
No,
We'll
I
have
think
to
I
do
mean-
another show for this.
Honestly, I
We'll
think
have to do another show for this, Cody.
baseball team, brother.
Yeah,
Honestly, I
y'all
think a
don't
baseball
even
team
want to
would go-
compare. Y'all don't want to go down the list. Y'all don't want to do that.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's like saying that I think the world. To me, man, it's a stupid conversation.
nonsensical. It's
Ain't nobody
nonsensical.
give a damn where you want to Charlotte. The
And look,
Panthers to
this
be.
right here,
Honestly-
this right here.
Hey,
Charlotte-
hey, white chocolate espresso. Can I
Yeah,
get
hold on,
Cody?
hold on.
Can I get his
Charlotte
ass?
Charlotte
him.
has 885,663 people. Raleigh has 472,540.
I
Now, we're-
said Raleigh Durham.
Yo,
You can't-
Who's more loyal, who's
Are we
more loyal
doing
to North
Are we
Carolina,
doing
though,
Charlotte
Cody?
Gastonia?
Yeah, right. We're
Nah.
doing everybody.
That's that shit,
But
man.
everybody knows
Yeah,
that
but
Raleigh Durham is
Nah,
connected.
nah, this ain't the
It's
DMV.
Raleigh Durham, Chapel Hill, and
It's not
Cary.
the-
We
This
might
ain't
as
the
well be
DMV.
talking about
Cody.
We ain't doing Gastonia, Shelby.
which
It's all
line
one
moves.
thing, bro.
Wait,
Charlotte.
let Kev jump. Go ahead, Kev.
I was gonna say, how many of those people are loyal to
You
Charlotte? and
can't
North
put no
Carolina?
punk ass Gastonian on the list.
Yeah, shut up, Tony. Go ahead, Kev.
I was gonna say, how many of those people are loyal to Charlotte and North Carolina? A lot of those people are transplants.
Yeah, but that's kind of the point, though. Like, there's so many people from somewhere else here in Charlotte that if you win over those people and convert them into Panthers fans,
That's
you
not
have
gonna
a
happen.
badass built-in fan base here in Charlotte. Dude, if the Panthers start winning football games, I promise you, everyone is jumping on the band.
They gotta
Raleigh
win.
Durham.
Everyone's gonna be
Hey,
jumping
hey,
on
check
the
this out.
Panthers
Hey, don't do that shit
If
again, Cody.
my aunt had
Raleigh
nuts,
Durham RTP, and go look it up, is the Silicon fucking Valley of the East.
Okay, we
And
ain't
then
playing silicone, bro. We playing football.
Yeah, and then the day Conseco 2 times killed it. Did Raleigh ever host an NBA All-Star weekend?
It ain't no damn NBA team here.
And there's a reason
Well,
for
you was a
that.
fucking liar, bro.
There's a reason for that. But
Man,
hey,
y'all
look,
about to make me shit all over them corny ass
look,
fucking Hornets.
look.
If
This
they
is
so
what-
did,
this
why
is-
ain't host?
This is what
All-Star?
I'm wondering, though.
you know, Raleigh
because-
might get a baseball team.
Look,
The
Kevin
Hornets is
mentioned
in
bringing-
shambles, man.
Kevin mentioned bringing the Super Bowl to Charlotte.
They want
Now,
that. That's what
yeah, all
Denver
right.
wants.
So, is the only way for that to happen is for Bank of America Stadium to have a roof?
That's
Mhm.
what the NFL wants. They want domes. for
Yeah, but
Super-
remember a few years ago, it was in MetLife Stadium up in New York.
Yeah,
Shout
they
out,
had-
shout out to
Cody.
Charlotte though.
Yeah, Cody, that's New York though.
Yeah, but it was still an
Some-
open air
some of
stadium,
you
though.
guys,
That's
some of
like
you
the
guys,
capital,
some-
you know.
some of you
the
folks
capital
ain't
hill.
old enough. Some of you folks ain't old enough to have this conversation. Let me tell you why I say that. Okay, when the Panthers were created,
Don't
and
disrespect me,
the
Pickle.
national media, they said, "Where's Charlotte at?" People didn't even know where the fuck Charlotte was. Do
That's
you
right.
really think they
They
know where
didn't.
Charlotte? Do you
Yeah.
really think they know where Raleigh's at?
Michael,
That's
remember
what-
Absolutely, it's the fucking state
He said-
capital.
He said most
It
folks
doesn't matter.
outside
They
of the
still don't know where it's
Carolinas,
at.
most folks outside of the Carolinas have never heard of Raleigh before.
Everybody, that's some bull. Hey, I'm not arguing with y'all, man. That's some bullshit, and y'all know it. Raleigh Durham is more known than fucking Charlotte, bro.
I
Go
tell you
ahead.
what
Hey,
some bullshit
we
is,
ought to
Quan.
put it in the
Raleigh
chat.
is a tourist town.
I tell you what some
We go there
bullshit
to
is,
go
Quan.
look at
This
museums.
entire fucking conversation is bullshit. Because nobody on God's earth gives a damn where the Panthers are moving to Raleigh
They're
except
not
you.
moving anyway.
Pickle, why you
And
yelling?
Yeah,
my
nobody's
friend
Well,
David
Pickle.
Tepper doesn't watch C3, and
Pickle, they
damn
might
sure-
wind up. They might wind up in
Why
Germany.
are you yelling?
Hey,
I-
Twan, there's a
I
better
seriously
chance.
doubt that.
Twan,
Because
there's a better.
David Tepper don't want to
You
move his
cannot sleep
billions
on where
to Germany.
Tepper would move this team, bro. He already it feel look like he looking for reasons to move it.
Hey,
That's
I
Twan,
tell you
there's
what,
a.
if the Carolina Panthers move to Raleigh,
You just go get your ass in the car and come the fuck up here.
no,
That's all you gonna do.
I damn sure ain't going to Raleigh. I
Yeah,
will
right.
change my name
See, that's some silly
on
shit.
social media to a jackass.
No,
I don't care what the team get moved. I'm going to the game.
I'm done talking about the Raleigh shit. I'm muting everybody.
I'm
Yeah, I'm done talking about the Charlotte shit.
No, we're moving on. We're moving on.
Hey,
We're
no,
moving on.
Cody,
we're
Cody,
moving
Cody, Cody.
We might as
no,
I
well
want to
talk,
say one thing.
talk what
Said don't
college
nobody
you're
know where the
anywhere.
state capital
All right,
is.
go ahead, Kev.
There's a better chance that the Carolina Panthers would draft a Clemson player
Son of a
than them
bitch.
move to
Why did I
Raleigh.
come to this goddamn, man? I knew this shit was a bad move.
Hey,
bro.
Pickle's so old. He got a stuffed dinosaur over there.
Wait,
Hey,
what?
I
That's
stuffed
good.
it myself, man. I stuffed it myself.
Hey, Cody, man.
I killed
Hey,
him
I had
once.
fun with y'all tonight, bro. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
man.
This shit is funny to me, bro. I love it.
Hey, that's what we do, man. We have fun.
I
on
had
the
fun with
phone.
this, bro.
Yeah, where
Hey,
can
look,
Ron go?
man. It's Raleigh Durham all day. That's like a game.
Where can
Bro,
Ron go?
you better change the name of your podcast, bro,
RDU. I can't do that, man. I promise it's family.
to the Raleigh Durham Panther Podcast.
Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that.
Hey, man.
But shout out, in all seriousness, shout out to Charlotte. I love the city of Charlotte.
Shout out to all 704 folks if you listening to one backstabbing your ass right here on
I'm not.
919-980-704.
Hey, put them
Solid
704s up.
Nah, bro, listen, for real, listen. I don't have to diss Charlotte to big up RDU. I love Charlotte.
Yo,
I
Twan,
love
let me
it.
ask
I
you a
love
question.
Charlotte.
Twan, have you how many times you been to Charlotte?
Over 30 times, bro.
Over 30 times you've been. When's the
Mhm.
last time you were in Charlotte?
Celebrate 704's birthday, his late birthday.
All right.
Not
man,
well.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, just last year.
I've been living in the city since what, damn near 2004, man. I've been here a long time, bro. So it's like, I love this city now. I feel like
I'm just saying. Listen, all I'm saying is
am
this:
from Charlotte. So
if you ain't been, if people haven't been to
put
Raleigh
on
Durham
for my
like that,
city, Twan.
give us a visit. All I'm saying is give us a visit. Y'all are gonna love it. You're
Yeah, I've
gonna
been
love
there
it.
for a concert.
Raleigh-
Hey, look, it's
Man,
a
you
nice-
was there for a concert, not to see the city.
It's a nice place, man. I'm not taking anything away from it, but Charlotte is the place for the Panthers, bro.
Because that's your home.
And
You should pick up your home.
hey, I just found this,
You want the Knicks to move to Raleigh?
Hell no.
Okay, then. So stop the cap.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Man, you going back to the 40s, man. Fuck all that.
Hey, if the Knicks move to Raleigh, it'd have to be an improvement because where they at now, damn sure ain't.
Man, shit, you see how motherfuckers talking don't know the truth?
Hey, let me ask you like this, man.
I don't know basketball.
We're in the second round right now, buddy. Right now.
All right, we're not talking New York or basketball. Everybody shut the hell up.
Show you what I think
No,
of basketball.
we're not even
No.
talking about no more cities
Cody
or
would kick
basketball.
my
You just said you don't watch basketball.
No, we're going to talk about Terrence Marshall Jr. And I've been a firm believer, even after all the signings.
That's
Mingo. Hey, in my opinion, Terrence Marshall Jr.
That's wide receiver one right there.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to prove himself to be a number one wide receiver.
Yeah.
I believe it. I believe it in my bones, man. I've been saying
He
this
got
for
some
a
real
long
coaches.
time about
Yeah.
Terrence Marshall. I believe
got
the
some
best
real
players
coaches.
come from dude.
Yeah,
Who's that atrium though for the stadium?
Thielen really bigged him up. He said, "Man, I love this guy." Like, and that's good to know that you got a veteran, wide receiver who's already getting himself attached to one of our future wide receivers. So that's telling me something because I believe that he is our sleeper, and I think he's gonna come. He's been injured for so long. I think that he's now gotten everything put together. He's really gonna put it out there on the field and show y'all what's up.
Hey, Pop, they didn't play him right either under that rule era.
And the minute that they gave him a chance,
The minute he left, they
this
started.
man started balling out.
Clear.
Balling out, bro.
He probably had coach of the. Hey, Cody, he might have had coach of the catch of the year too, bro.
Oh
Cody,
yeah.
Type real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Him or DJ.
We can have a three-headed monster on offense that could be unstoppable if
Yeah,
everything.
him, DJ Chark and Mingo.
What? Can you imagine?
I don't know about Chark.
Yes.
I don't.
You can't double team nobody, Cody.
I know. There's too much size. There's too much speed, bro. That's what I'm saying. And by the way, look at that beautiful skyline in the background from my city, bro.
Talk about
Come
it.
on,
See,
bro.
hey,
Look
I
at
see.
my
You see what I'm saying?
city, bro.
I let it go, but Cody trying to start the shit right back up.
Look
man.
at my city, bro. But hey, Twan, you were asking Atrium. They're the hospital system. Here.
Yeah, whoever said Atrium, that might be a good fit.
Hey, bro, what about Chanel?
That was me, Pop.
Oh, what's up? I mean, hey, talk.
What about LaVisca, bro?
Oh shit, it's in the background too, Atrium.
You excited about LaVisca?
I like him. I think he's. Why ain't anybody fucking talking about him?
Who the fuck is this?
Because we don't know if he's a running back.
Hi, how are you?
Is that Mickey Mouse on this one?
Yeah, man.
Yo,
No.
Kid Rock. Kid Rock's back.
Hey, yeah, I'm back. What's up?
You know, this sounds
Ball with the ball with the
this
bang,
sounds
bang,
like
bang,
that
bang.
dude that tried to shove
That's what I'm
everybody's
saying.
butt the other
I
day.
fucking love Chanel, bro.
Like a
why is
pissed off Mickey
nobody
Mouse.
talking about him?
Hey, Justin, let me ask you this: do you feel like he would be better service?
China.
Wait, hold on. Do you feel he would be better service as a running back, or do you feel he should stay a receiver?
Bro, like, put him wherever. Just let him fucking play. Like, why? Like, I just want the fucking ball in the dude's hands every time he touches the ball.
Dude sounds like a pissed off chipmunk.
Hey, what do you think about the Jonas Brothers, Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, listen, I'm a fan of LaVisca. That's another trade that was made when Matt Rule was here in charge.
There you go. You had to mention that name again.
I know.
Yeah, you just came up. I think LaVisca is a piece.
Every time you make the Twan proud.
I'm happy that you brought it up because there have been some people that have been saying, "Hey, man, do like a Cordero Patterson and put LaVisca at running back and let him be the power back."
That's
all
what I
right,
said.
so then,
Pop
all right, so then, all right, then defend that. Why do you feel that's the best move?
Because he has hands and he can run. I don't know.
I mean, because we really haven't seen any route tree that he's good at doing. I mean,
I think y'all both right. Oh, I'm sorry.
If Patterson can do it, fuck it. Why can't Chanel?
But see, that player
when he was in college, when he was in college, he looked like he could run routes. Like if you go watch his tape. Then when they got him in Jacksonville, they didn't use him correctly. So they just and he got hurt too. So that was another thing. And then we got here, we just used him as a wide receiver slot screen the whole time. I mean, he's 6'2", 230, built like an ox, like you know what I mean, like, and he already got speed. So I mean, you might as well use him as a running back. Why not?
He's our modern day Curtis Samuel. Everybody need that Swiss Army knife piece on their team, bro. LaVisca can do both.
I can see that. I can see that a
So
little bit.
with you saying him being a running back, are you saying you don't trust Sanders? Are you saying like you don't?
Man, who is doing that shit?
No. I think I'm going to answer that. I think LaVisca would be a better running back simply because I think he would be a better complement to Sanders.
He's a Swiss Army knife. He can play both places.
Well, okay. Let me just.
He's Christian McCaffrey.
Curtis Samuels did the same thing.
I trust LaVista Chenault as a running back by far better than I trust any other current running back on our roster not named Miles.
That's insane, Pickle. I give you credit all the time, but that's insane.
Chuba Hubbard.
Not anymore.
You're not okay. So do you like Chuba better than you like LaVista Chenault?
LaVista Chenault is not a running back.
I like LaVista better than Chuba.
Yeah, but Twan, that's the point.
I know, but they're reaching.
Wait,
why ain't he? Why ain't he, dude?
Come on, what's his name? Cordell Patterson.
Cordell
He was never a running back either. And then they put him at running back, and then he becomes like a sensation. Why couldn't LaVista do that for us?
Cordell Patterson went to Tennessee.
Because y'all playing too much.
Cordell Patterson went to Tennessee. Cordell Patterson played a lot of running back in college. But when he went to the NFL, everybody was saying, what you going to pick? And his agent told him he should play wide receiver. So he played wide receiver.
So put Shaq Thompson back there then.
Some dude, Shaq Thompson. Are you Shaq Thompson can't play linebacker, much less anything else.
Hey, everybody, why am I saying Shaq Thompson, though? Cody, why am I saying Shaq Thompson?
Because Shaq Thompson played running back in college.
Because he played running back in fucking Washington.
So, what's your point?
He's a linebacker now. They decided we ain't playing around with him like that in the pros, man.
My point is sign Javon Clowney. That's my point.
No, listen. The point that I think you might be missing, Twan, is that all right, listen. I've been a big Chuba Hubbard defender. Yet everybody says he's terrible, he's trash.
He just can't catch. He's still a good running back.
So my thing is this:
Cody likes the Chubas.
If he is 6'2", 220 pounds at receiver or whatever, why not have him run through the A and B gap and just be a tank going up the middle of the offensive
Cody,
line?
I defend him too, man. Look, when that cancer, when Cody says, when we got rid of Fool last year, he stepped up. A lot of people started playing way better, man. I think Chuba Hubbard catches too much fucking flack, bro. I mean, damn, he got to work on that catching out the backside though. His confidence might be up now.
He got better through that.
He got a little better, but hey, look, Cody, check this out.
Yeah,
him, Cordell Patterson, and LaVista Chenault are basically the same size and weight, 6'2", 220.
Yeah,
both did punt returns. Cordell Patterson punt returns. Played.
Let's talk about the real question, Cody.
We got a team full of hybrids, bro.
Are we gonna sign Clowney or not?
But nobody wants his old ass, bro.
Clowney.
Yeah,
we gonna sign Clowney. We gonna sign.
I hope not. I hope not.
Bro, he don't even want to play football.
Bro, his best days are behind him. Yeah,
he can play.
He's slow. He's slow now.
Not motivated. He don't.
Slow. Yeah, like he had 9 sacks 2 years ago.
He want to take a check and rape you.
Yeah,
your team.
He don't want to be in Cleveland.
Clowney's best years are behind him. He cooked.
He had 9 sacks 2 years ago.
That's like you talk about Sam Darnold to me again.
Yeah. Why did Jordan say
Clowney's cheaper?
Cook?
He cheap. He cheap.
Okay. You want to pay him $10 million for 1 year?
So it's the reason why he cheap.
The Browns
he's not accepting that. That's why he's not on nobody
last year.
Hey, yo, let me real quick. Let me welcome my boy.
You only pay him $5 million.
Chad, what's up, big Chad?
What's up, guys?
What you doing, bro?
Oh, dude, it's been like a 70-hour work week, so I figured I'd come in and say hey.
Oh yeah.
I'm drinking Mountain Dew and Kahlua right now. So.
Bro,
hey, I call him Baton Rouge Chad, bro.
Did you just say Mountain Dew and Kahlua?
Yeah.
Bro, what the hell is your problem?
That sounds like some coffee mayonnaise shit.
He's definitely not from North Carolina.
Yo, bro, it don't taste that bad, bro.
All right, I'm gonna have to take your word for it. Chad, what's up, bro? How you feeling? But we've talked about a little bit of everything, bro.
That's a great fucking question, and the ironic that you would ask that. My wife just walked in wearing a little skimpy dress, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here.
I mean, you want to show nobody?
I would be getting the fuck off right now.
Tell her we said hi. How are you?
Oh my Lord! Hang on, gentlemen.
That's Pickle Jr.
Yeah, that does look like a little pickle.
There's about to be some Triple X shit up in here in a minute. Hey, turn that camera back on. I want to see, man.
Oh yeah, man, turn that.
I'm a watcher. I'm a watcher.
Bro, we off the rails now,
Yo,
bro.
did Twan just admit he's a cuck?
Hey, Chaz,
Yo, we off the rails now, bro.
Yeah, I'm watching. What I'm gonna look away for? Shit.
Hey, Chaz about to drink that Kahlua Mountain Dew and pop a Blue Chew.
Yeah.
No, we can't get in South Carolina. I tried.
Oh, yeah, y'all ain't lying. Y'all ain't lying.
Yeah. See, he only gonna be here 2 more minutes.
It ain't even gonna take
The
that
Blue
long,
Chew.
guys. Hang on.
It's not gonna take that long. But hey, man, like,
Where the fuck is G Baby at?
man,
He's talking shit in the chat.
Yeah, he's bullshitting, bro. He's in the chat, but he ain't.
Get your
he ain't
punk
coming
ass in
yet.
here, man.
But I don't know, man. Like, when it comes to the team right now, I feel like we don't need a number one wide receiver, but I feel like Terrace Marshall Jr. could end up becoming
We're going to be a running
that
team,
type
man.
of player for the Panthers. And I would love to put Laviska at running back, man. Use that strength and the power. Run him up the middle, man. I'm down.
People forget Frank Wright's a run. They ran the ball in Indianapolis. We're going to run
They
the
have
ball.
one of
in
the best
Carolina.
running backs in the league too.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but we're gonna have a good 1-2 punch with Miles Sanders, though.
Deuce said that he wants multiple backs, so that way that you went like, for instance, Prosecco for the Chiefs. He came in later on in the season, but that's a fresh back that you can run hard.
And let me say this, man.
Yeah.
They didn't go get no motherfucking Bryce Young to run the ball all day.
No, but they're going to run the ball.
He gonna let that shit go.
Yeah.
Not as much as you think. I don't think they're going
He
to.
gonna let that shit fly.
I agree. He gonna air it out. Yep.
How many passes per game?
I don't know, but he gonna throw some crazy.
Who's doing this Mickey shit?
Sorry, God.
He sounds like the movement from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I like that movie.
He
Fucking
does sound
Disney
like
Channel or some shit.
All right, I'm back.
Damn, that didn't take
Why
long
you
at
wipe
all,
that mouth
bro.
like that? No, hold on. No, hold on. Why do you wipe that mouth like that? That was uncalled for.
Hey man, it's Cinco de Mayo.
Hey
and
man, was
if
that some
if
titty
it-
milk? Just
It
Oh,
is
damn,
meant
it
to
is
be
Cinco de
eaten.
Mayo
It
today.
is shaped like a fucking taco.
okay.
Woo! All right.
I took a
Nice.
shot on that. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Is that the Kahlua and the Mountain Dew? Bro, you wild.
This shit is delicious, actually.
Oh, Will
I thought it'd be
Levis.
gross. This shit is
Will Levis ass out here. That's like putting.
Ashley Cody.
Yeah, that's like putting some coffee in some or
Yeah,
some
but you don't
mayonnaise
have
and some
alcohol
coffee.
in it, so that's why it
So
makes it
guys,
weird.
is it like now that the draft's over, now we know who our quarterback is? It's not as like lit. I haven't been watching. Is it as lit or is it just kind of like very chilled tonight?
Dude, we were arguing between Charlotte and Raleigh, North Carolina, bro. Like we're arguing about dumb shit. We're always gonna find something to be fighting about, bro.
It's
Love
the
it.
off season, bro.
That's a
Nothing
given.
else to do.
Hey man, that's what family does, right?
Yeah, I mean 100%. But I mean, yeah, man. Like I don't know, man. What y'all want to talk about? Shit, it's the free for all. Y'all pick something.
All right,
I'm
tell you
talking-
what. Who do you think we sign?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Do y'all think we are gonna sign another defensive end?
Yes.
And if so, who?
I think it's gonna be Clowney.
Yeah.
I think Jadeveon. I think his ability to stop the run is, especially with now you got Bijan Robinson in your division now. I'm not.
I
saying,
heard they're looking at him.
Not saying that he's like a. I mean, he's an unproven rookie, but I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that they're looking at him.
I mean, you
I
saw
love
what I
this dude's
posted in the
voice.
chat, Cody.
Would y'all prefer you said
Hi.
Leonard Floyd or Yannick Ngakoue? Who would y'all
But
prefer? if
y'all
had
gotta
to pick
understand,
between the two?
what is it going to cost us?
Has Clowney ever been that guy in the NFL?
But
Has
do
he
we
ever?
need-
He's
Kevin, do we even care what it's going to cost?
Do we
Like
need
it's
him?
not like it's
I
not
mean,
like
yeah,
we're
to a
we're
point.
not we're not strapped for cash.
But if
Do
you're
we-
I
going to
feel like Clowney's still getting paid off that college hit. I
Well,
mean,
think
he
about
ain't
it like
just sitting in the NFL.
But he's been pretty. He had 9 sacks like 2 years ago, in 2001.
With who?
With the Browns.
Damn, bro, I don't even remember him playing with the Browns.
It was 2 years ago.
Clowney
He played last year with the Browns.
Jadeveon Clowney has lost a step, bro.
Bro, look at his PFF score. He is great against the run. He is good against the pass. We don't need him to be the man. Just be a guy.
How much money does he want, man?
That's the thing. He signed 10
Anybody
years
posting what
last
he
year.
want?
Last year he signed a $10 million deal. 1 year. 1 year, $10 million. He could probably get him for $5 million this year.
You know, you remember he was demanding money a couple of years ago, saying he wouldn't play but for a certain amount or some shit like that.
Yeah, we can get him cheap.
And nobody obliged him.
We can get him cheap.
So,
That's the thing.
if we can get him cheap, then fuck it. Yeah, let's try it out.
Stop saying that shit, bro. He has a price. It's too high.
It's not too high. He had 11
That's,
million
what's
last
his
year.
asking price, though?
Nobody knows, but
10
Nobody's
mil.
saying
Guaranteed you get it
anything.
for
How you
$5
gonna say his
million.
asking price is high? We don't know what it is.
10 mil.
He got
If
that
he's
with the
cheap,
Browns
then get
last
him.
year. He got that last year with 9 sacks. He's not getting that
Anything.
again.
Thing.
What did he do last year?
He didn't play that much. He only played like 12 games, but not even that much snaps.
See, that's the
But-
scary thing is that he ain't play much.
But he could play outside linebacker, defensive end. He's played the 3-4, 4-3. That's something that our defensive coordinator likes. Like, he's versatile.
Yo, can we talk about how the Panthers Twitter page trolled me today?
Did they?
Sure.
Can y'all hear me now?
They sure did,
Yeah.
man. They
Okay.
sure did.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah, I don't know. Something happened, but go ahead.
But yeah,
Uh,
I think you
did
gotta.
the
I think you gotta
typical-
start playing your youth though, man. You gotta get your
White
youth
boy.
ready.
I said that typical. Does this account reply? And they were like, no.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It was so funny.
I might be able to see that or pull that up.
As far as Clowney, I think you got to get your young boys ready, man. You got to
Yeah.
get them ready.
But you also need a veteran.
Yeah, I mean, we got Shaq Thomas.
How old is Davion?
I ain't saying a lot, but
Kev, how old is Jadeveon?
He's
I think the quicker you get,
Yeah, I personally believe we just stick with the young guys. If we play in a base 3-4,
His heart was in it last year.
I really
he didn't
believe
want to be there.
Yeah, if we play in a base 3-4, more than likely Louvu's going to play outside. If we play,
I agree with Pickle.
If we play
You got to
in
get
the
the young
nickel,
boys ready.
if we play in the nickel, well, Barno could be in there too. I think a lot of this is going to happen in camp, preseason. They're going to say who comes to play. They're going to see that. If Barno
Louvu
shows
ain't
up
going nowhere.
and ready to play, he's fine. I'm not talking about cutting Louvu. I'm just Louvu is going to be your guy that's going to bounce, and he's got more talent to do that than any linebacker we've got that can play outside or inside in a 3-4.
And the main reason I think
Shaq's
Clowney
strictly on the inside. But I think when Louvu goes
Shaq
outside,
ain't got that dog in him, man.
when Louvu goes to the outside, you're going to see that's when you're going to see Jeremy Chin and maybe Brandon Smith or somebody else step up to the plate.
And the reason I say Clowney is because he fits what we want to do here, and he's also great against the run. Last year, he signed a deal for 1 year, $11 million. He's not getting anywhere near that. He's probably going to get like $5 million.
Hey, Cody, look, Cody, you look. That's your inside to go out there. White chocolate espresso. Every time we say something to you about Corral, you bring up this Clowney shit.
Hey, mine's more realistic. Mine's more realistic.
That's your end, Cody.
I mean, he's a Gamecock fan. That's the only reason his ass wants Jadeveon Clowney's old ass.
Because he went to
Cody,
South
I feel bad for you. You don't have anybody. You don't have
Yeah, man.
anybody.
Hey, man, I have a college team that can win
You don't have
national
anybody.
championships. So, hey, it'll be all right.
Anybody.
Hey, it'll happen. We're going to draft a Clemson player one day, and that player is going to be an all-time great for the Carolina.
Hey! Shout out to NFL, to Shop NFL. They got me Panther Pickle on my cup, y'all. See that?
I got a Gilmore
Oh,
jersey.
dope.
Wait, hold on. Let me put it up.
Panther Pickle right there on my cup.
Oh, that's dope.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Shout out to
What's up with the dinosaur back there?
Hey, that's my buddy.
He is.
Hey, come on. Let me ask you this. Sometimes in your life, don't you wish you could turn into a dinosaur and
Hell
eat
no.
people up? Just to piss people off. I do. I've got some people in my life. If I could turn into a dinosaur,
Because we can do that as humans.
I would rip them a new one. Yeah, but then humans, you just go to jail and do all that shit. And if a dinosaur, people run like hell, like and I just like that shit.
Hey man, let me welcome my man Chris into the C3 Friday Free for All. Chris, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up? I'm happy to be here.
Hi, how are
Yeah,
you?
man. Yeah, man. Dude, we're just talking some Panther football, man. Hey, let me ask you this, Chris. Who's going to be the day one starter for the Panthers? Is it going to be Bryce Young or Andy Dalton?
All right, here's my take. I think it's going to be Andy Dalton. And the reason being is because I feel like Bryce Young still has things to learn in this new league that he's entering.
All right.
So, in doing so, we know what Andy Dalton's capable of. We saw what he could do with that bad Saints team. So,
Okay.
if Andy Dalton can lead off for maybe 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, and then we pass the torch to Young for maybe a game to see what he could do, if he does well, we put him as the starter for the rest of the season.
Okay. And hey,
That's my hot take.
dude, that's sensible too. I know everybody wants to play Bryce right away. I mean,
That's not a good idea. Because then that
yeah, I
might,
mean, time will tell. I've always said that he's going to have to earn it in training camp. He's
The
going to
thing
have to
is-
be undeniable.
The number
and
one
really-
reason why you
really
cannot
make
start
himself,
the number one reason why you can't start Bryce Young is because he doesn't know how to read NFL defenses yet.
the thing
Yeah,
is,
but that's not even
correct.
necessarily true, though.
That
No,
is-
he
that is
needs to
correct,
learn.
though.
Look, I think he got to learn. I ain't saying he don't start it at all next year. I'm just saying he need to sit and watch. He got to watch, bro. I mean, look, if
hear you,
Mahomes was,
I agree.
if
I
Mahomes was
agree.
good enough to do it, then what?
I heard the same thing when they talked about Cam, and that's the truth of that. People said Cam should never start. I heard that a whole bunch.
Perhaps he shouldn't have.
I do agree because look,
you know,
hear me out. Can you guys hear me out for a second?
Yeah, him and that.
I think that Bryce Young, like, look, I know that he already said that he wants to learn a few things first. Like, he's not, like, he literally said that he doesn't think that he's ready to start yet. He said that he wants to earn it. And then doing so, I believe that if you start Bryce Young first thing, he's going to be like, I don't know if that's the right decision because he's the smart player. And at the same time, if you start like a rookie, like let's just say that we drafted Anthony Richardson, like let's just say that if we started him day one, that mentality
Is
would
that-
get to his head saying, "Oh, I'm better than anybody
right
else
away.
right now." So in doing so, that's going to change his mindset, saying, "Oh, I'm better now than anybody on this team." But if you bench him halfway through the season, his mentality is going to go down.
Yeah, and Pickle made that point earlier, and that is a damn good point, man. It's like if he isn't ready, you kind of want Dalton to be your de facto number one.
No, we
My
traded
only
up
thing
because he
is-
was ready.
Yeah, that's my only point. You traded up to number one because Bryce Young was the most pro ready of all the quarterbacks in the draft.
And
I'm
wasn't.
gonna be honest. Like, and I said this earlier. I'm comparing him to other number one overall picks: Kyler Murray, Joe
Cam
Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Cam Newton.
Bro, and
They
they were-
all
He don't come close to Cam, bro.
they all started their
Ben
first
Roethlisberger.
game. They all started the first game of the season as the
Well, Ben
starter.
did.
So,
Oh yeah, he's
Yes.
starting.
yeah.
And hear me
let
out
me,
as well.
wait, hold on one thing. Let me welcome two more people to the show. We got JJ in the
And better be
building.
J. And
JJ,
better
what's
be
up?
G, baby.
Didn't
Hey,
we,
can I say my Madden
didn't
23
we draft
Panthers
Bryce
team?
for now? Like, wasn't that the point of picking him up was for now? Like, not to wait? Wasn't that the point of him being our guy?
He's our guy.
Pretty
For
sure that
sure.
was the point.
Yo, Kid Rock, your voice is killing me, man.
I love you. I'm sorry.
Hey, let me welcome in
Just better.
inbound
Hey,
inbound.
G baby,
Panthers.
bring your ass up in here.
What's
Stop
up,
talking
inbound?
shit.
Come
What's
on,
up,
G.
man?
There
Bring
ain't
it
no
on.
room. There ain't no room. We can only have 10 people in here. There's 10 people here.
May I say my Madden 23 team, please?
I do listen.
All right. So for quarterback, this was before the draft. I put CJ Stroud as my quarterback. Miles
Nice,
Sanders
big
at running
fit.
back. I got Tyreek Hill and Adam Thielen, AJ Brown as my receivers.
All right, man. GG.
Yeah, I got a good old line. I got Hayden Hurst, of course. My defense is pretty solid. We got Von Bell, we got J.C. Horn, Aaron Donald, DeForest Buckner, Brian Burns, Sauce Gardner. Like, it's a pretty good team.
Yep. And let me go to inbound Panthers. Do you think where the hell?
What about them Bryce? What about them Bryce sexuals though?
No. Hey man, keep it on track. Keep it on inbound. Who do you think is going to be the day one starter, Dalton or Bryce?
Well, I mean, of course you name Dalton the starter. That way it just gives you flexibility throughout training camp. You put no pressure on Bryce, and like it's a great move because the other way, like if he is for some reason not ready, which we all think he will be, then it would be bad to just switch all of a sudden to Dalton. So it's just a nice move. There's no reason. It doesn't mean anything. Bryce is still going to get all the snaps. You know what I mean? Like it really comes down to training camp, and he's going to get all the starter snaps. Like he just is.
That's what I said.
Oh no, he's not. No, he is not.
Bryce
No, he
is
is
the
not.
starter. Bryce will be the starter.
If training camp comes out and he's with second team or third team, I'd be concerned. But he's gonna come out with the starters. There's no way. He's the most pro-ready
You
quarterback.
don't trade up for all that and just not have him be the starter.
I saw his Alabama clip. He was calling protections every play. He was making audibles almost every play.
That's
this dude
college.
knows-
That's important.
In training camp, it really don't matter who comes out with starters. What the point is, when they first come out and they're first lined up,
Mountain Dew Glue is really
you'll
good.
probably see Andy Dalton with the starters and Bryce with the second, and then 5 minutes later they're going to switch, and then 5 minutes later they're going to switch again.
It
They're
would
gonna
just be
alternate
both of
that
them.
a little bit until
Like
finally,
they did with Sam
what
and
you
Cam,
what you're
Baker.
concerned is when they start playing in preseason games, and then they'll see Bryce's intelligence. pick up the
Imagine we
pace.
put Bryce like with the third teamers like Matt Corral, who just gets absolutely lit up.
Cody, can you hear me?
Rest in peace, Matt.
Yeah, I can hear you, Anthony.
Okay,
What's
you
up?
can hear me. No, bro. This is a joke of a Listen, we are so down bad. We're talking about how Bryce Young's gonna start.
Exactly.
No shit, he's gonna start, guys. What is this? Like, come on.
He's not.
Babe.
It's
not gonna
post-draft
start.
content. There's not much.
No, I respect it. I love C3.
Anthony,
Let's be real
the
here.
only reason I'm bringing it up is because Federer and Frank Reich keep saying it. Like
Well,
they're
they
the
keep-
ones that and
They
like
keep
and,
asking. I mean, I'm not sorry to interrupt, but I've watched
How dare
Federer
you?
a zillion, and I don't know why, but every time I turn on something, I didn't today because I didn't listen to anything. But normally I listen to everything, and every time I turn around, Federer's on a different podcast. He's on a different interview. He's somewhere, and everybody asks him the same exact thing: who is your starter, and is Bryce Young ready to start? And it's like the media is beating this into a drum, and Paul Federer is repeating the same exact thing.
And Federer ain't no coach.
And in
Federer don't know. He's not a coach.
But in reality, Federer is doing exactly what head coach, he's doing exactly what you do this time of year. You never go out there and say your first round pick rookie will start. You always refer to the veteran will start.
And I do want to say this real quick.
And then
Bryce Young will not be out there day one.
Will CJ Stroud start for the Texans?
Day one, I believe Bryce Young will start, and this whole conversation will be.
Twan, I don't trust your judgment. You said CJ Stroud was the pick. Now let me talk for a second.
Oh,
Okay,
That ain't
so
shit, man. CJ Stroud should have been the pick.
you said he was going to be the pick.
Shots fired.
Relax.
Bryce Young little ass ain't playing day one.
Let him go.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. So what Inbound was saying though too is like the making the checks at line of scrimmage and that stuff, like knowing where to go with the ball before the ball snapped. That is NFL starting stuff. So don't be surprised if he is the starter. And you didn't see every other college quarterback do that last year. Like I know it's not a big emphasis, but it definitely means something. Like I said earlier, I just think,
Bro,
I
you
just think
just
if
know
he
he's going to sleep with the binders like
I just
yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if he didn't play week 1 or 2. Like he might get in there week 2, but like I don't know, he may not start like.
It depends who we play. Also,
I'm going to be real. I'm gonna be real. I'm on Anthony's side. Like, if we moved up to number 1, drafting this dude under the idea that he's the dude that's more ready to start over any of them, like over CJ, over
It's
Richardson.
not just about that. It's just they
Well, but
might try
it
and
is
baby
though.
his ass for the first 2
All right,
weeks or
so
something.
listen,
Like, it's not that
this,
he's not qualified. It's
Maybe it
just
would be, but the
they
only
may
thing
not
I'm
want to
saying,
just
the only
hey
thing
Cody,
I'm
first
trying
this
to
new
hold on,
coaching staff.
man,
Go
let me
ahead, Cody.
finish. The only thing I'm trying to say is that, as I've already said a million fucking times, I'm comparing it to other number 1 picks. If
Right.
Trevor started, if Joe Burrow started, then damn it, Bryce Young should be starting too.
Bryce
No,
Young
he's not.
starts.
That's where I'm at with this.
And
Okay,
that's
so
what
Cody,
I'm.
listen. If look, listen to this. The coaching staff hadn't seen Corral play yet
Why does Corral come into this?
because
What are we?
Corral
Corral's
may
not.
very well beat him out.
Oh my,
You
Twan,
you
I already
Bryce.
said.
A lot
Twan,
of you
hold on.
Bryce. Look, I'm gonna
You
say it. Look,
tripping. You
I'm not.
tripping.
I'm
You
not saying.
tripping.
I'm not trying to disrespect nobody when I say this, but a lot of motherfuckers who ain't played football just talk.
I have
Tripping.
played football.
Bryce
Twan.
I
Young
have a
is
question.
not ready day one. Mahomes
Listen,
wasn't ready. How
He played
the
football
hell
for
y'all
years.
think
He
Bryce
can play
Young is
Because
football
ready?
and start.
Alex
hold on.
Smith was a
Okay.
more qualified
Question.
quarterback at
Hold
the
on.
And
Hold
time.
the
on.
thing
Hold
is,
on.
if you
Alex
said
Smith
it's the
was
open
making Pro
competition,
Bowls
you
at
don't
the
know what
time.
Corral gonna go out there and do.
Hold
Corral
on.
might go out there and shock everybody.
Twan, do you realize that there's
I've seen
actually
dudes
hold on.
get beat out by dudes that worked on their craft all summer and says, you know what? I'm not giving this job up without a fight. And if they're serious when they say,
Yeah,
if they're
I'm a
serious when
Matt.
they say it's an
Look,
open
You tripping.
competition, then it's
You
an
Twan,
open
Twan,
tripping.
competition.
Twan. I'm a
You
Matt
tripping.
Corral fan. Hold on, let me talk.
They not
I'm
giving the damn
a
job to
Matt
Matt
Corral
Corral.
fan, and I'm telling you that there's no way that they're gonna let that happen.
Cody, what'd you say
Even
last
if he
year?
did come out looking better, they're not gonna let Matt Corral start over him or
What
Dalton.
did I say? Because it will make them look bad.
Yes, so I'm saying, why are you even like bringing that
I
up?
want
It's
the
an
best
open.
player on the field, not a motherfucker that I wanted in the draft.
Oh, Matt Corral is better
But
than
if
Bryce
they
Young.
had a
I
really good
Right,
player,
see,
hold on.
I
If
didn't
they
say
had a
who was
player that
best.
was
This
really
works.
worth, they had a player really worth
Isn't it?
starting, they wouldn't
I
have
didn't
traded
say
up
who
in the
was
first
better. I
place.
said that they got to play. I said
Hold on.
they got to compete, and then the coaches got to pick. I didn't say who was
You
better.
said you wanted the
No,
best
but
player to
Bryce Young
start.
fans don't see it no other way.
I
You
got a
guys
question for
gotta
you
put
all.
other things into
Bryce Young is
context. Y'all don't
better
see
than
it no
Matt
other way.
Corral.
What if he does
Bro,
play the best though? What
hold
if
on,
he does?
Twan. You just said that CJ Stroud is worthy
Now
of
I'm
starting on the
hoping
tech.
Corral go out there and beat him for the job.
That is
Bro, that's
bullshit.
not
That
gonna
is that is complete horseshit.
I
We
got a
traded
question.
a first round pick. We traded DJ Moore. Hey, Matt Corral's gonna start. Like, no, that's not
Yeah,
gonna happen.
yeah. Let's make the
It's not
franchise
gonna
look
happen.
Get
like a
him,
bunch
G
of
baby.
clowns.
Get him. Get
G
his
baby,
ass.
get this motherfucker Twan right
Get
now,
his
bro.
ass, G baby.
Twan don't know a goddamn
Matt
thing, bro.
Corral just
Oh
named
God.
quarterback 2 for the time
Hey,
being.
Twan's the same one that said we was picking. Is his name Kenny Pickett?
He also said Bailey Zappi wouldn't get fucking drafted.
Every single thing Twan has predicted besides Jamie Robinson has been
No.
wrong.
Listen to the names y'all saying. Bailey Zappi. Who the fuck cares about Bailey Zappi? I said
I
Kenny
do.
Pickett 2 years ago when we were thinking about picking him at that pick.
I mean, they're saying the same thing
I'm
about
trying to
Matt
tell you
Corral.
guys, man, these
They're
Bryce
saying
Young
who the hell
motherfuckers
cares
can't
about
see it
Matt
no other
Corral?
Bryce
way,
Young's
bro.
taking us to the playoffs, bro. The fuck is you talking about? He's
Is
not
that
going
your
to
Y'all
Bryce?
predicted,
motherfuckers,
bro.
these Bryce
Stop
Young
it,
fans are
Twan.
such
Because if it
fans.
was
Y'all
Stroud,
are
it
such
wouldn't even
fans,
be
y'all
none of
can't
this
see it
would be
no
coming
other
out of
way.
Twan's mouth, bro.
Let me
Twan,
ask
you
a
get a wet willy, motherfucker.
Let me ask a question to Twan. Let me ask a question to Twan. If CJ Stroud was on this team, you would literally be sitting here saying, "Oh, CJ's the starter." 100%.
Oh my God,
Get
CJ
out of here
Stroud.
with
Oh
that.
my God, bro.
Get out of
Oh
here
my
with that
God, CJ
bullshit.
Stroud.
I'm letting
You even
this go,
said
bro.
you
Yo, he
even
throws
said
the most
that he
beautiful
should start for the
Let
Texans.
him spew, Cody.
Yeah, I'm letting
All right,
y'all go,
listen.
bro.
All right, listen. Check this out. What did I say? What did I look, so
that?
for people that are actually listening? What did I say? I said if they're gonna really let them
Is that a
compete,
baby?
Bro, hold on, Cody Lack. Man,
I heard a baby noise, bro.
fuck,
I
man.
said if they're gonna really let them compete,
Okay,
then the best
Twan,
quarterback
you
should go out
said
there.
you
I never
wanted the
said it
best.
shouldn't be Bryce
but
Young.
it's not.
I said that. Don't be
wanted the
surprised.
best player to play.
Oh,
And
hold
that's
on,
gonna
bro.
be
This is the
Bryce
same
Young.
motherfucker that had fucking C3
Alright.
at number
I
5,
don't know why
bro.
you're trying to
That's some
help.
fucking bullshit in itself, bro. That's some fuck shit, bro. I'm gonna call you out on that. That's some fuck shit, bro. Like, stop it, Twan. Stop it, bro.
Spicy out here today, bro.
G
Pat
baby
Cole-
hilarious.
Was it?
Pat Coltrane's
Guys,
number
I
one.
think I heard something earlier today.
All right, hold
that
on.
I believe my.
Wait, hold on.
I believe my
Let
dad.
Chris go. Go ahead, Chris.
I
No,
believe my
man, you gotta
dad
let me
told
respond
for
to that.
right-
That
Nah, nigga, you
Polonius
gotta say
G-Baby shit.
C3 at number 5, bro. What the fuck is kind of shit is that,
Who
bro?
was at number 4 though? Who was at number 4?
Let my man Chris get off. Go ahead.
Who was
Chris.
at number 4?
Man, C3 be letting you on the panel, bro. Pat
Who was
Coltrane don't
at
even
number
let
4?
niggas on the panel, bro.
Let
Stop it,
somebody else
man.
talk. Let somebody else talk. Chris,
Yeah,
you up?
go ahead, Chris. Yeah, G baby.
All right, I
G-Baby
believe my dad
hilarious.
told me
No,
earlier today.
Pickle. Who was at number 4?
No, hold on. I'm about to mute everyone if y'all don't let my
I
man
like G
talk.
Baby's profile picture.
Yeah, it's the best. All right, go ahead,
Fire
Chris.
picture.
I think my dad told me earlier today that right now Matt Corral is listed at QB2.
That's bullshit. I'm sorry. Listen.
You see what I'm
Look.
saying, man? You can't argue with these Bryce Young fans, bro. They don't believe shit.
Because no, it's not that, Twan. I'm giving
That
you the
part is
reality of the
true.
situation. I'm giving you
Hold
the
on.
reality of the situation.
I already know what the reality is.
Yes, and what was the reality last year when Matt Corral didn't get a shot when Baker Mayfield came in here? You think he's going to get a shot now when they just traded all these future assets? Hell no.
He did kind of get fucked up though. But
Yes,
They're
I'm
gonna
not
make
denying
him
that.
starter later.
I'm not denying that he got fucked, but to sit here and act like there's going to be a serious competition between Matt Corral, that just makes their franchise look like a bunch of idiots. If they don't even start
And
Bryce Young.
that's spoken like a true person that watches football, opposed to somebody who plays it.
I played football too, Twan. They're still not going to give. This is
What
a
you play?
business.
What position did you play?
Hey,
I mean, I
Twan,
just
my
played when I was
Chris.
in,
Yo,
like,
Anthony.
Hey, kickers and shit don't count.
Anthony,
I played
let me
running
help
back
you.
4 years. I'll say the
Anthony,
same
let me help you, bro. Hey, Twan. No, listen
Twan's
up.
not getting what I'm
No,
saying. This is
I
a
know. Here,
business.
no, this out, Twan. My cripple ass has never played football. You telling me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about?
Sometimes you
Yeah,
don't.
what's up? Yeah, what's up? Hey, real quick.
Cody was
let
a
me welcome-
return man.
Let me. Yeah, I was the field goal kicker, bro. What's up? No, let me welcome my man Chuck to the building. Chuck, what's up, bro?
What's up, man? I'm getting a little bit too personal. Honestly, bro, like it's not even that big. We should be happy that we got QB, man.
We got our guy, man.
Because
Dang, man, I'm
honest,
happy.
bro, and this is really telling me, Matt Rule really fucked this fan base up, bro.
Exactly, dude. This fan base is
Matt
scoring
Rule-
crack left and right, man.
The psyche
it is
of the-
ridiculous. It is.
Hey, Chuck. Chuck. Just know, if you don't say anything but Bryce Young, they're not gonna agree with you.
That's not true. We're just
Now
giving you
watch.
the reality of
Now
the
watch.
situation.
Now talk, Chuck.
Yo,
Let me talk. I was a CJ Stroud fan from the beginning. Then someone told me to watch the tape. G Baby and Anthony told me to watch the tape. I watched it. I sat down. I was here with my daughter watching the tape, putting my daughter to sleep and still watching the tape overnight. I was watching the tape where Anthony
I've been there, dude. I have a kid too. Yeah.
and broke down the tape with Anthony and Cody, that film session. I watched every
Hell
single
yeah, brother.
Yes, sir.
Look, man, this ain't no diss against CJ Stroud. This ain't no diss against Anthony Richardson. Yes, it's a diss according to Will Levis because he's not ready. But any one of those three, they would have been good. But for me, Matt Rule, if you want to blame anyone for trading all those picks, blame Matt Rule. If you want to blame anybody for fracturing this fan base and having a disagreement like this, blame Matt Rule.
I'm not blaming Matt Rule for that.
Yeah, Matt Rule was your favorite person today, Twan.
No, the fan base was
we ready to move on from Matt
the fan
Rule.
base
He
was
didn't do
fucked up before
nothing
Matt
for
Rule
us.
got here. Don't put it on Matt Rule.
Matt Rule took it to another level, though.
Yeah,
it
Matt
wasn't.
Rule
It wasn't.
definitely took it to another level.
We never been that bad.
It was the racists who didn't like Cam Newton. Let's put it
All that
like
bullshit with Cam Newton before he got here.
Oh, you mean Richardson?
No, all that racist bullshit.
But my thing is this,
We went
though,
to the Super
man.
Bowl.
Like, if you look at how Panther fans have been down so bad over the past couple of years, and how Matt Rule just had us feeling terrible about this football team. Like, yeah, there's definitely some truth behind that, man. Like, we're still trying to come together as a fan base because we don't have nothing consistent to support. Like, everything is all hypotheticals at this point in time, you know? Once we start winning football games, everything's going to fall back into place, bro. I'm telling you.
Give
man.
it until training camp.
It's gonna be
and
like
Bryce
this though
Young will be
until
the starter.
week 1, dude.
I
Exactly.
don't know
Yeah.
why someone up here trying to argue that. Ain't nothing to argue about.
Yes,
He's a week 1 starter.
Thank you, JJ. Like, and this is what I don't understand. I can tell he wasn't happy with this pick because he's trying to create some scenario that Matt Corral is going to be the starter. It's bullshit.
Matt Corral and Jonathan Mingo too got that connection. Come on, bro. I watched the 704 show. Fuck it. Come on, dog. I pay close attention, Twan. Come on, dog.
Yeah.
Guess what?
They
Guess what?
drafted Mingo for Matt Corral.
No. I want to ask Pickle a question because Pickle, that's my guy on here. I know he gonna see it clearly.
Your guy gonna tell you
is
something.
Pickle is Mingo and Matt Corral. Is that not a real fucking situation?
Hell no.
They really like each other.
I'm excited to see Matt Corral in preseason.
They've got a connection.
Me too.
But I mean, they do have a connection. Mingo even defended him against some reporters trying to stir up heat, just because that's what reporters do.
Yeah, we drafted Jonathan Mingo for Matt Corral.
I mean, but
Exactly, Anthony.
no, I don't think
Why are you
anybody
so late
said
to
that.
the train?
I mean, if you want to read into that, you can because
No, I'm not. Do you know what
Jonathan Mingo also had a connection with Jackson Dart.
Jonathan Mingo was drafted to play wide receiver for whoever the fuck
For whoever is back there.
wanted to be quarterback. That's just fact of it. If Jonathan Mingo decides, well, I don't like this dude, I don't want to play wide receiver. If that's the case, we should have just kept Robbie Anderson.
Did y'all hear what the offensive line said today? Did y'all hear what Icky said today?
I mean,
article.
in training camp, technically speaking, there is currently nobody listed on the official depth chart as the number 1 quarterback because there ain't no official depth chart.
Exactly.
Everything.
I want the quarterback back there that's gonna give us the best chance to win, bro.
You know
That's
what?
fucking Bryce Young, Twan. That is Bryce
Then you would-
Young. Let me answer it for
but
you.
that would make that's bad business.
That's
I would
BY. That's
take all those
Gingerbread
picks.
Man.
I didn't ask a
Bryce
question. I
Young.
made a statement.
I just
I
said
didn't ask a question.
Chuck.
I didn't ask a question. I made a statement. I said I want the best quarterback there that's gonna make us win.
You would be a horrible stock market
Like
person.
Bryce Young, baby.
You would be a horrible
Like,
businessman.
why is he tripping?
Exactly. Can I just say what Chuck's trying to say? This is what I've been trying to say too. Quan says, "Oh, you people talk like they watch."
Hey,
football,
look,
not
bro.
like what they-"
I'm
No,
too
let me finish.
I'm too wise for you to try to intimidate me, bro. I don't give a fuck if everybody on the panel agrees with you. I'm not changing my mind.
That's fine. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's bad business to have Matt Corral start. He's not going to get the chance regardless, bro.
What the fuck would Matt
Trying to
Corral
say.
start? Like,
It's
Yo, that's
you
not
know
what
what-
Twan is
no,
saying,
no,
bro.
no, no.
That's not what Twan is saying.
Wait.
Literally, I have a change in my mind. Twan is saying he just wants the best quarterback.
But
we all agree with that.
Coach
Russell Wilson.
I just want the best quarterback there that's gonna win.
One at a
best
time.
quarterback.
One at a time, or it's unlistenable.
Wait.
Finish my
Russell
statement.
Wilson beat out Matt Flynn after Matt Flynn got a giant ass contract from Seattle.
Yeah, Kevin, and guess what? They didn't trade future assets DJ Moore for 3rd round pick.
Hey man,
Kevin, they don't want to hear it when it comes to Bryce Young. These motherfuckers are cult members. Went for this guy, bro.
Can I ask a question then? Can I ask a question?
They can't see it no other way.
Go ahead, Chuck.
Let me
Go ahead,
ask a
Chuck.
question. So you don't think it's bad business if Matt Corral wins the job and becomes, oh no, Russell Wilson? You think it's, we could have kept Matt Corral, not trade these picks. You don't think it's bad business?
I'm just gonna keep telling y'all to consult to Kevin. Hey, Kevin, what did I say, Kevin? I want the best quarterback in the backfield that's going to get us the win.
He's going to beat out everyone in training camp, whether you want to believe that or not. It's Bryce Young.
So if Matt Corral starts, are you guys not going to watch?
Matt Corral isn't going to start.
We'll watch,
the only other guy is
Answer the question. If he starts, are y'all not going to watch?
No,
Andy
we'll
Dalton
watch.
has veteran experience. He's the only
If he
other
goes out there
guy.
and wins 3 straight, are y'all gonna still want Bryce back there?
Week 1,
Twan,
Matt
we'll
Corral
watch.
may not be on the fucking team,
Fuck
and you
outta here,
talking about
man.
his ass.
Yeah.
God
I wanna hear
damn.
that
I'm with you,
shit.
Twan.
Twan.
I'm with you,
Yeah.
Twan.
Y'all better
I
make
get
me
you.
bring my energy baby the fuck out tonight, bro. For real.
Look.
I
Can
don't want to hear that shit.
How is it that when it comes to Matt Corral, I'm the level-headed one? I'm not
Because
even.
Cody's
I'm not. No,
accepted
I'm not.
reality.
I'm not. No, I'm not
It
saying
ain't
that Matt
about
Corral's.
accepting no fucking
No,
reality.
y'all ain't
It's
even
just
let
the
me fucking
truth.
finish. I'm
Hey,
not
Who
even
the
saying
best
that
quarterback
he's
is
gonna
is going to
start.
start.
I'm not
Should
saying
start.
that he's gonna be, some trade pick. I'm just saying I want homeboy to be a serviceable backup.
Was it
Like
best for
that's all
I
I
want him to be
want.
great, man. He's
Like
on our
that's
team.
all
I
I
want him to be
want.
great.
he'll
Was
be a
it best
All
great
I
for
third
want is
string.
a.
Matt Flynn to
All I
start
want
over fucking
is a
Russell
good
Wilson?
backup, bro. That's all I want, and I'd be happy as hell if Matt Corral ended up being that a good backup that'll be able to come in the pinch, run the offense. I'd prefer him over Andy Dalton. Shit, that's it.
Man, I'm finna spark
Jaywalker.
early tonight because this is some
Jaywalker.
bullshit. What are we talking about? The only
This is bullshit.
What I tell
reason.
y'all, bro?
Hold on.
When you say
The
anything
only
against Bryce Young, they get mad, bro.
Twan, shut up. I'm an Ohio State fan, bro. It ain't got nothing to do about Bryce Young. I'm talking. The only reason BY
I bet
ain't
you
gonna
say
be the
Bryce Young
week
before
1
you
start.
finish talking.
on,
Ain't
Tom,
gonna
let me
be the
finish, bro.
BY start. Ain't no reason why he not, unless Andy Dalton's veteran leadership, or not leadership, but presence, is why he would be week 1 or 2. But it ain't going too far after that, buddy. It's Bryce Young's team. We invested too much into him, and
That's
this whole
JJ
notion
talking. That's
that you want the
fucking
fact that you want
JJ
to fucking
talking,
believe
dude.
that Matt Corral really has a chance. It's not just because of what we invested. It's just because Bryce Young's better. He knows more about the game. There's really no
How much
talent
do they invest
discrepancy
in Matt
between the
Flynn?
two.
Hey,
Like,
Kevin, say it again, Kevin,
shut
until they
How
get
much
it.
up.
do they
Matt
invest in
Flynn's
Matt
a
Flynn?
bum.
Twan,
Your
you're
How
dumb
much
ass
do
is
they
over
invest
here
in
for
you
Matt
Bryce
Flynn?
Young.
swallow?
Shut
Do you
up.
How
swallow
much
when
One
is
at
Bryce
a
it,
Young shit?
Matt?
time.
Do you
How
One
much
swallow
at
do
a
when
they
time.
Bryce
invest
One
Young
in
at a
shit?
Matt
time.
Flynn?
Do you
Everybody,
swallow? Do you swallow?
Tell me.
everybody. All right.
Do you
Tell
swallow?
me.
Answer the question.
Everybody chill.
Calm down,
Tell
Petty.
me.
I'm
Everybody,
not
No, I
talking.
know
everybody
you're
calm
gonna
down.
calm down.
But
You
everybody
wanted
needs to
Hendon
take a
Hooker
step
bum
back,
ass
chill a
Pitbull. I
Hey,
ain't
little
Cody,
trying to
I'm
bit.
not
hear it.
talking.
Hell yeah,
I'm
me
just
and Petey
Everybody
listening.
needs
gonna
to
ring
chill
out
a
red
little
carpet.
bit. Take a breath, bro. Hey,
Flynn.
like somebody. I saw my man Drew in
Flynn.
the chat. Shout out to my man Drew. He was like, "Man, look how we are. Even when there's nothing to fight about, we'll find some dumb shit
Of
to fight
course.
about like
Man,
every
Twan up
single
here
time,
talking
bro."
about
I
Matt
told
Corral bum
you
ass.
last week it'd be that way, didn't I, Cody?
I know. Hey,
Hey,
Hey.
wait, hold
hey,
on. One more thing. I'm not done.
Hey,
Hold
Cody.
on. Yo,
Matt
I gotta
Flynn.
say one more thing. Everybody
Twan
shut up
over
for
there
a sec,
talking about
man.
Pee Wee. Get
So
his.
look,
Oh
there
my
are I
god,
got some
bro,
people in
his
the
weak
background.
ass.
I got some people in the background that are gonna get in the show that have been trying to get in for a minute. So if I do put you in the background, I'm not kicking you off. Just
Don't you
stay
put me in the
there.
background, Cody.
Hey, put the fucking bad guy, Twan the bad guy in the fucking back, bruh. Put him in the fucking back, bruh.
Yeah, I
Over
gotta
here
put my
talking
man.
that crazy shit,
I
man.
gotta
Twan, I
put
Come
my
got your
on,
man.
back,
bro.
bro.
I
I got
can't
your
Talking
back.
believe you,
about
hey,
Twan.
Matt
hey,
Corral,
listen,
like
hey, listen, hey, listen, hey, listen. I'm too headstrong for that shit, bro.
I
I'm
got your
too
back,
headstrong
bro.
for that. Listen to this. I'm too headstrong to look. What I've said tonight has been all true. I told you. I said if you say something that Bryce Young fans don't like, they're gonna run their mouth. Y'all proving it to
what
be
the
true
fuck
tonight.
makes you think Matt
But
Corral's gonna
listen,
beat him
hey,
out,
calm
bro?
down. You ain't
What
tough.
really
Calm down,
make
bro. Listen,
what makes you
listen.
think that
So look,
Matt Corral's gonna be like that?
you're getting out your character. Listen, now, Kevin, say what I said again because they don't hear me. I said, what did I say, Kev? I want the best quarterback in the backfield that makes us win. I didn't
And
put a
we
name on it. I
and we
said the
push
best
back on
quarterback.
that, and we
So
push
guess who
back
that
on that
includes? Guess
because
who it
nothing
includes? Just stop talking and listening. So if it's Bryce
indicates that
Young,
Matt
then it'll
Corral
be
is that
Bryce Young.
guy. Nothing
Nothing
indicates Matt
indicates he
Corral is that
ain't
guy.
smart ass. They
And
just shut the hell up a little bit. You
Motherfucker
ain't
can't hear.
always right, boy. You know that, boy? You ain't always
you over
right,
there
boy.
calling talk about
You know that, boy? You know that, boy? That
Calm
girl is on
down,
this
bro.
fucking roster, boy. You understand that, boy?
barely get out
He's on this
there.
roster, boy. You
You
understand
can
that,
say
boy?
what you want. I know you're not talking pickles.
Bro,
Boy,
it's off
shut
the
up, boy.
rockers, bro.
Hey,
I don't even know who
Care
you're
for your
talking
boy,
about.
boy.
bro.
All right, Pickle,
Hey,
calm down,
you're
bro.
finding that shit.
Calm down, bro. Let me
See
get.
your
I'm
To,
ticking
not.
through
I
your
need to
shirt.
get some
What
I'm
you
more
not
talking
people
upset
in
at
about?
all.
here, bro.
Yo, who Pickle talking about?
Sometimes a little
That
screen
headset
get
around your
everybody's attention.
egghead looking ass.
I mean, let's be honest.
Hey.
Let's be honest. How the hell does anybody know what one of these guys
What
are going to
indicates
do?
Matt Corral is the guy is my point.
What says he's not?
And
Answer the
Oh, he got
question.
injured last
What
year? How
says
about
he's
I have to
not?
put some more people in
That's
the
just
show.
a
Hold
question.
on 1 minute.
What says he's not?
He
Other
wasn't
than
a
your
fucking
bias.
stud in college. That's another.
What
All right,
says he's not?
All right, everybody needs to stop talking for a minute. I need to introduce some more people.
Hey,
Take a
guy.
second for everybody to cool down a minute. Jesus.
Goosebumps.
Man, y'all need to pray for me. Y'all see what I got to deal with every fucking Friday?
not
when
praying
I
for you.
gotta
Fuck
do this,
you.
man. Y'all need to put out some prayers for
Fuck
your
you,
boy,
Cody. I'm
man.
not praying for you.
Yo, you fucking better, bro.
I don't know why it's even like that. We got a generational type talent, bro. I'm over here laughing because I'm just like,
Bryce
damn,
Young
bro.
fans
Like,
are not.
y'all don't
Hold
even
up.
understand what we have, man. Like,
Let me say something real quick. Let me introduce someone. This man has become the brand ambassador for the C3 Panthers podcast. This dude's always putting out that incredible artwork. My man D's Ill Skills. What's up, bro?
Let's go. We are Army out here, C3. We are Army all day. So glad I could join tonight on the 4th best Panthers podcast.
Woo! Juan tripping.
Yo, can I?
Yo, Twan's in the background. I still got Twan, bro. I just had to put some people in and out, bro.
Matt
But yeah,
Corral
man,
fan
I'm happy to have you in here, brother. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing awesome. We had a great day today. Really enjoyed all the things we had going on Twitter. Got some new members. Put that C3 in the name. Let's join that C3 Army. Let's get out here and push C3 up. That's what I'm here to do. Let's do it.
That's it, baby. Yo, we
Can I
appreciate
bounce
you,
up?
man. You're the man.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead,
back up,
Anthony.
Pickle talking about what indicates he's not. Bryce Young's on the team.
Hold on.
That's
Hold-
what indicates
No,
Matt Corral can't.
let Anthony go.
Fuck. Damn.
Shut up, JJ.
No, Pickle, stop, bro.
Everybody,
Touch
cool.
it,
I'm
Pickle.
about to start muting people, bro.
Hold on. Let me
Everybody be cool. I'm gonna start muting people, and that means everybody, bro.
Don't mute me,
I'm mute my damn.
motherfucker.
And if you mention Clemson one more time, I'll mute your ass.
I never even said Clemson once.
Well, I'll mute your ass if you do say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me talk. Let
Let
Kill
Anthony
it,
finish,
cupcake.
and then I'll bring someone else in.
All right. What JJ was spitting facts. If they
Cupcake.
put any trust in Matt Corral, why the fuck did we even draft a quarterback? Why? Why? If Matt Corral was the truth, why did we draft him? Like what Twan's saying is just a bunch of bullshit because he wanted CJ Stroud, and the bottom line is I was going to support whoever quarterback's on this roster, but his panel's just salty about it. That's the only reason he's bringing up this Matt Corral shit now. That's the only reason. And he's saying Bryce Young fans are this, Bryce Young fans are that. Bryce Young fans, I just been saying the truth. What the matter is he's going to be the quarterback, no matter if you like it or not. They're not going to have a competition between him and Matt Corral, just like my boy Cody.
Hey, Drew.
knows this. What's up, Drew? Cody knows this last year. Me and Cody talked about this. We both knew that Matt Corral had potential, but Matt Rule was never going to let Baker get the job. And now to think that a new regime just drafted this kid number 1 overall, and we're going to then switch and put all our chips into Matt Corral. This isn't even like a Matt Flynn situation because we traded all this to get to the number 1 pick, not a 3rd round pick. It's a big difference. So that's all I got to say.
No, I mean that's even how I feel. It's not even about Matt Corral not having the talent. He never got a chance, and he's probably never ever going to here in Carolina. Let me welcome my man Drew. That's my dog, man. I had to get Drew. I needed some common sense and some that voice of reason to join the chat room. Drew, talk to me, man. Talk to me, man. What are you hearing, man? How are you feeling? What's going on, bro?
I'm feeling that this whole damn conversation is annoying as all.
I agree to that.
Because at the end of the day, whether it's Bryce Young, Matt Corral, I don't give two shits.
Yeah.
I want whoever it is that's going to put up a W next to the Carolina Panthers name. I don't care if you had to put Mother Teresa in the backfield. If she can throw for 5,000 yards and 35 touchdowns, I'll put a number on her ass and put
Yeah, tell her
at the end of the day.
I feel like that's what Twan was saying, though.
That's what Twan was saying.
Whoever is the best player.
Isn't that what I was saying?
I feel like that's what you were saying, Twan.
The name of the Carolina Panthers, that's all I care about.
And the reason there was
still
so much
Cody,
I'd
like to say something.
because he was indicating to Matt Corral.
No, let Drew talk. It's his turn. It's his turn.
Get that off.
Let Drew talk. It's his turn.
I don't care
Shout out,
if
Drew.
their initials are BY or MC. I don't care. I just want whoever the coaches at the end of the day, once they go out and bullets start flying, say, this is the guy who is going to lead us to W's.
Isn't that what I said, Pickle?
Because
exactly
if Brady was drafted at, then Tom Brady would have been the number one pick in the draft every day, twice on Sunday.
That's
and he
right.
was drafted in the 6th damn round.
That's right.
He replaced the guy who was number one overall.
Bottom line. Yep.
Purdy.
I agree.
He said Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, is going to end up getting the number 3 pick in the draft as traded out of San Francisco.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we know Bryce Young is
don't know what you got on this roster.
We know he was the best quarterback in college football for the last 2 years. That's great. I want to see when the bullets start flying in the NFL. If he's cream of the crop, then guess what? Bryce Young will be under center. If he's not, then whoever is, that's who I want under center. Bottom line.
Hey, Drew, isn't that what I said, Drew?
Yo, Drew came in here
That's what
dropping
you said,
bombs, yo. Let's, dude, that is exactly what I
Can I get a number 2 and a number 3 on that? Isn't that what I said?
It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. We just need someone that can win football games, bro.
Well, Cody, that's kind of a slight to me because Cody, you didn't step up and say that when I said it, though.
But no, listen, I'm saying no, but
I said the exact same thing.
Right, then look, maybe I was wrong.
You were alluding
I was
to
saying
Matt Corral
it sounded to me. Hold up, it sounded to me
wasn't.
like it sounded a little bit to me, and maybe I'm wrong. Like you didn't believe in Bryce's ability to do that, and he might not be able.
No, that's not what it was. You can't take my words and flip it.
I'm not telling you what I'm
said
saying. That's
I
what
want the quarterback
understood.
back there, whoever gives us the best chance to win.
And
Twan brought
and he
up
believes
Matt
that Matt
Corral.
Corral has a
Twan
chance.
brought up Matt Corral because Matt Corral is simply on the roster. You could bring up Jacob Eason. Now we all know Jacob Eason likely won't even make it through camp. But hypothetically, in a different spectrum of the earth or that damn whatever I'm thinking of, but
Universe?
in this different realm, that's in a different realm. Come
Outer
on, help
realm?
me, Kevin. You know what I'm talking about. And
I know
then some
exactly what you're
time
talking about,
loop
bro.
somewhere, Jacob Eason's a star in some time loop somewhere, right?
Multiverse.
Yeah,
I just feel like
multiverse.
if
Some
they wanted to
multiverse,
do
he's a
that,
star.
yeah.
Hypothetically, but to my opinion, and maybe I'm old, Twan, maybe we just old. Maybe
Yeah.
we are. Maybe we
y'all
just
are,
old.
but,
But in our world,
I'm still alive, though.
if you're on the Carolina Panthers,
Yeah.
if you're a player on the Panthers,
That's
we're
it,
fans.
Pat.
You cheer for that player.
Exactly.
And I'm sorry, but there's a group of fans. There's a group of Carolina Panther fans.
No, you can say what it is. It's a new generation. It's a new generation.
That attend C3, and they go to a lot of different ones
Yeah.
that absolutely hate Matt Corral with their
Yep.
living fucking passion.
Yeah.
Now, why?
I'm not
for whatever
I'm not
reason,
from this generation,
I
yo.
have
I'm not.
absolutely no idea why.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying Matt Corral's going to be a superstar. I've never said that.
I'd never said that either.
I said a while ago,
I
at
think
the
Twan
very
says
best,
the opposite.
I would like for him to be a high quality backup that
White
pushes
chocolate
Andy Dalton
espresso
for
throwing
his
the
job.
fire.
That's what I would like to see. Now, that in someday maybe we get a pick of some sort for Matt Corral. Now, that being said, I'm not going to go cutthroat and hate everything every time somebody says something about Matt Corral just because I want to, because it excites my little peewee. I mean, yo,
Don't
grow
talk
the
about
fuck
my
up.
Pee-wee, bro.
Grow the fuck up.
Don't talk.
I
Don't
like.
talk about my team.
I mean,
Why trying to stop, man? You trying to throw fire in the flames.
to Twitter to now,
Don't talk about my
there's so
team,
much
bro.
hate for Matt Corral that
yeah.
it's becoming a obsession for some folks just to hate on this one guy.
I'm
It's
just,
the same thing
hey,
with
Cody.
Justin Fields, bro.
Let me say something quick.
For whatever reason, you want to hate on this one guy. And I got
Hey,
news
Pick,
for
let
you.
me-
There's some
Pick, I got
Panthers I absolutely hate. And I would thoroughly enjoy it if they get cut. Fact is, there's a couple of them I would enjoy it if they got kicked completely out of football altogether. But I'm respectful to the Panthers that I'm not going to name them names because it accomplishes nothing.
Hey,
It
Cody,
accomplishes absolutely nothing.
Cody, let me defend something on my podcast's behalf. Because I didn't like something that was said. People don't get personal on this shit. 704 Charlotte Bound Show does not hate on fucking Bryce Young. I came on here and said several times, if Bryce is our quarterback, and I stand by it, that I am going to root for this man. If you watch the last show, when we had people on my panel that started saying something negative about Bryce Young, I said, we ain't doing that shit no more. He's on our team. Respect him. We're not doing that. He's the quarterback. That's who we going to roll with. I'm not from this generation, y'all. This new generation, you got to pick a side. Fuck all of that.
Yep,
I want the best. I want the best. In this new generation, you got to pick one thing and stick with it. That don't apply to me. I'm too headstrong for that shit.
I'm with you.
Let me.
What you're confusing with the whole, like, we just have a bias towards that. Like, if Matt Corral is better, he's better. The whole thing I was.
You see how they can't let the shit go, man?
Hold on, let him finish. Let him finish.
Calm down, because you have something to say after every single person talk. Relax. It's just a show. Anyways, that whole whoever's gonna
You
help
telling
us
yourself
win
that.
more. That's why I said I would feel that Andy Dalton would probably be the week 1 and 2 starter because he's the veteran who's been in the damn league for a decade. Not no fucking Matt Corral coming off an injury. All right, relax. Between the quarterback competition between Corral
That's not
and
true.
Bryce
That's a
Young,
cop out.
that's completely fine. No,
That's
what
not
I
true.
said from the get. No, that's what I said before we even traded
No,
up.
no,
All
y'all
right,
took what
Twan?
I said as
So
a
I've
Bryce
been
Young
saying that
diss.
for months. Whether it was Anthony Richardson, CJ Stroud was my guy. All right, it ain't about deriding no damn Bryce Young or hating on Matt Corral, who, whether I believe in him or not, doesn't fucking matter. All
No,
right?
no.
Whoever's
When
gonna
I made the statement I made,
it's just
y'all
that.
took that as
On,
a
shut
Bryce.
up.
Wait. Let me.
Y'all
let me
took.
jump
Hey,
in
don't
on
tell me to fucking shut up. I'm a grown ass man,
Calm
bro.
yourself. No, and we all
He's
grown
trying
here,
to
bro.
explain himself, and you're just keep talking every 5 fucking seconds, man.
Bro, look, this is what we are better for having 2 quarterbacks of that level of ability. So
No
really,
cap,
like
we should change the topic.
there's like there's no point in even like even having to choose one or the other, because at the end of the day, we know it's going to be Bryce Young. They're going to pass the reins over to him at some point in time, and we just have to wonder where that is. I'm wondering if Andy Dalton is going to be given number 2 as like the de facto. Like, to me, I don't even see it being a competition for number 1. It's a competition for the number 2 spot between Matt Corral and Andy Dalton. That's more interesting to me, because
Bro tried to say I took a cop out for a valid point.
But
What
you
the
cannot
fuck?
convince me that Bryce isn't going to be the starter day 1. I'm with them on that. I just don't feel like that's about to happen.
That's a good. That's cool. Bryce Young can very well be the starter.
I'm not with that whole just because we invested so much into Bryce Young, he has to be the starter. I don't think that's even logical. Like, if Matt Corral outplayed him, I don't feel like Frank Wright would really just be like, oh, now I can't play Bryce Young. I feel like whoever would show up, like, if Matt Corral really fucking stood out even above Bryce Young, like, then it's Matt Corral. Like, but the only reason why I just pushed back on that is because Andy Dalton was the veteran. I always felt that we should have our veterans start. That's why I've mentioned this to Cody before. I don't think we're just going to have like 9 wins and win the division, because I think we're going to take this rookie process slow as fuck.
Hey, CD, what was his name? Fuck.
Diesel skills?
Kevin.
Yeah. No, I'm so mad, man. That midget
You
girl
drinking
was
too much,
sexy.
dude.
Fuck.
You said you was going to drink tonight.
Wait, what?
That midget girl.
Kevin, ain't nobody has any idea what
Yeah.
you
Are
just
you
said,
drunk?
bro.
You know what I'm
Baby,
talking
what
about.
jersey is that?
If you're in the chat room, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Look,
I
this is
got
the
that
thing,
same
man.
one.
A lot of people, look, a lot of people
I got Al in, bro.
All right.
No, I mean, no, finish what you're saying. I'm just saying I got Al in the background. He's been waiting for like 10 minutes. I need
Oh
to
no, go ahead,
get
bring
him
him
in
up.
at some point.
Sure, bro.
But I got 10 people in, so wait, no, I don't. Yeah, I got room. Yo, Big Al, what's up, bro?
What's up, Al?
Yo, what's up, bro? What's good?
How you
What's going
doing,
on with
buddy?
everybody?
Welcome.
Man, shit,
So
man. Just listen to y'all talk about this fucking this quarterback situation we got. I agree with Pickle and what Cody and Pickle saying about shit. I just want to see him to get Andy Dalton's ass up out of there. I mean, we don't. I mean, what do we? I mean, yeah, okay. We can get
The
a veteran. We can get a
Red
veteran
Rice.
or whatever. But you don't really need a veteran. He don't know the system. Has he played for any? What's his name, Coach Rick before? Has he played for
None
this
of
guy
them know the
before?
system
So
yet.
exactly. So none of them know the system. So we don't even need a fucking veteran like that. And then 2 years, sign him 2 years. That man, they cut his ass after half the season. That shit don't mean nothing. He don't got to be there. If Matt Corral can just get to like a good backup quarterback, that'd be straight. That'd be perfectly fine. It's gonna be Bryce that's gonna start the season for sure. I mean, I don't got no doubt about that. He's gonna start the season for sure. I don't got no doubt about that. And it's not just because what they invested in him. I mean, that takes a lot, but he's going to start the season. I mean, there's no need to sit him on the bench. Why? Why sit him on the bench when he should be getting playing those real live bullets at him, in real physical games and real action against real NFL talent? Ain't no need to sit him on the bench.
What a real cop out is.
No.
Who the fuck played better in college? That's a better cop out to make you lean Bryce Young, but
Oh, that's suggestive, man. Because Bryce Young, Stroud fans are gonna think Stroud was better. You know what I'm saying? It's suggestive. It's just like I've been an advocate, and I said this 1,000 times, Cody. You don't have to big up your person by cutting somebody else down.
Oh, I agree. Hey, no one can ever convict. No one can say that I'm cutting down anyone.
Yeah,
I'm just sitting over here fucking.
Let me say something, bro.
If Matt Corral outplays Bryce Young in the preseason, that's obvious. Matt Corral should be the fucking starter. Yes, he should be the starter. I don't give a fuck how many picks, how many trades. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what they did. If he outplays them and everybody can see it, he should be the starter. And if they don't, they're just fucking stupid. They're fucking shitty. They're stupid as coaching staff is just as much as Matt Poole. If they don't fucking play him, if he's the better player,
that's called doing due justice. You got to give the fans the best opportunity so that when you purchase that ticket, that you're gonna walk away with a win, and not necessarily the guy you want out there.
Let me ask you a different question, and because I've been talking to folks in the chat over this, because I can't get anything else over this. Let's move on from quarterbacks conversation. This
Okay.
is
Thank you.
a dead horse.
there's
been a lot of talk, and Cody's probably going to bring this up because he probably already had to. But there's been talk about Brady Christensen versus the rookie guard, and after looking at some tape on NFL Plus, I went back to look at Brady. Brady's not a bad guard, but I believe he's actually a better tackle than guard.
Agreed.
But I also believe that if the rookie, now I have trouble remembering that dude's name, or even saying it for that matter. But if he can start at guard, then
Zavala?
Yeah, and to be honest with you, and I looked this up, Corbett and Brady Christensen contract runs out at the exact same time. Coincidentally, that very same year, we can save, I think it's $10 million by releasing Taylor Motrin. So, would you think there's a chance that Taylor Motrin, or do you think there's a chance that Brady Christensen could be a long-term tackle? I mean, because I like the idea of using him as a swing tackle, say this year, and then that way it gives you time to see him at tackle. To say, yeah, he could be a starting tackle in this league.
To that point, Pickle, I believe that ever since Taylor Moton got paid, every year I've started to see more flaws in his system.
Agreed.
Like, I feel, and people were like, I put it out on Twitter, and I know Kevin agrees too. Like, I wanted to see Brady Christensen play right tackle, and if there's any type of trade value for Taylor Moton, I mean, I'm not like jumping to ship him out, but if you could get a nice deal for Taylor Moton, and if Brady Christensen could indeed play that right tackle position, then maybe that's not a bad move. I hope that they give him some snaps at right tackle in training camp, especially if they do intend on using him as that swing player that they're going to use up and down the line. Like, you might as well play him at other places.
Yeah.
I think he'll be the future right tackle of our team.
I kind of think so too.
I think
Might be.
So, because I kept thinking that Corbett's not going to be ready by the regular season. Even the coach said that they probably won't be. Then I thought, well, we'll kick Brady in there, and I thought, wait a minute, I don't recall Brady actually lining up at right guard any. I said the smartest thing would be to leave, and I'm a Tennessee fan, so this may sound biased, but it's not really. Is to put Cade Mays, because Cade Mays is already lined up at guard. And your rookie's right next to Ickey. He went to college with Ickey. He knows Ickey. Give him preseason training camp lined up in them situations. Then you can still have Brady Christensen on the line as your backup.
Wait, did Cade Mays go to Tennessee?
Cody.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah.
Who's been pushing this trade Taylor Moton move Brady Christensen in the right tackle?
Well, it was actually brought up on Twitter.
I've
but
been bringing that
but
thing up for
it's been brought up
years,
before.
bro.
But he's right. Kevin has been saying it for a while now.
You're right.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But
where the hell is dude at with the Dems with the daylight at?
But a lot of people get really mad when you bring up
California, San Francisco,
even potentially trading Taylor Moton. People get really mad and like
you buy low and you sell high.
Right. The argument behind it is you just drafted a small quarterback.
Tackle.
Why would you trade away the right tackle? But
he's a right tackle.
Now, are you talking about now? See, are you looking at the money situation? Or are you looking at like his play? Like his play has dropped off. Has his play dropped off that much?
No.
Yeah. Are you just looking at
look at the money?
We paid him.
If we can get a second rounder for Taylor Moton, I'm taking that.
Yeah.
Damn right.
But now
we're not getting no second.
Hey, Kristen Delane said Moton is another Trey Turner.
That's
I've been working that way.
In reality, though,
that.
if you can get a third-round pick,
damn, she fine as hell.
Taylor Moton,
yes, she is.
That's kind of where you can get a good offensive lineman.
But that's what I've been saying. Like, Brady Christensen, the right tackle. If you can get a second for Taylor Moton, take that. He plays the least valuable position on the offensive line.
Hey, time out. Let me go to my
No,
man.
it's not. No, it's not.
Wait, time out. I want to get my man D.
No, it's not.
Did you
right tackle's not?
Everybody, hold on.
Right tackle's not the least valuable position.
Who cares?
I want to go to my man Don real quick. Did you feel like that's a good idea to trade Taylor Moton and maybe try Brady Christensen at right tackle, or are you of the mindset if it ain't broken, don't fix it, leave things how it is?
Ooh, I'll be honest, man. It depends on his health coming into this season. Last year, in defense of Moton, he played with that bum knee through the last 6 games or so, and he struggled with it, and you could tell. And I've got a buddy who watches the games with me, and he was trashing Moton every game, talking about how bad he played. I like Christensen's upside. You got to. He's young. He might be able to take over that position. I just want to know, who picked Brady Christensen? Was it Scott Fitterer that picked him? Was it Campen that picked him? Zayla Vela he's going to start.
Definitely wasn't Campen.
How do we?
I don't think it was Rule either, because Rule was like, always got short arms. I don't want to start him. And Zayla Vela is going to be the guy. He's going to start it. And I think Cade Mays probably starts at right guard. Pickle.
Matt Rule has Cade Mays listed as a according to what we were told, as he had him listed as a second round. No, we're talking about Brady.
No, you're right. Yeah, he had him as a second round guard.
Guard and a third round tackle.
And
third
a
round tackle.
Now, people kept saying the reason why he couldn't play left tackle was because he had short arms. And at the very same time, everybody's like, "What?" But
well, that was some shit Rule said, so fuck it.
Yeah,
exactly. I said that right tackle was the least valuable position on the offense line. Somebody said it wasn't. Which one is then?
Left tackle is the most important.
It's no. I mean,
the least.
Hey,
there is no least valuable position. They're all equally important.
I think left tackle and center
equally important.
Hey,
I think left tackle and center are the two most important.
Exactly.
The guards are the most important. The guards are the most important positions.
To inbound Panthers and Justin in the background, if y'all have something you want to say, put it in the private chat and I'll pop you back on the show.
And also,
they only let us have 10 people, so
hey,
it's
Cody,
like
I gotta go. So let inbound back in.
All right,
back
all right. I appreciate you, Anthony.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop out of here. I got some shit to
No,
do.
let Christian in.
Shout out Anthony.
Take care,
Shut up, drunk Kevin. I love y'all boys. Stay safe, man. All right.
Peace
Hell
out.
yeah.
All right.
Appreciate you, Anthony.
Peace out.
All right, Anthony's out. Let me bring Justin. What's up, Justin?
Hi, how are you?
Is this the Mickey Mouse dude, man?
Sexy ass.
No, that's
voice
Kid
you
Rock
have
here.
over there.
Pause there,
yeah, man.
Cody. Pause.
Hey, no, I don't ever pause, bro. But it's only gay if you say pause, bro. Y'all be making it gay when
I'm
you
just
You don't
saying.
have to say pause to everything.
Yeah, bro. I don't need to pause that, bro. Y'all mind being in the gutter too
I'm
much.
saying we can
Straight
get a
up.
great
I don't
pass
know,
rusher
man. You
for
sounded
Taylor
serious right there.
I mean, hey, man, I'm just saying, man. Hey, I'm
Hey,
not
hey,
too proud to say.
Have they played right side? Yeah. Have they tried him at the right tackle? Have they even seen what he looks like over there?
Not yet, but that's why I'm saying I hope that they give him some.
He's
some
a
reps.
tackle. That's his greatest position.
Yeah,
Like,
his.
Hey,
his
did Cade
Yeah, but he's a left tackle. That's two different positions. That's way different. You got to switch. You got to move your feet differently. You got to do different shit on the right side.
Right. But some guys
has Cade ever played right tackle?
From left side to right, though. Some dudes can do it.
Has Cade ever played right tackle?
yeah, he's played every position.
Hey, Pickle, if you're
I've
talking
been sitting here
to me.
screaming. I've been sitting there screaming.
Yeah, I was like, who is he talking
Yeah,
to?
I'm like,
What a moron.
well,
That's what you get when
I
you live
saw
in
you.
Tennessee,
I
y'all.
saw you talking, man. I'm like, damn.
Cade Mays has played every position.
Cade Mays, he can play he's played every position. He's
Okay.
He's better on the right side, but he has played both left sides before. It's just but that's what I say. And if you use Brady as a swing tackle,
Kristen.
and then later on you realize he's not as good on the right side as we want him to be, you still got Cade Mays there. So, and I think it was James Campen that brought up, I may be wrong, Cody, last year that brought up that he preferred to have one person back up. No, it wasn't. It was Rule. Never mind. We'll skip that part. Because Rule brought up he wanted one person to back up the right side and one to back up the left side.
I trust whatever Campen does. So
I do too.
I trust that he's gonna do the right thing no matter what.
I do too.
I just trust him.
And you got to understand, because at first I didn't understand it, but if Campton was as excited as we saw him on draft day, drafting,
I loved it, Pickle. I loved it.
the guard, then you know he has an eye to start him, or he.
Hey, Cody,
I loved it.
That tells me, as much as I like Brady's Christensen, he may not be the future guard.
Cody.
Nope, he's back up.
If you got an offer right now, you can get Hopkins for Taylor Moton. Would you take it?
Who?
Probably so.
Hopkins.
Hell yeah.
I wouldn't.
What?
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Shit, I think I might do that.
That would never happen, bro.
Hey man, let me get Drew in on this conversation. Do you feel like we're doing too much talking about trading, or would you like to see the potential of maybe Zavala at left guard, Christensen at right tackle, What are you thinking, man?
I honestly think people are overthinking this too much. It's like quit trying to be GM of the future and everything. Get this team that we've got, go out there in training camp, see what we got. Scott Fitterer will look if he sees that we need to add a piece here or there, he's gonna be on the waiver wire. He's gonna be looking, he is in on every single deal. The man said it from day one and he did not lie. He is going to find, if we are missing or we're deficient at a position, he's going to go out and turn over every stone in order to beat that position up. So instead of us talking about, we should trade Taylor bring it back in. Let's run this out. Let's see what these we say this coaching staff they put together are the Avengers of coaching staffs. Then let them do their damn job. Sit back, take your GM cap off, and let it play out.
Damn it.
The Matt Rule era is over. You don't have to sit there and feel like that anymore. It's over, guys. Let these guys do their job. They got over 200.
We got PTSD.
Experience in that room.
Yeah, we're in great hands. Man.
I will say
we got PTSD.
Let me ask.
Right away. He came back.
Let me ask it this way then, because I do agree. Let the coaches figure out what positions. Who would you say? And I'll go to each of you. In your mind right now, who is the odds-on favorite to be the starting left guard day one for the Carolina Panthers? At the start of the season.
Christensen.
All right, go ahead, Drew.
You want me to tell you who it is?
Yeah, go ahead, Drew.
Whoever James Catman says it is.
That's my answer too, Drew.
I'm just saying, like, who do you think is the leader in the
whoever Campbell's puts there?
I'll answer your question. I personally believe the rookies, and in the unofficial projected depth chart, I think the rookie's slightly ahead, but not necessarily as. I mean, I think you're going to see Brady Christensen come out in training camp week 1 as in there, but when by the time they start lining them up and they're playing, see, that's where I think a lot of people don't hate preseason. Y'all, for us, preseason is extremely important. We really do need to pay attention to the preseason this year, Al. You know, we really do. And if you live in an area that you're not going to get preseason, just let C3 know, and we'll try to help you be able to watch a game. Because there's different ways you can watch a game. But I don't want to say too much, but you know what I'm saying. But preseason is very important for us this year.
Yeah.
Because this coaching staff is going to use preseason. You got to remember, a guy we don't talk about, Jim Caldwell's back in the back watching. Jim Caldwell, he knows how to fix an offensive line. He knows how to line people up.
The reason why Pickle saying preseason is because like you could say practice too, but the reason why Pickle saying preseason is important is because unlike practice, your quarterback can get hit.
Yes. Y'all know that if you're a Panther.
They're not gonna hit him hard because the rules don't allow them to, but you really get to see real play, and there ain't gonna be no stoppage. The coach can't stop it. And you got to see what these guys is really going to bring. I mean, who wants the job? Who wants this job at every position?
If Brady don't look right in camp, they ain't going to let him play preseason.
Oh yeah, and I'm with Drew, man. Whoever the fuck Campbell puts there.
Let me ask. Let me ask about
Cody.
Yeah,
I'm out. At the strip club. Peace.
Yeah, and now, is it midget strippers? Is it midget strippers or just normal strippers?
Big booty ass strippers
and hot wings. And hot wings.
Hot wings.
Yeah. Don't be no Skittles out no buttholes.
No,
hot wings and strippers.
Buttholes, girl.
Hey, don't drink too much, bro. You already fucked up, man.
Hot wings and strippers.
I love you, bro.
Kevin.
All right, hey man, let me go to my man Diesel Skills. If you had to pick right now, who would you say is probably the front runner to be left guard? Christensen or Zavala?
Yeah, absolutely. You would think Christensen because of continuality, right? But what you're not factoring in is that this is a brand new coaching staff, and this coaching staff doesn't really have. There's only Taper for special teams and Camping are the only two retained. Those two are the only ones that might have any loyalty to the guys from last year, which is funny because I was talking to White Chocolate earlier today about how I thought that Blackshear would probably get cut and Peoples would be the third running back just because Deuce Staley picked him. Well, it's the same thing at the quarterback position, and it's the same thing on the offensive line. Campen was clearly pumped up about Zayla Vela. He's going to start at left guard. I think Christensen fills in at right guard until Corbett's ready to go. But that's the way I see the front three there working out. And then Moten, they could trade him. I mean, that's not a crazy take in my opinion, because you got Cade Mays who plays everywhere, like Pickle said, and then you got Christensen, which that's his natural position as well. So all these changes are very possible, but definitely the rookie at left guard to start the season. I really think so.
All right.
He's got a great pass block on grade.
Yeah, no, he does. I'm a firm believer in order to be the man, you got to beat the man. And I know he's coming off of an injury, but I think last year, I think Brady Christensen is on the up and up. So I think he should be a starter on this offensive line until someone beats him in a way that, someone is better than him. That's just me. I'm real short, simple, and to the point. Let me go to inbound Panthers.
When's training camp start?
I'm not even sure.
I'll look that up and let you know.
July.
We'll
in July.
Mid-July.
Let me go to inbound Panthers. Would you favor Zavala over Christensen or vice versa? And you also put something in the chat too. If you want to say that now, you can do that too.
Yeah, no, I think we should definitely keep going with the same line we had last year. Like, why break it? It was a good line with Campen. I think Campen's a great coach. In 2 years with the same line and the same coach, and I think Christensen played well enough to earn that right, and not just have some new kid like, all right, we'll try it with this guy. Like, I think he'll improve. I think this whole team's going to improve greatly because of our coaching staff, and that's the main thing about this line is like Campen is really the juice behind it. There's a lot of lines like that just consistently are good. The Packers also have a great line coach, and it's just like no matter who they get, they're right. And Campen did that for us. And we got to remember it's this coaching staff. We're going to be all right. But the other thing I posted was just the top 5 most important positions. I was wondering what you guys think. I think it's in this order: QB, left tackle, wide receiver, cornerback, D end. Just because offense is the most important, but like those 5 are like the essential, and we have those. We have the 5, like the gauntlets. We have the 5 key players in key positions. I think we have those. J.C. Horn, Brian Burns, wide receiver. We'll figure it out, but I feel like there's an alpha in that room. He needs to blossom. And then QB, bro. We got Bryce Young. He's the best college prospect in a long time. He's been graded higher than a lot of past guys. Like, there's no reason not to believe in him. And week 1, if he, if he stinks it up, sure, that maybe there's pressure. We hear Matt Corral's been amazing in camp. Then we go to him or Andy Dalton or something. These coaches will figure it out. They know these players. We got to trust them.
Yeah, and no, I love your list too. That's not a bad list. The only thing I would say is that maybe at defensive end, again, I would prefer to have one more proven edge rusher. Which is, to be real, that's why I'm hoping that we do sign one more player. I would like to see either Leonard Floyd or Yannick Ngakoue signed at this team. Definitely. But no, you're right, man. Quarterback, we're set. Left tackle, we're set. We even have depth at that position. Wide receiver, I believe you. I believe between Mingo, DJ Chark, and Terrace Marshall Jr., one of those dudes is going to emerge as the top dude. Cornerback, I would love a little more depth because I feel like J.C. Horn is the most proven, but he's also been hurt. So everyone has to stay healthy this year. Same with Dante Jackson. And C.J. Henderson needs to shit and get off the pot, man, because he might not be playing football next year if he continues to play the way that he has.
If he continues to get pulled over.
Cody, I know y'all mentioned this on Tuesday. I think you did because I listened to the whole show.
That video looked bad, Cody.
But one thing I want to say is I believe that some of these undrafted rookie corners are going to push some folks for their jobs. I really believe that. There's a couple folks. There's a couple of those corners that should have been late round picks, and they weren't. But that's okay because we're going to take use of that. And when I say that, I mean some of these guys at the bottom, guys on the roster. But by the way, training camp starts the 27th of July. But the guy with the corner with got three names.
He's a special teamer, Oliver.
Exactly, like Keith Taylor, for example. Keith Taylor was a Matt Rule pick, and he just was.
Oh,
and
Stanley Thomas Oliver.
Yeah, Stanley Oliver. Yeah, Keith Taylor really, when he's had his opportunities, and since he's been there, he's had his opportunities. He's just blew it. He had a decent rookie year early on when people didn't know who he was, but once they learned him, they started beating him, and he's never recovered from anything. And there's another guy that we got to keep thinking. He's listed as a nickel corner or a safety. That G Baby is high on him. Eric Rao. Now he's had experience playing corner, so we can't forget about him. But like for example, Wright.
Von Bell was a huge upgrade too.
Yeah, Dijon Wright. I think he can push Keith Taylor and Stanley Oliver for a job. I really do believe that.
Oh, and Rajon Wright, the undrafted free agent.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, out of Oregon State.
Yeah.
Tall, strong, fast. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad at all.
Yeah, and I still think I wouldn't be surprised for us to add a corner somewhere between. Somewhere between roster cuts and see how a starting corner, because I wouldn't be shocked at all for C.J. Henderson to be cut.
Yeah,
and final roster cuts.
I like Peoples out that list.
So look, man,
that running back Peoples.
Yeah.
Or is it Peoples? Is he running back or is he linebacker? I get
running back. People. Okay. Peoples is running back.
Bumper Pool is that guy that linebacker they're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, we're
Bumper.
Hey, we're going on 3 hours and 30 minutes. Drew has to go, so I'm gonna let this be everybody's moment to say your final piece about tonight, about the quarterbacks, about the stadium, about anything that we mentioned, anything that you want to touch on before we jump out of here. This is your time to do it. Drew, I appreciate you jumping in, being the voice of reason, my bro. Tell me what you got for me, man.
Oh my
God. Hey, I just want to say, Panther Nation, we need to come together. The Matt Rule era, as I said, is over. We got a bright future ahead of us. We got a competent coaching staff, a competent front office. Hey, we're about to run the NFC South for the next 10 years plus. Let's be happy.
Let's get it.
That's it. That's it. Let's be happy. Keep pounding, Drew. You're my guy.
We'll talk to you
You're
guys
my
next
guy.
week.
I appreciate you, Drew.
Thank you, Drew.
Yeah,
right,
thanks for
folks.
coming on as always, man. And next up, I'm gonna go to my man Al, Big Al the Sailor. Give me your final thoughts, brother, and let me know where your mind's at, man.
Man, just I like the show today, man. You guys are going at it. It was pretty entertaining. I think they should move the fucking training facility to Statesville, Hickory. Shout out. and just y'all just be cool, man. Y'all have a good one. And I'm out here fucking raining out here in San Fran. It looks kind of nasty, but it's nice though. It's pretty fucking cold. And I'm gonna get in the shower, man. I've been fucking cooking all day for these motherfuckers, man. Nah, it's cold, bro. I'm telling you, it's cold. When I came here, it was like fucking 50 degrees in the daytime, so that's cold.
I know
man.
you're in the Bay, but
yeah, I'm in the Bay. But let me get out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower, bro. I've been cooking all day and shit. You guys have fun, man. You guys be safe.
Appreciate you, Al.
Thanks,
Peace
Cody.
and love, bro. Yeah,
shout out to Al, bro.
And then let me go to my man JJ. JJ, I appreciate you for joining, man. And yeah, give me some final thoughts, bro. What are your final thoughts for the evening, dog?
I honestly don't know about that whole left guard situation, but I honestly want to see the whole Icky and Zala. I'm sorry, however you pronounce his last name.
Zavala.
Zavala. Yeah, there you go. Zavala. I want to see that combo. Hopefully, it's an elite left side to this line, so that way we can protect our quarterback no matter who it is. But obviously, I lean the new rookie, the guy who we hope is going to lead our franchise to the promised land. But I wouldn't be surprised if Andy Dalton is the starter. So to start this season
Okay.
for maybe a few games, but outside of that, like and subscribe to these guys. You all can always come up here on Fridays. They always pull up on Tuesdays with some more entertainment. These
Yes,
guys
sir.
are big time and have helped me through a lot. Honestly, it just made work and time over the past year go by very easily. These guys deserve more love. So
Appreciate you, JJ.
yeah,
You're the man, brother.
absolutely. I hope everyone has a great weekend. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, peace and love, JJ. Keep pounding, brother.
Keep
and
pounding.
yeah, man, keep pounding. And see, man, yeah, we all might have our differences, but we all come back together, and we're all lovey-dovey and shit at the end. You know how we do. So, Twan Don, the good guy. You always welcome here, bro. We get spicy sometimes, but shit, what you expect, bro? It's the free for all, dog.
I'm disappointed. No, man. Look, man, I'm just like anybody else, man. I want the best for this team. And it's okay for people to think differently. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the era of competition. You know what I'm saying? And thank God for people like Pickle because he can understand me a lot. You know, I'm not saying other people don't, but I want the best player. I want the best product on the field, bro. I don't want to play favorites. I just want the guy that's gonna get out there and win. You know what I'm saying? By any means, whatever necessary that we need to get it done, because I want a championship in the worst way, man. And winning is what it started. I'm just going to end it with this, though, Cody.
Mm-hmm.
And I put this on me because when I decided to do that, when I did that top 10, man, the top 10 list, and most of the get back I've been getting has been almost 90% positive. And that's not an easy fucking thing to do. I put myself out there doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought it would be entertaining. I told people before it started, it's for entertainment purposes. And it was my list. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if you have to do a list like that and go in front of everybody and go in front of all of these entertainers and all these podcasters, of course the people are going to disagree. But C3 Panther Podcast, I have so much respect for them that it wasn't just their show; it was also the Friday free for all. They got 2 spots in that top 10.
Twan, you don't even need to explain yourself, bro. You made your own list. That's your own list.
I know I got it though. But listen, so when people are telling me what should be or whatever, and it's just a rhetorical question. Who do you want me to take out of the top 3? And then are you willing to go on to
take
a
out
podcast?
Pat Coltrane? He's retired.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I'm playing. No, we can't.
No, and all I'm saying is, then are you willing to go onto a podcast and tell everyone that, not just the podcast that you're on? You know what I'm saying? I got major love for C3. So anybody trying to say anything differently, I didn't like that tonight. I love the C3 Panther Podcast, man. I loved it.
Yeah, it's all love, bro.
Yeah,
it's all love. And you have any final words about the Panthers or?
No, man. Just you know what I'm saying. I trust these coaches. I mean, them. I mean, I want to see what they can do. I'm not even just looking for the players. I want to see what these coaches gonna do, man.
Same. Heck yeah, man. I'm the same way. I definitely want to see what these coaches are going to do. I appreciate you for coming on as always, Twan. Check out the 704 Charlotte Bound show. Always doing big things over there. Check out his top 10 Panther creator list.
And Pickle
versus everybody, all that good stuff. Go check them out, man.
Exactly. And Pickle, and and tune in Monday night. I'm doing Twan versus everybody with Duncan from Unnecessary Bluntness. We're gonna get into it. with him. Also, go check out when I did it with Cody and all the other guys, Tony, all those guys. I got major love for C3 Panther Podcast. And if you're wondering about my podcast, I put our podcast at number 9.
Right.
That's how real I kept it. And most people ain't gonna do that shit.
Yeah, man.
That's the
All right,
love I have for the guys who come before me.
You're good, Twan. I appreciate you, brother. Let me get these final people out of here, and then we're gonna finish it up, man. You know him, you love him. Panther Pickle. Another Friday in the book. Me and Pickle are probably both gonna have to start taking blood pressure medication. I know I am.
I've already taken it, yeah.
Go ahead, Pickle.
You know, and I understand Swan's generation because way back in the day, everybody competed on everybody, and a lot of the older coaches, that's how they viewed it. You know, and let's say Josh Vaughn, y'all mentioned him the other day, undrafted rookie, showed wide receiver. Let's be honest, he'll probably make the practice squad, maybe if we're lucky. But say he explodes, and we've seen other wide receivers across the league do it. Out of the blue, he's literally the best wide receiver in training camp, preseason. He say they even starts week 1, he puts up 200 yards receiving, 5 touchdowns, just blow it up. Right now, everybody's gonna say, of course he's starting. That's why everybody competes. Every player competes when they come to camp. If they're not going to compete, they're not going to be there. That's the way the coaches see it. If you're not here to compete, we don't want you. If you're not here to compete, there's the door. Don't show up back up. Now, and that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. And that's why me and maybe Twan, we don't count nobody out on this roster. You don't count nobody out. No matter how much you think they don't matter, you don't count them out yet. We let it in training camp, preseason go on, then we'll all have this discussion. But it's kind of immaterial to count players out now. You know, we all just all got to stick together. And like I said at the beginning of it, if you see some of these media members dissing your team, call them out on it on social media. They don't like that at all.
Yeah.
But don't care. You're not there to get them to like you. So
And,
call them out on it.
I like the idea though. Defend your football team. Don't let anybody disrespect your squad. And I like that, man. I like that.
But let's be real. If Cody Lack was out there dissing Bryce Young on Twitter, y'all call his ass out. What? You scared of a national media member guy?
They wouldn't hesitate for a minute to call my ass out. Not for a second. But
hey,
Cody, we built
JJ,
different.
If you're listening, your new nickname from here on out is Boy.
Nah.
JJ.
Hey, shout out to everyone in the chat room that's joined us today. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Inbound Panthers, happy to have you, brother. Give us some final words before we jump off of here.
Yeah, man. I checked out Twan. That was a great list. I saw that top 10 list. It was amazing.
Thank you, brother.
It's a great way to like see all the creators and like, maybe I haven't seen this guy and he would fill my like. It's a
That
great
was
place.
the number one purpose.
Yeah, I watched all 10 of them and like they're all fantastic. Like the top 10 is truly awesome. And this last year has been crazy for us, and I'm glad Scott Fitterer moved up and got Bryce Young and went or at least made a move to excite this fan base again. It's like there's so much excitement right now, and it's a great time for all these creators to get all this love because, man, I've been like drowning in NFL content. My life has stopped. Like I really couldn't think. I was like, who are we going to pick at 1? Like I couldn't think for a month straight, and y'all helped me relieve that tension. And every single creator, and yeah, Pat Coltrane is hilarious. Like he all those lists were that list was
legend.
Awesome. Yeah, Pat Coltrane it was like the first one, and then he introduced me to C3 everything. And he's all I even talked to him personally here and there. He was the nicest guy ever. Like he's super nice.
Oh yeah, Pat's the man.
But
hey, thank you for doing that inbound because people got caught up in those numbers and the
numbers
primary
mean
calls,
nothing, man.
The primary cause that I did that list is so that every one of those podcasts people would go watch them.
Yeah.
I could give.
It's a great time to be a Panthers fan, man.
Yeah, if it was me doing the list, Twan, to answer your earlier question, if I can interrupt, to answer your earlier question, if I was doing the list, I would put Friday Free for All as the number 1.
Okay.
C3 as the number 2.
Okay.
And Pat as the number 3. Okay.
Hey, that's my boy.
That's what I would do myself.
Okay.
Solid.
But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
I'm
man,
biased.
everybody. Hey, look, here at C3, we respect all the opinions. That's why
Exactly.
you're allowed to come on here and have them.
And I told everybody, Pickle, I said, look, put in the comments if you think I messed up, tell me what you think. Nobody said shit.
But peace out, guys.
Last but certainly not least, my guy D's Ill Skills. If you're not following my man on Twitter, you need to fix that now, man. Always putting out incredible artwork, uplifting the C3 Panther fan base. I'm telling you, man, D's, you're like you're the C3 brand ambassador now, bro. So continue with the incredible work. Today I put out a post of everyone putting C3 in their usernames. We appreciate that so much, y'all. Join the C3 Army. Put that C3 in your username. We see y'all. And my man put out an incredible graphic that he sent to me. So I put that up there, up on Twitter. Go check that out. D's, I appreciate you so much, brother. Give me some final words for the Friday free-for-all, man. Say whatever you want.
The brick and the mortar of podcasting is inspiration and controversy. And I don't know anyone better than those two things than the real Twan Don.
That's right.
Wow. He is a master of those two, and that's what those picks he put together for those podcasts had to do. And the only qualm I had with it was at least not make us number 3 for C3. Come on, Twan. You could have moved us up one, brother.
Hey, I heard it all. The C3 should have been 3, 4-man rush should have been 4.
There you go. Just like that. It's all good. I think you've done a fine job. And going back to the Panthers and what's going to happen, the only thing that I'm skeptical of is the incoming players. If this coaching staff picked them, if this coaching staff had a position for them. As a matter of fact, what I really need is I need everyone to go to CarolinaCatChronicles.com and check out my latest article on there about our pick, DJ Johnson. He was a controversial pick.
Dope.
Thank you. Good, because it's a controversial pick that has caused a lot of controversy, of course, and disturbance in Panther Nation. And does the guy fall into the background, or does he come into the limelight because he was picked by the coaching staff? I feel like a lot of players on this team, and it's been addressed multiple times about why GM, he is probably done, because this coaching staff change is going to really move some old players out, and it's going to bring some new players in. And that's the biggest change I see coming to the Panthers here in the next few weeks or few months through training camp. I think some guys that we believe to be staples, maybe Brady Christensen, I'm not sure. They may not be staples going forward because this coaching staff has a different goal on offense. Thank God, right? Because our old goal on offense was horrible, atrocious. And we've got a different goal on defense. And maybe we can finally start to stop the run in Carolina. We've brought in a lot of big guys on that defensive line. I just think that we're going to see some guys that we expect to make the roster get cut. And we may bring a couple more in. There's just no telling with Fit, because he's in on every deal, right? To finish things up for tonight, guys, I just want to talk about the C3 Army. I want you to join the C3 Army. Just like, support, share the podcast, be a C3 member. We're having so much fun out here. Just like Cody was saying, we're having a blast on Twitter, man. The entire timeline was absolutely C3 today. All the people showing love, coming out, having fun. That's what it's all about. And it's the same thing here in the Friday night free-for-all. We might yell and scream at each other and call each other bad names and do a little bit of personal slander as well. But it's all in love for the Panthers and in love for the C3 Panthers podcast. Join us, like, and subscribe. Thank you for everything you do, Mr. Cody. I appreciate you having me on.
I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, you always give an inspirational speech at the end of the show. And that's why I closed out with you, because I knew there was going to be a great speech and some great final words. But gentlemen, I appreciate all of you for hanging out and being a part of the show today. It is time for your boy to clock out. It has been another edition of the C3 Friday Free-for-All. My name is Cody Lashley, coming at you again with another show that is for Panther fans, by Panther fans. I will see y'all again Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Until then, you already know what to do. Keep pounding.
Keep pounding, C3.